Rice Krispie treat at Guns N' Roses, and then I was like, "Oh, this is not too bad." So I ate another one. And I was like this during their set. I'm like so mad I did that.
When I ate that cookie, we were all going down to DC because I wanted to go to that Atomic Music place, that music shop, and I sat against a guitar cabinet for about 30 minutes, but I swear to God, I was there for like 7 hours. I'm like, dude, we've only been here for 20 fucking minutes. We went to Dom's Pizza afterwards, and I was like in and out of consciousness. I was like, I gotta go to fuck home right now. And they stopped and took me home.
Who's that?
Len Carmichael, Matt Bennett, and Brent Lafferty. Brent was fine. I was just like convinced I was traveling through time. I was like, fuck this. I was scared to try it after that. I was like, no, never again.
I just want to go home.
Yeah, seriously, I slept it off. I slept through it. I still woke up high as a goddamn kite.
Well, the fucking worst part is not being able to sleep when you're so zonked out of it.
Yeah.
And then you're just sitting there like whoop, 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 just sitting there laying in bed like, I might die tonight.
Or when you're in that half state where you're like, okay, I'm asleep now. Everything's fine. But you're like, wait, if I'm thinking I'm asleep, I'm not asleep. What the fuck? And you're just like, what the heck? And you're just questioning everything.
That's consciousness.
Like, God damn it, dude. It stinks.
That's the antithesis
Yeah,
of
but
sleep.
when you wake up the next morning, you're just the right amount of high. To everything's fine and you're just mellow and you're gonna go about your day and everything's great. Like, why couldn't this? So for now, I'm just gonna eat drugs, sleep for about 4 hours, and then go about my day. I think it's a good fucking thing.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
You just set an alarm. Just start to do it.
Set an alarm.
Set an alarm. Eat it.
Yeah, man, it's like taking my dog out in the middle of the night. Set an alarm, just get, instead of that, I'll just get up, do drugs, and then, by the time I wake up for work, it'll just be the right amount of high.
Let me ask you, when you walk your dog at night, this is what I do. This makes no sense, but I'm convinced it works. I keep one eye closed.
When you walk your dog at
I
night,
keep this eye closed because I'm convinced if I wipe the crust out of my eyes to go walk my dog,
You're not falling back asleep.
I'm not falling back asleep.
No, I do the same sort of thing when I walk, when I take him before the end of the night when I'm just stoned or drunk out of my fucking mind, like shimmying down my back steps, trying not to break my fucking neck. But, no.
Yeah.
I do kind of do the same thing when I let her out back at night.
Like I also do that when I get up to piss in the middle of the night.
Yeah, okay, yes, I definitely do that.
Also
one.
same.
I used to try it, but it doesn't seem to work for me.
I fall right back asleep every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do too, but I still have it like convinced in my head that if I open both eyes completely wide to go piss,
I would never do
I'll
that.
never fall asleep again.
I do this.
I can navigate my house completely blind.
Yeah,
no problem.
I know my house
but
backwards.
still,
and
I'm
forwards.
convinced. I need at least one open.
Yeah, no,
Can you do this room halfway blind?
Yeah, because I'm just gonna run into anything anyway. I trip over shit when my eyes are wide open. I'm alert as fuck. So why should?
See, I don't get up to piss anymore in the middle of the night.
Oh, what
Must
is
be
that
fucking
like?
nice.
What?
You pee your pants?
Once I got a CPAP machine, all you have to do is a CPAP machine. I get into a deep
I don't
sleep.
have fucking
get up.
apnea anymore. I had
You beat
it.
it?
I lost 100 pounds.
He beat the apnea allegation.
Dude, I had it for a minute. I went to the sleep study and I couldn't sleep for the sleep study because I can't sleep all that. They put all these like weird
Yeah, I got
wires
to
in the
do
back
mine
of your
at
head.
home. They gave it to me at
Oh,
home.
I had to go to a fucking
And like
place.
mine's very, very mild. Like they were basically like, we can give you a machine. So I got the machine, and now I don't piss in the middle of the night anymore.
That's wild.
It's awesome.
Now I want to gain weight back. Just want to get apnea again. Sleep tonight.
Well,
Can
now
get-
you know what you have to do.
Wait,
so.
can you just probably just get a CPAP on like the black market?
Or from
What is Silk?
Walgreens.
I go on Silk Road, the dark web. It's like, yo, who got them bootleg CPAPs, dude?
Jordan B.
Yo, dude.
Jordan Perk.
Yeah, like that might be the best part. Like not snoring and annoying my wife is probably.
Oh
Another
God!
good part.
Buying my wife a CPAP has been the best fucking $1,000 like I've ever spent. Like I just love the woman to death, but her just sit there in the middle of the night, and I'm just like,
See, that's rare. It's usually the
usually
husband.
the guy.
Like usually,
Yeah.
like finally she was just like, I can't sleep next to you anymore.
she sleeps better. It's not. I don't usually get woken up in the middle of the night, but it's like getting to sleep because she usually goes to bed before me, and then just having her saw wood and stuff like that. It's like, I mean, I sleep with any number of fans on because of years of playing, going to shows with tinnitus. So like,
Yeah.
I've got that constant
Yep.
Yeah.
in my ear, but like that fucking bothers me.
My dad had sleep apnea, like when all growing up. Like he didn't have the machine. When he finally got the machine, like the seal on it wasn't all that great, so it would occasionally just pop, and you just hear. It was like fucking the most high pitched squeal, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I'd rather listen to you fucking snore. And then you had to go wake him up so he can readjust his fucking machine, his mask. I was like, God damn it, dude.
Yeah, the machine.
Are you sleeping in bed with him?
Real quiet.
This was like
Do you have to ask?
This was like early 2000s.
So yes.
So yes, early 2000s.
This
This
was like
time
this
check.
was like when it was still in the beta.
He was only
Yeah.
like 33 at that time.
Yeah, I was only 39.
Rolls over. Dad.
Me and my dad were still spooning together.
In the single wide,
That's a big bed. Fuck.
next to the keg
No,
of
it was a
Coors.
single bed.
A
What,
fucking,
dude?
A fucking full.
Yeah, the machines are.
My
nice
dad
now.
has strong arms. He makes me feel safe. I can fall asleep easy.
Yeah.
Quit judging, dude.
Well, at least we know you're Little Spoon. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I'm a lifelong little spoon.
Oh,
Love
so
being a
great.
Little Spoon. Fuck.
Absolutely. Some boys like to be held.
I should reconnect with my father so I can sleep with him again. It's like I don't want to be like
Can we clip that?
like yeah, and send it to him. It was his birthday on whenever the 4th was.
Happy
It's
birthday,
like, hey
Dad,
man,
Dad.
it's like I don't really want to like have an actual relationship with you, but if we can just still sleep together, that'd be sick. I'll come to Sussex County every fucking night if I can sleep. Little spoon, dude.
He wants to be son with benefits.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just around each
SWB,
other-
dude.
Just around each other in shifts.
And dude, he makes a great breakfast. I actually start my day right for once.
What's he make for breakfast? Pancakes.
Whatever you ask. Because he makes like a fucking full course, like continental breakfast for himself. He eats like a psychopath. I was like, dude. But then again, you eat it, then you got to go right back to sleep. It's fucking brutal.
It's like grandma's boy. Yeah, he wakes you up at 6 o'clock, eats the whole breakfast, goes go back to
Right,
sleep.
yeah.
I don't have work for another 8
So
hours.
You can do that. Take your drugs and then go back to sleep.
It's perfect.
Fucking valid. Goddamn point. If I can get him to do the drugs with me, maybe we'd actually get along.
Can you imagine?
Hey, that was the secret to me actually getting along with my old man is whenever he was stoned. That's the only time he was actually fucking an enjoyable human being.
Well, my asshole dad was always a fucking like teetotaler, dude. Like just like doesn't do anything.
Make him some brownies.
Don't tell him. Get him a valet job.
Bro does love
get him a valet job and just start leaving random cars.
Y'all, my friends, be like, yo, when you use him, like, go to my dad's thing. You don't even have to go anywhere. I'll pay for everything. Just leave some edibles in the cup, in your little cup holder. It's like, yes, dude.
I mean, it sounds like you could probably just bake them and give them to him, and he wouldn't know.
That's a good point too. The man can't turn down a brownie. Like father, like son, dude. Like father, like son, dude. Welcome to the Irrelevant Illiterate Podcast. I am Dennis. That is Tom. With us is, of course, Bill Durant. Mark, who is afraid of microphones, green.
Hello.
And everybody's favorite, Krishna Gregg's here. The beautiful boy.
Haribo!
There he goes.
Our favorite devotee.
Before we get started today, I want to ask everybody who listens to this a favor. We want to grow this podcast a little bit more, so do us a favor. Next time you see a clip or a little reels that we post and get yelled at for by UFC guys, share them. Just share them. All you got to do is just, share to whatever and just help us spread the word. That's all we ask. And if you're feeling really nice, patreon.com/IRRANDILL. $3 a month gets you an extra episode and a bunch of other goofball shit. You can watch us get drunk and play the game of Guess Who. That was fun. Trivial Pursuit's coming next.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
What about Uno?
Why not?
Dude.
The ultimate game of betrayal.
true.
Has anybody flipped this table yet? Because that would absolutely happen.
As soon as you hit a draw 4, like you motherfucker, that would end friendships. I would have to have that. I would have to do that with guests I only mildly like Phil Perenni.
I'm gonna get the
Just
fucking
kidding, babe.
big cards. They're like this fucking big.
The best one, I think we hit Joey Begginson. We hit him with a draw 4. He hit me with a reverse. I hit him with a reverse, and I forget what it ended up at. He had that that draw 25 meme. It was basically a hand. It looked like that.
Nice.
The best is to hit them like especially when you hit them with that when they have one card left because you see it and they're like, oh, you motherfuckers are going down,
So
and you're just like
close.
platow, and then you're just like ruin their night.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, that would definitely end friendships. Tom and I would just be fist fighting.
I'm here for it.
Larry will be not there because he always leaves when we try to do the game. Oh, speaking of Larry.
What, little Larry? He leaves?
Yeah, when we did Drunken Guess Who, he magically had to leave.
Speaking of him, I told him, I was like, just use Greg's.
Well, I was gonna say, you mentioned, people
Yeah.
should definitely do the Patreon.
Yeah.
I know how much work has to go into stuff like this.
Dude, the Guess Who was like my crowning achievement.
Yeah, but he bailed before we started playing Guess Who.
Like
We
minutes
did an
before.
episode beforehand, then we did Guess Who, and he left.
Yeah, we recorded all of 3 hours more because of just hanging out.
Yeah.
We hung after we hit stop. We hung out for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "All right, I gotta go, yo." Like,
I mean, that is
now?
You gotta go to the scrapyard, man.
He had to go. He went up to. No, in his defense, he went up to. I guess it was
Pop-up,
a flea
right?
market thing, and
Yeah, that's-
Anthony from Parlay was doing a pop up. He said he promised he'd go up, so we let him skate on that. But
That's
the next
legit.
one,
Next one, he's gotta do it.
he's got to be here. Oh, you're smarter than the dildo, aka Trivial Pursuit.
Because I listened to the episode you guys were talking about. What was it? You were talking. Is that the one where you talked about like the bands that didn't age well?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we did Drunken Guess Who right after because we actually wanted to be tipsy. Well, me and Murrow were tipsy. Matt was on Eddie's. And Tom was just fresh as a daisy. But it was
Sober as a cat.
fucking ridiculous.
You don't drink at all?
Nah,
No edibles?
he's one of yous, man. One of them straight edge boys.
There we go.
Oh
You got
God,
the old school one. You got the new school one.
This is the.
he's got the real one.
I have the reissue, too.
Yeah.
Oh, still same. I mean, swatches only last so long.
I had an original one.
Swiss engineering. I had one.
I had 2 originals and I had an automatic conversion too.
Bars. Oh fucking Christ, man.
There've been some good edge breaks I found out about in the last couple of years, though.
Let's gossip.
We've already mentioned him today. Our good boy Garrett Jansen.
Nowadays at East.
What?
I was gonna make the joke on the way up, Eson, but I can't.
Eason's a kind of an obvious
I
one.
can't. I can't roast him if he's not here. So love you.
I
buddy.
can. Greg
Garrett
Marc
gave me
can.
good reason.
What was he in any bands or anything?
Yeah,
He was
Cut
also
Short
in
with
Cut
Bill.
Short. He
Year of the Knife?
He was a founding member of Year of the Knife,
Oh.
along with Brandon Watkins and myself.
What was his reason?
Because he's been drinking coffee for so long,
Yeah.
and like caffeine, like he's over caffeinated himself so much that it fucked his sleep up for years and years. So he dipped his toe in with edibles to get to sleep. And I was like, I get it, man.
No,
I'm
I mean
super
no, I mean all ball busting aside, like I absolutely fucking get it. You know.
But-
I mean, I
of
broke
all
Edge
people-
before. I broke Edge after 12 years. Bill broke Edge. I mean, shit happens.
Dude, nobody stays edge almost. What am I doing?
I mean, the lifers, seriously are unicorns, and like, I respect them even that much more for it. It blew my mind when I found out Red Cheeks wasn't straight edge anymore.
that's
that was-
crazy.
That caught me off guard.
That one I didn't know.
That one, I was like, fuck.
Most you don't.
Yeah.
You
Because
fu-
no one really advertises it either.
It doesn't make the circuit like it used to.
Yeah.
Dude, it really used to be a thing.
Yeah.
For me, I don't even think of, like, I have this watch, but I don't even think about it.
I don't
Yeah.
even
Like, I'm
consider
not
it,
like,
Yeah.
I remember it was like the most important thing in the world when I was
Wasn't there a thing of
early 20s.
There was a, there was a,
How's
there
your
was an
edge?
edge break list.
There was
That's
the
what
edge
I'm
break
talking
list.
about. Wasn't
How's
it-
your edge?
Yeah, there was the
Oh,
edge
because
break list.
it was like
I found that I had an archive of that a couple years back, and I actually had to go back and like, did any of my dickhead friends add me? I was not fortunate enough. So
yeah.
On Wikipedia, it's been fixed now, but there was a time where if you went on the straight edge one, because I did screen grab it, but I don't have the screen grab, and it said like list of edge breakers, and the only one was Zach De La Rocha.
I was hoping you were going to say carry on.
Yo, that was also at the time. I remember the rumors, and I was like, "No way, man! No way, someone could get up
I
there and
forget-
sing those songs and do that."
Who
they
did?
can.
Does anybody remember the Coke line shirt that somebody made, and then they got really threatened for it? I forget.
They got mad about that.
The what shirt?
It's a carry on, and there was like a line of Coke.
Underneath.
Oof.
It was
Yeah.
it was spelled out in like razor bladed
Yeah,
lines.
I forget who fucking
That's
did it.
corny.
Nah, it's cool.
Nah,
it's
it's funny
pretty, it's
shit.
pretty
It
good
was
shirt.
cool.
It's pretty funny.
It's kind of corny.
It's peak.
pretty
It's
cool.
like peak early mid 2000s B9 humor.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
It's still.
But yo, that Carry On LP still holds up.
It's the
Oh, it absolutely
It's
does.
great.
It's the best record.
It's
But-
great.
I mean, to be fair, what has Todd Jones touched that really hasn't held up?
Nails.
Betrayed.
Nothing.
Yeah, you might be right on Nails.
You don't like Nails?
I hate Nails.
You're crazy.
I don't mind Nails. I think my entire issue with Nails,
I've
and
heard
I may,
Rotten Sound before.
well, and that's kind of my point is all those kids who used to make fun of me for liking that wearing Assoc shirts, Terrorizer shirts, listen to Repulsion.
You were early on that shit.
Yeah.
And like Brutal Truth and everything like that, and it's like, oh yeah, your fucking corny death metal sucks, and then Nails comes out and it's like,
I like grunge.
Actually, yeah.
and you know what? Everybody gets into shit in a different way, and
Music-
that's fine. But I'm keeping receipts on some of y'all who made fucking fun of me.
Musically, Nails is fine. When I started was like, got into my fuck Nails thing is when they did that. You will never be one of us thing.
yeah.
I was like,
Dude, that was
fuck
the biggest
right
lamb goat.
off,
That was the
dude.
biggest lamb goat joke, like on every
Ugh.
fucking post.
the
That-
best
some
rebuttal
of
to
the
that
best memes I've
was our
ever seen.
boys.
Put your headphones on.
Shout out to Bandit. Bandit had a fucking thing where it was just a picture of Gene and Jack.
Holding hands.
Turn me down a little bit, and it said, "You can be our friend if you can be one of us if you want." I was like, "That's the perfect fucking response to that." Tell you the truth, that was super good. Yeah, that was just so fucking corny. I was like, "All right, dude, like buzz off." But musically, it's fine.
Oh, here we go.
It's fine.
Storm was here.
Storms are coming.
It'll
Oh.
be done.
But
by
yeah,
the-
like everything that he's. I mean, the best terror stuff was the stuff that
Knife
that
Fight.
Todd was in.
He was
Oh,
in
God,
Knife
fucking
Fight?
Knife
I
Fight
didn't know
rules.
that.
Yeah, wasn't he in that Like It or Not band too?
It probably was. for a
Maybe.
minute.
That band stunk.
He also broke Edge.
Yep.
Yeah,
Who?
Todd Jones.
a while ago.
Oh yeah.
Comes with a leather jacket.
I think the only times I've ever I'm not a lifer. I was only Edge for a decade and a little bit of change. But I think the one that bothered me the most was Strife. And this is why. It's not because, they were, super militant straight edge band, which they were. Is that when the certain members of the band broke Edge, they're like, "Oh, well, One Truth was never about straight edge. It was about love, man." You're like, "Go fuck your mother, dude."
I'll at least
Shut
say, I'll at
up.
least say this: when they started like doing their reunion shows, they didn't sing the straight edge songs.
Yeah.
They had other people sing.
But this is like, just say, look, hey, we fucked up. We're not straight edge anymore, but we still want to play some jams. That's cool. Fine.
How does Youth of Today get away with that?
I think they're all edge.
Because they are
still.
they?
No,
Yeah.
he drinks wine. Come on,
Well-
he's definitely a wine drinker.
Who?
It's just Capo.
Capo? No, he doesn't. I mean, I know he did the whole better than 1,000
I
times.
saw someone smoke a cigar once.
Oh yeah,
Well, that's that
Come
Mike
on.
Judge defense.
that was also
Mike from Judge always fucking smokes cigars.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah.
All my favorite,
What a weird
all my
thing.
favorite edge bands break, so it's okay.
Well, fucking,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a horrible name to bring up, but One Life Crew, they all smoke cigars and shit. Still
Oh, yeah.
claimed edge.
I know a few edgers who still smoke cigars.
Yeah, a lot of them did.
Now the conversation's come back full circle. Bands that didn't age well.
What?
One Life Crew,
Look,
Pit Boss.
One Life Crew is abhorrent, and like you shouldn't fucking support that band. They're fucking racist as hell.
Who like the
But-
hell out of
But Crime Ridden rips. And like I can't listen to it anymore because of obvious reasons, because they're just blatant. But dude, Crime Ridden still.
Yeah. Did you see
still
the
a great,
post
it's
they
still a
had?
great edge.
Yeah,
The post they had where it was duet with Zulu, and
yeah,
they're saying shit like they're just vile. People.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just being a fucking troll.
Edgelord.
Yeah, but even that, it's like
But it's
Like, don't
Like-
pay attention to him.
edgelord shit. Yeah, I did that shit too. In like
and you don't have to be
2000.
racist, and you also don't
Yeah,
have to be
we all
racist.
played Call of Duty 4 at one time. Like we all said trolly shit to be funny,
Yeah.
but we all grew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like 50.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
Oh, that's that MAGA shit, man. They all just
Ugh.
they just troll to troll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they know it's going to get people riled up.
It's the same thing with like that
Everybody's-
UFC clip from a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
Are you guys still getting shit for that? Are they still
Wait,
infiltrating?
what's the backstory?
We talked about I brought a news article about a UFC fighter who doesn't want his kid to be
Oh, yeah, I
in
saw
public
that.
school because he doesn't want him to end up gay. And
The guy's
that
also,
kid's gonna be sucking cock by 19.
And that guy's
And
also
all power to him.
Who came at you?
And the dude is also a flat earther. Says like vaccines are going to cause retardation and shit like that. And so I guess
he's well, first of all, he's a 27 or whatever year old farmer from the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Shit.
So it's like great.
But we
Have
made
fun.
the great decision of hashtag UFC, hashtag MMA.
Yep.
So which brought in all those guys.
They're strangers to answer your
Yeah.
question.
Just
And
But I commented this just one time because it's true. It's fish in a barrel, man.
Yep. Absolutely.
They're the most fragile people you can imagine.
Oh, which is the funniest thing. I mean, especially everybody yelling snowflake and shit like that. My brother in Christ, you were fucking perpetually online crying in comment sections about this little shit that really doesn't matter.
Ironic.
one of my favorite things is that they will call you gay, yet they are defending a sport where dudes in little tiny shorts and nothing else are rolling around the floor hugging each other.
Oh, it's the fucking. Have you watched new Ian Fidance?
No.
It's fucking fantastic.
I
First
do
and
want
foremost.
to watch that.
First and foremost, it's fucking fantastic. But he has a joke, not to spoil it. But he's like, what's gayer, me talking about sucking cock? I'm paraphrasing,
Yeah.
or you being able to fucking rattle off Aaron Rodgers' stats, like where he, how tall he is, how much he weighs, what his
Yeah.
stats were, and
Where
it's
went to
like,
college.
right? It's like, buddy, I think you're pretty fucking gay.
And that being said, everybody go on YouTube and check out Ian Fidance, Wild, Happy, and Free. It's a good comedy special. It's free to watch. Go check it out. Delaware boy.
He's one of ours.
Yeah, he's one of ours, sadly. Go check it out. Yeah.
I love the little clips I see of his.
Yeah.
Of his. I haven't watched a special, but I love the
he's
stuff
a
with him
knuckle.
and Jordan.
Jordan
Yeah.
Jensen's also funny as
Fucking
shit.
hysterical. Also, check out 30 Minutes with Jordan Jensen and The Death Chunk. Great free
Yes,
specials
that was also
by
fantastic.
Jordan
That was
Jensen
also
on
really
YouTube.
good.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah, she's really good.
Hilarious.
She's really
Their podcast is funny as fucking hell too.
The episode with Harlan Williams is by far first. I'll get to Harlan in a second, but his episode recently on there is one of the best podcasts ever.
But before we get to that,
ever recorded.
let's go back to what we were talking about. The UFC thing is they came at us like just like yelling like the shit the internet people yell at you. But one of my favorite things that they kept yelling, like 2 or 3 people said to us was, "Say that to their face."
And there's
That makes me laugh so hard.
there's nothing to say. I simply reported on an article that of things that he said that he'd be like, "Yeah, I do believe it." So it's like
Yeah.
where do we go from
Story
here?
over.
Yeah. And also, what fucking like Cosmos have to align for me and this UFC guy to be face to face to where I say to his face? And what's he going to do? He's probably like, I'm not risking my career over beating up some fat weirdo. No, like beat it, you know? It's like, so that's just
Or
fucking,
maybe he'd want to fuck you.
I mean,
God willing.
So be it.
given all the evidence,
Yeah.
I would venture to say probably.
Yes, hopefully. Hit me up. What's his name?
Bryce Mitchell.
Oh, Bryce. I'll fuck a Bryce.
See a
What's up,
big spoon
dude?
or a small spoon?
Oh, whatever he wants to do, dude. But yeah, it's just like, I love that fucking argument. Say that to his face. Like, shut up. You're boring.
I don't think he would mind
Yeah.
at all.
And like, honestly, say it to his face. Like, if he can't handle some rinky-dink fucking podcast from Delaware calling him a dork, like, he's going to really hate being in the public eye. A lot.
Super true.
But, yeah. But what you're saying about Harlan Williams, go ahead.
He was in Dumb and Dumber, right?
Yeah.
He was the cop
And he was also the hitchhiker in
in something about Mary.
And,
Okay.
and probably the best out of them, he was the school teacher in Half Baked, who went to who went to jail.
No one's brought
no
up,
nasty Nate. No
No.
666.
no one's brought
Hey
up
girl,
Rocket
you
Man.
hungry?
No one's bringing up
you.
Rocket Man. I just rewatched it the other day.
The best thing that I've learned recently is that he has a new movie that's coming out soon, and I've never been more. I don't even pay attention to movies anymore. I am so excited.
But I think he's just he did the podcast circuit lately. He's been on Rogan. He's been on fucking everything you can think of. And one podcast asked him like, "So what do you get something to promote?" And he was like, "Nah, I'm just around."
Dude, and anybody, like, I understand a lot of people don't like Joe Rogan and his podcast, fine.
Dude.
But do yourself a favor and watch Joe Rogan Experience with Harlan Williams. And you're still going to hate Joe Rogan, don't get me wrong. But you're going to love Harlan Williams. He spends the whole podcast talking about how he has a tapeworm that he's had so long that he's had so long that he's like become friends with it. He doesn't want to get rid of it
About 6
because he
months.
loves it, and its name's Dimitri, and it's his friend. And it goes all the shit. At the very end of the episode, he reaches into his pants and pulls out a rubber snake and says like, "That's Dimitri," and it is so. Just like sitting through a 3-hour podcast just to pull a rubber snake out of your pants.
Now we don't have to.
Yeah,
thanks.
you're welcome.
Very good.
We don't have to give
But
Joe.
dude,
Spoiler warning.
He does other great shit in there too. Like
Oh,
his
man.
bear stories are fucking fantastic. It is so good. He is.
That
a
almost feels like
fucking
a Norm
treasure.
Macdonald bit to just just go through the motions for 3 fucking hours
Yeah.
and then just.
I think
that.
it's a Canadian thing, like the long
It's
con.
I'm
you
not
know?
surprised that Harlan Williams is Canadian, but I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Across any, regardless, across any pod he was on the circuit lately are masterful episodes.
Yes.
Anything you can find, it's been good.
No matter how good or bad the podcast is, he is delightful.
Remember on Legion of Skanks when they're passing a blunt around the table, and they asked him
It's such a throwaway line, but it's so good.
they're passing the blunt around to be polite, and they hand it to Harlan. He goes, "No thanks, I'm busy." Like
Just polite as hell. Like, oh, I'm sorry, Harlan, do you smoke? He's like, oh, no thanks, I'm busy. It's just like
perfect.
he did Are You Garbage, which is the one where they get like, your backstory on everybody. They have like a debriefing basically. And he spent the first 20 minutes convincing them that he grew up on a farm. And it was just like, God damn it, dude. Such a fucking treat. That guy fucking rules.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Harlan Williams.
I all but forgot about him until he was around lately.
Because
Yeah, I happened to see him on the clip of Ian's.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, because I don't have an attention span, so I just watch
Yeah.
clips.
That one clip. So the one he's convinced Jordan Jensen that he came up with a Summer's Eve douche commercial.
Oh yeah, there were a couple of
Jingle?
them. It was that
where
one.
they get on a horseback and he's like, "Come on with me to like Smell Town or whatever," or something like that. And she's like, "Really?" And he's like, "Oh yeah."
That is one of the best. That's by far their best episode.
Oh god damn
No
it.
question.
It actually made me like find his podcast and start watching it. I'm only one episode in, but it's fucking great.
Yeah.
You got any news, bud?
Yeah, I got a couple things.
What do you got, dude?
Well, I wanted to start with
You like purposely searching UFC stories so we get
No.
our fucking views up?
that's one fan base I don't care to just read the same comment over and over from.
Say it to his face.
But I wanted to plug some stuff first.
Go ahead, buddy.
Like things that our friends are doing. Our friends do a lot of cool shit.
They do.
My first note is shout out to Bill's back tattoo. He's starting tomorrow. Pretty cool.
Thank you, Rachel Truskalowski. Everybody, Hereditary Tattoo,
Rachel Trusco Tattoos,
I believe.
I believe.
And where's she located?
Hereditary Tattoo here in Delaware. Good old Wilmington.
So the day of this episode is
6'5".
When it comes out.
is the 19th. So this weekend, another banger from Andrew Walker at the Hockessin Center for Creative Arts is the headliner is Life's Question, good band, and Fire in the Blood. Is
Oh, good band, good guys from Altoona.
excellent band.
Yes.
I saw them play Creep because they were just on some lineup.
Yeah.
Another Life's Question show, actually, now that I think about it. And I could not believe that band.
Are they a newer band?
Sort of.
Nah, they've actually been around a good stretch.
They've been around, but now they're like playing shows again. I
Their
guess?
singer was one of the guys who booked that fest out in Altoona, Brick by
Brick.
Fest.
Yeah.
That was his thing. Great dude. Great
Fi-
dude. Great guy.
Nice. Fire in the Blood, Rosemary, and Tarnished. Doors at 6, show at 7, $15.
Damn, Rosemary. Put that shit on a pork loin. What's up, guys?
It's this coming Saturday. And this coming Sunday at the Yuki Club in Philadelphia, Sarah Bell, guest of this podcast, episode like 39, I think.
Yeah.
And Shane O'Connor, not from Stuff Island, but the one who lives in Philly still, are taping specials
Yep.
at the Yuki Club. 2 shows, 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock.
Great band.
Sunday, it is, at July the 23rd.
Yeah, I went there once last summer. It's the first time I was there.
I've been there like two,
I've
three
never been
times.
there at all. I don't think.
Your band.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You're banned.
Fair enough.
And the only other like show of note that's coming up so far that I wanted to shout out was the Decibel Magazine 20th anniversary show,
Oh yeah.
because one of our buddies right here is going to be playing it. It's
Bill's
Yeah.
Spooky Band.
Saturday, August 31st, Autopsy, first 20 years special set.
So sick.
No, that's the Immolations. The first 20 years, I think, right?
It's
Yeah, Autopsy. It's their first
Autopsy's
time,
their first time in
playing
Philly.
Philly, right?
which is fucking mind blowing. But
This-
Wait, what band? Because I'll be at that fest. Which band do you?
He's
play
in
with?
Krieg.
I'm in Krieg,
Okay.
which we also still have a newer record out on Profound Lore Records.
I was going to.
Another former guest, Jay Dose, also in the band.
All right.
Well, their little
The dosed with the most.
their little bracket
Yes, dude.
thing says first 20 years set.
Okay.
Nice.
And Horrendous is playing a special Ecdysis set. I guess that's
Whatever their new album is.
Sure. Crypt Sermon.
Who
Krieg.
I don't know if I'm spoiling this,
fan,
but
too.
Crypt Sermon will be playing their entire new album in full.
It says that on there. And
Oh, does it? Okay.
I got the pre-order yesterday, and I've listened to it like 6 times already. It's incredible.
I haven't checked it out yet.
I've listened
We,
to the single like 3 or
It's
4
great.
times. It's good.
It's because their record release is like next weekend,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll be seeing Kim Gordon that night, and I was originally like so bummed, and then I saw they're on that fest, and
Nice.
I was like, all right.
there you go.
Yeah, Crypt Sermon, Krieg, Death Evocation, and Rid of Me.
Also,
Nice.
yeah. Shout out to Knife Hits.
Yeah.
Records.
Exactly.
Everybody
Yes.
loves a good Mike.
Heavy
McDaniels.
Heavy Claw Moving.
Heavy Claw Moving.
Yeah.
That should be a fun time.
It's be a very fun time.
Doors are at 4:30, and
Ooh.
I looked it up, and it's like with fees, it's like $51.
It's
for
not
a
bad.
ticket. It's not
Actually,
as
I
bad
expected
as
it to be.
thought.
I expected it to be worse. There are apparently fucking VIP tickets, so we have to.
Yeah.
At like 2:00, we're supposed to like bowl with whoever dorks by the
I
VIP
bought it.
ticket.
I was like, it'll be fun to bowl because that venue's cool. I saw Helmet there like a couple weeks ago, and then I saw that like you can get there early and bowl, and I was like, I don't know, bowling with like the dude from Immolation. would be-
No, that's cool.
Pretty cool.
But apparently we're expected to be there too, and I just said, I'm not throwing my fucking shoulder out before I play a set. So
Yeah.
And what do you play in the band?
I play bass. I'm a guitar player by trade, quote unquote. I'm bad at both, but you know.
You think you're gonna throw your shoulder out bowling?
Yo, man.
I'm look at me, man. I'm not fucking put together, right? Come on.
Yo, Bill just don't want to stun on these motherfuckers.
I'm dog shit.
Just do the roll.
So I
do the
I did
grandma
actually like one of the last times I was at fucking Bolero up here, in the
Highway.
studio. I did the fucking the Tom what's it, from Parks and Rec, what's his name? Tom Haverford fucking roll, that granny roll, and the first couple were strikes.
Look at
Wow.
you.
He's bragging.
I probably hurt myself after that. So no, I'm probably just gonna. Yeah, might as well. No, I'm just gonna bring a deck of Magic cards and see if anybody else fucking
Well, I'll
wants to go.
bowl
So
for you.
yeah,
Yo,
there you go.
But
honestly,
yeah, it was like an extra like. It wasn't cheap, but I was just like, it'll be fun.
Oh, it's gonna be a hell
and
of a
like
lot
you
of
get
fun.
like
You
get
do
like
get good seating at least.
like early merch access and
you know what would be fucking great?
It's probably
Is if
special sales.
You're like you get all the like you're in the band and you get all these people that come here like really excited to hang out with you, and then you're like, oh, we're gonna bowl with bumpers. I think that would be fucking hysterical.
I'll do it.
That'd be
I will
fucking
absolutely
great.
fucking do it for the bit.
It's like, dude, like we thought
I'll
you
do
were the
that, and I
fucking
will fucking-
sickest
especially like,
band.
yeah, picture like Autopsy, like, you fuckers ready? And then you're like, yeah, and he gets up and then the bumpers go down.
They bring out that crazy hook.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
for the kid, the one where you
Yeah,
just
even better. I'll bowl an entire set with that and the bumper.
Get the ramp.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
But you also gotta be dicks about it. Like, just like fucking every time you hit a strike on that shit, it's like, what's up, pussies? Just like really be like aggressive
Lean
about
into
it.
it. Just really lean.
Really be Shooter
No
McGavin
guard
about
balls.
it.
That show.
Oh fuck, dude.
That big ass show is presented by Pyre Press, Brimming Horn Meadery, Profound Lore Records, and our homie Grim Grim Grim, just to name a few.
There you go.
Fuck you, Jim.
It'll be fun. A good end of summer thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's not happy about it because it's like the
Labor
weekend.
Day. It's Labor Day weekend.
No, it's the weekend. Her birthday's like middle of the week, and she's like, "Oh, okay, cool. So we're celebrating my birthday by you playing a show." It's like,
What am I gonna say?
yeah.
No?
But you can bowl for free.
Yeah.
Babe,
yeah, I'm sure she'll
free
fucking love
bowling.
that.
Happy birthday.
I mean,
If someone's like, yo, it's your birthday, you want to go bowling? I don't even like bowling. If they said it was free, I'm like, yo, sick, let's go, dude.
Do like the Homer Simpson and buy a bowling ball for me.
Oh, shit.
Yo, and I wanted to say, did anybody listen to the new Gay Creeper record?
I have not.
You stole. That was going to be one of my homeworks, but I'll pick something else. But yeah, it's great.
I did not yet.
I didn't even know it existed.
Me either. It just kind of dropped out the other week or so.
It's good. It reminds me of like Wolverine Blues and Slaughter the Soul like in a blender, but like with a little bit of there's like some doomy almost parts and like almost like some of that like Peaceville Records like slower but like gothy kind of. I don't know. I think it's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, they're still doing what they're good at, which is like the hard like heavy riffs, and Chase hasn't changed how he sings.
Yes, it's just super catchy.
Despite the fact that they are introducing things like melody and like kind of complex riffs and stuff. It's fucking good.
Yeah. Fun fact, I was reading the interview. They were on the, speaking of Decibel, they were on the cover of the newest one. And helping him with vocal patterns and production was Ben Cook.
Shit.
The, No Warning Ben Cook.
Oh, I was wondering where I knew that name from.
Was like, I guess, produced the vocals. I guess helped him with like phrasing and stuff.
Huh.
To like make, because like you said, he didn't want to change the way he sang, like as far as like he wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna start trying to sound like, Rob Halford or something.
He didn't change at all.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful. Like, let's be honest, it is more palatable than like the earlier like hard hitting hard stuff, and it's good. Like, it's turning into like stadium death metal, really.
Yeah.
But he's not singing or anything. Like, so many bands will just start like in order to, I guess, like upgrade in the market, if you will, to play to bigger and bigger crowds, they start introducing like singing and shit. Didn't do that. I think it's great.
I kind of like when vocalists try new things sometimes, though.
Sometimes, sure.
Sometimes.
And for some bands, I think it can work. Like, talking about, like, the Peaceville stuff. Like, I like the Paradise Lost and the My Dying Bride when, like, they would introduce the clean singing. But, like, I feel like something like the Gate Creeper needs to be, like, the kind of vocals that he has. And he sounds fantastic, I think, on it.
He sounds better with every record.
That was just a band, like, Gatekeeper was just a band that I kind of just stopped, like, it's nothing against them, it's just like, I just stopped really keeping up. I've lost.
No, they put out a lot.
Yeah. So it's just like.
Even the COVID record's really good, and I always forget about it.
Oh, the one, it was like, came out like, the came out like right before COVID or something? Is that what
I think it was during.
Oh, the EP, right? Is that what you're
No, it was a full. It was a full length. Unexpected Reality, I think it's called.
Okay.
With all the short songs on it, it's good. I'm like, I never ever put it on, but they'll throw those songs into their set lists, and then sometimes the song will come on a daily mix. I'm like, oh wait, I know every second of this song.
I love when that happens. When you're like, I haven't listened to this in forever, but then band plays it, you're like, oh, I know all this.
They go over really well live too.
They
them songs.
played Wilmington recently, right? But
They
with
did,
In
yeah.
They did?
Flames.
Yep.
With In Flames.
Are they gonna see?
That was kind of my reaction.
Yeah, I want to see them, but I'm hoping they do like a headlining.
I think
Yeah.
they'll probably come this way because they're doing that out west right now.
Yeah, I had the chance to go to that show for free and kind of just flaked out and just figured there was going to be people there I didn't feel like seeing it.
Oh, because there's
And
nothing
either having
better
to
than
sit and-
going to watch and not have to stay for the headliner.
Oh, God.
What's them Flames
it's like
Squad?
Valid fucking
I-
point.
Did they play old shit or no?
They probably did, but I
wanted to look up
gotta
the
be.
set
I gotta
list.
be honest. If I had fucking signal out here, I would. I gotta be honest.
Don't care.
I could
would've
not
watched
give
them.
less of a fuck about In Flames.
I would have watched them just to see.
I
that.
like a good band, like technically a good band.
Dude,
just
they used to be so
just-
goddamn.
Yeah, there
good.
was a point where they were like the top.
I
tier.
just honestly, it just reeks of. I had a guitar teacher back in the early 2000s who just like used to just jerk
say
off
no
to
more.
fucking yeah, no shit. It's like used to just jerk off to them in Soil Work, and it was just like,
Ugh.
and it was just, and I remember him.
Alex?
I remember him saying to me. I remember one day he legitimately looked at me. He was like, man, that stuff you listen to, like I used to be into death metal too, but like it's just a phase, man. You're gonna grow out of it, and
Here, let me
that
show
was
you-
over 20 years ago.
Let me show you Tool.
Dude,
And the funny thing is, I actually stopped listening to Tool probably after I saw him in 2006, and it's just like, okay, I've seen all I need to see,
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah,
Greg-
you
I've
clocked
done,
out.
done like a decade and a half of this. Like, okay, I'm done.
Greg might remember
Clocked
this.
out.
The only time I saw In Flames, they were on tour with Earth Crisis.
Oh wow, no, I didn't.
Came
Sound-
through the Trocadero. I want to say
Nice.
It sounds like a good show.
maybe 01, 02.
Like Slither era.
Yes. Earth Crisis.
It's supposed to like the start of a bad
Dude,
joke.
Earth Crisis, In Flames,
Can't-
Skin
can't-
Lab,
Where's Candiria at?
and Walls of Jericho.
You completed the bad joke.
Yeah.
God, there's
If
not
it
a single
limits down
fucking
the-
band on that show I
fucking,
can sit through.
the year, I think Walls of Jericho had one CD out. So it was when it still sounded like Earth Mover.
Okay. Yeah, so it was probably like Earth
Yeah.
Crisis before they broke up. So yeah, like
Yeah.
2001. Man, Slither is so fucking bad.
It really is.
It's so bad.
It's a lot.
No, the thing is, sucks about Earth Crisis is the stuff post
Is Earth
Slither
Crisis?
was no. Whoa. Look, the 7 inches stink. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Firestorm sucks, or 7-inch sucks. I hate those records.
Oh, we're so
Dude,
Dennis is broken.
Destroy the Machine. Yo,
In many
Destroy
ways.
the Machines and Gomorrah Season's End. Flawless record.
Breed the Killers is great too.
Breed the
like
Killers.
I'm not gonna say great.
Fantastic
It's
record.
passable.
I
It has
Dude,
my fa- it's-
Breed the
I'm not gonna-
Killers
I'm not
is
gonna say
so.
great.
Breed the Killers is the best Earth Crisis record.
Get the.
I like
Suck
it.
my balls.
I like it more
It's-
than
it's-
Gomorrah Season Ends, but Destroy the Machines is the best.
I like it more. It's my favorite, but it's not the best.
That 3 LP span, dude, so fucking good.
Yeah.
Breed is also my favorite sounding Earth Crisis record.
The stuff like later on, like down the line, was good. It wasn't great, but it was good.
I listened to nothing after of the new shit they put out.
It's fine. It's
It's
like
fine, yeah.
AC/DC.
No
you know what I
interest.
mean?
Oh
It's like
man,
no, I'm just saying like
Yeah.
it's like it sounds like Earth Crisis, like
Oh, okay.
newer Earth Crisis. They're doing what they do. and
It's like new Madball, new Sick of It All. It's like
exactly.
you know what you're getting,
but
but
you don't need to
ever
listen
expect
to it.
anything more. You can.
You're
fine.
never gonna go to see Madball and want them to play something post
Yeah,
like
just play
Hold It
across
Down.
your face, guys.
That's all I want to hear.
Let me ask you guys this though. Like, this is the only thing I find I prefer with metal is when like those like that the 20-year things, whatever. I like when bands put out a new record and play that entire new record live.
If it's good,
Yeah.
yeah. When Obituary played that Amon Amarth show, which that was another one. I was like, I left before the headliner. I was like
Yeah.
home before 10 o'clock. It was great.
Absolutely.
I would sit through a Monomarth playing nothing but one set from the Golden Hall, but otherwise, again, couldn't
I
give a
was
fuck.
told that I should have stayed to see the spectacle, but I also liked being home at 10 o'clock.
You look like, you look like a good
Yeah.
rower.
Being home at 10 is sick.
But Obituary played 7 songs. 5 were from their newest record, and then 2 were from Frozen in Time.
Nice.
And
That rules.
it was awesome. And they're coming back anyway with Sepultura. I saw in like September or October.
Yeah.
October.
The
yeah,
the
I was-
farewell Sepultura tour.
I was fine with that because the new
Can we
Obituary-
just can we just get whoever's in Cavalier Conspiracy right now just go back to being Sepultura?
right.
Have you listened to those new fucking re-recordings?
They're awesome.
They're
Oh my
great.
god!
People
They
do.
should be
They're
so
so
corny.
good.
They should be so corny.
They're
Yup.
awesome.
We can't stop talking about them.
Dude,
Yeah.
holy shit! I just listened to the second one that they released from Schizophrenia,
Yeah.
and it is fucking mean.
Yeah.
And so it's like, we're sitting around, you know, just not doing anything. I threw on Morbid Visions, and I just like the first 30 seconds, just like, God, how the fuck did I not know this came out last year?
One of my first ever metal shirts was a Schizophrenia shirt. It made me want to get a new one.
I have a long sleeve of that. But as long as they don't do it for any more, they don't need to do it for any other.
They really don't, though.
Like
We don't need it for a Rise, and especially anything after that.
Yeah.
We don't need
No,
it.
Agreed.
No.
I don't need it. For,
Agreed.
Because my favorites Arise, and then Beneath the Remains.
I think they could do a Rise, but after a Rise, stop.
I think they could pull off Beneath the Remains, but I don't think there's a reason
no
to.
reason.
There's no reason
Yeah,
to.
Beneath is so good.
If they start doing like
Perfect.
Chaos City and like, guys,
I mean,
all right.
it-
Don't
it'd
touch
be-
Chaos fucking AD. Don't touch it.
It's the first one I found.
Stop it.
No.
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 Just get the spray bottle.
But
Dude,
yeah, like,
I've started doing that just around the house when people we got a bunch of people over and shit like that. And I got spray bottles all over my house because my cat's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
It's like wife says something and she's like,
damn, dude, the threat is real.
I
But
got the dog.
I hate when like bands put out like a good LP, and then when they go to tour for it, they play maybe 3 songs off like a 12-song record. I'm like, I mean, it has to be like they have no faith.
I think it's also
And the
really,
LP
Dude, I've
I
seen
think it's
people
also
do less than that. I've seen them put out a new one
Yeah.
and do like one song.
I think
They
it's
got-
also really dependent on the fucking band because there's some
Or the
there's-
genre, really.
Yeah,
Metal's more forgiving than hardcore is.
yeah.
Yeah, that's an
Like if
understatement.
Sick
In
of It All
many
came
fucking
and
ways.
played like all new shit, which I've seen them play more new shit than I would like, and
Yeah.
you do not
Goes
leave
over like a
satisfied.
fart.
Yeah,
But
like,
I also kind of respect it. It's kind of like, yo, fuck you. We're proud of these new songs.
no,
Yeah,
I
I
get it.
respect
I mean,
that.
everyone here's been in bands, like,
But I do agree.
but
No one wants to hear them.
Hope
It
Conspiracy,
depends.
if Hope Conspiracy plays their new record, I wouldn't be mad.
Exactly.
I only
Like,
listened to
that's-
the first song,
it's
and
so
as
fucking good.
a very long time HopeCon fan, I was like, okay, I think I need to sit down in a better.
Dude, also a longtime Hope Gone fan. So good.
Is it okay? I've only listened to the first track so far. I just I
Yeah.
haven't. I want to sit down with it and like
Digest
then.
it.
Yeah, like not to be a fucking nerd, but
Yeah.
Make it
more of a
more-
nerd.
No, but there, some records, like, when it's a band you really like, you don't want to just listen to it, like, in passing. You want to sit down and digest it.
Yeah.
for sure.
While I have you here, Greg, let me I might be remembering this wrong. The one time one of my bands, Dead and Buried, played the Unitarian Church, it was with Hope Conspiracy, and I think Go Time. Not Go Time, One Up.
I was gonna say, Go Time never played the church.
One Up, and I think it was either Rambo or a Rambo. The other one was Go for the Throat. Didn't One Up play that as well?
I know we never played with Go for the Throat.
Then it might have been just Rambo.
Yeah,
Dead and Buried opened.
I
and-
never got in to Hope.
I could have sworn it was one of your bands was also playing.
I probably would if I listened to them now. Maybe I'd like. I think at the time I was so like just into shitty youth crew
Yeah.
that I was like, this is metal or something. To
Yeah.
me, like. So I didn't. I bet you I enjoy it.
But
now.
I was just hoping to know, like, I could have sworn that one of your bands played
I
that show with us.
don't think. I know we played with Hope Conspiracy once because I remember because Donnie made flyers and spelled their name wrong. Hope Conspicury.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Donnie, come on, man.
It was a
None of them
typo.
are even Spanish, bro. God damn it, dude.
But I don't. My memory is really bad for someone that has never been inebriated or like. I just must
Yeah.
have lost brain cells. I don't
Yeah.
know what from, but like. So
Well,
many
you said
things
you were
like-
really into Youth Crew at the time, so.
Yeah. Dude, but
No, I say that I do absolutely love shit like Youth of Today is one of my favorite hardcore bands of all time.
But yeah, I remember because it was one of the 2 times I played with a Greg band. The other one was HP, Club HP, and it was Blacklisted's first show.
That's right. Where the only show where they had the one guitar player. We talked about this.
Yeah.
They had the guitar player. He was like a Long Island guy or something.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck he came from. I don't know where he went after that.
Didn't
But
they
he-
say something even on stage?
Yeah, George was like, "This is our this is our guitar player. Try to have a conversation with him. I dare you." And I was like, "God damn it, that's fucking funny."
Pepito wasn't in the band?
Yeah,
He was.
No, he was. It was.
It was a second
Tim
guitar
Smith,
player.
Tim Smith, Pepito,
Trotta.
George, and I forget what the dude's name was.
I think he was in that other band that Pepito was in before.
Anything goes.
Yes,
Yeah, he-
I think he was one of those guys.
Shout out to Pepito for the good Blacklisted records.
Yo,
That's
eat
all I gotta
shit. Blacklisted,
Hey, another Todd Jones record.
Blacklisted,
Heavier Than Heaven.
post Pepito, the best Blacklisted.
We're on Stage is fantastic. I do love Heavier Than Heaven.
So good.
I like
after-
all
I'm-
their stuff. Truly, I do. I think
So do I.
The demo on. No disrespect to Pepito. I
Me
like
neither.
once
The Reign Supreme
once
sucked.
John Neen joined and
Yep.
played. I think that stuff's just better.
I love all the errors.
Yep.
I did actually try and give that last No One Deserves to
No,
be
no.
When
Yeah,
people
bro.
grow, people go.
that one. I tried to give that one another listen. And I got like halfway into the first minute or so of that song. I was like, yeah, you know what? I was fucking wrong. I'm a moron. Like, let's go. And then it just kept going, and it's like,
They lose you.
But
I felt the same way.
I even got sold on the "So You Think You're a Magician" EP.
But the thing is, like with that, is like,
like
yeah, I didn't care for it, but I really like it when bands try new shit that will probably alienate their old fan base.
Ceremony is a band that actually absolutely
Yo.
pulled that off so fucking well. Though.
I was never a big fan of that band.
So you don't like the blacklisted, the No One Deserves to Be Here?
I like it, but I don't like it as much as I like that mid-era when
Heavier Than
when
Heaven.
Bean first joined.
Oh man, that No One Deserves to Be Here. That was sick.
But like, I like it. I love when bands take chances, even if it does fail. And I'm not saying it did, but when like those chances don't work out, I just love bands having the balls to take those chances. That's way more respectable than saying, "All right, well,
We're gonna phone it the fuck in and
people
release the
only
same
like it
goddamn thing
when
again."
we play this breakdown
Yeah.
in this bridge." And it's like, no,
Yeah.
take a chance, dude. So Blacklist definitely did that post Pepito.
Oh,
But-
absolutely.
Like the Pepito stuff's good. The stuff after him is great.
Remember when everybody was fucking harping on them to play "Eye for an Eye" at This Is Hardcore 2011?
It's a good jam.
When
Well,
he did the eye.
George goes, "This song is called I," and everyone's like, "I am weighing me down."
Fucking,
Yes, that's great.
There's another good, not as famous of an instance, of
That's
course,
great.
but the last War
Fucking
Pig
awesome.
show. If anybody remembers War Pigs,
Oh,
from,
we talk.
from
I
Ghost-
talk about them ad nauseum.
I fucking I threw on that first 7-inch at Metal Monday, Wilmington Brewworks first Monday of every month.
Oh yeah, sorry, man.
The white like self-titled one.
Yeah,
Who was in that band?
Dion from Rock Bottom.
Dion, okay, I was gonna say I knew.
Some of the balance guys.
John Lowe, right?
no,
No.
John
Nope.
Lowe's not. Some of the balance guys.
With that said, I had been clamoring for them because we did our record release with them in Cut Short back in like early 2009, I think. I think Right Turn to Win played that. We played that. War Pigs fucking killed it. And ever since I heard them play Seek and Destroy at Siren fucking Records in Doylestown,
I don't need to hear Metallica anymore.
exactly. Well, it was
I don't
it was
need
like
to.
and I think that was like maybe 2007, and I was even skinnier than I was in 2009, which says a goddamn lot. Like for their last show, like they had been baiting me the entire time with playing Seek and Destroy again, and the guitar player just starts the first 4 notes, and I just start punching people in the fucking face. All like 5'7" of me at the time, and everybody just like they stop and just like, okay, yeah, we fucked with Bill, we got the reaction we wanted to. So
That's fucked up.
I've said it ad nauseum on this podcast. No one likes eating shit at a show. No one likes playing and having no one give a fuck that you're there. We had to follow them in Doylestown, and we ate our
Yep.
dicks. But I was just like, I was talking to Vince, our drummer. I was just like, we're not gonna be able to fucking follow that, dude. The rereaction was just fucking insane.
Was it the show at the record when it was the record stores?
I think it was.
No,
at,
it
it was at
was-
the Moose Lodge.
the one I'm talking about
Is that
was
upstairs?
Yeah, it was Reign
Yeah.
Supreme.
I was at that show.
Yeah,
Me
it was.
too.
I know it was Reign Supreme. It was.
I was a youngin.
Did Let Down play
Did
that?
Trash Talk play that one?
Trash Talk. It was a Trash Talk show. It was.
Yeah,
It was
'cause
Reign Supreme. Trash
Were
Talk.
out here for like a month or
Uh-huh.
something and just played like every show.
And
They
it
did.
was War Pigs, and I remember I think Seek and Destroy came on, and I just see. I don't want to say this name on the podcast, but I saw Justin Ogden's arm come straight over me, and I just like ducked the fuck down just in time.
That was an arrow though.
Yeah, those shows were the best.
Yeah, that was like towards the end of my tenure in Dead and Buried. So that was like 08 maybe.
That's when I
It
first.
was definitely summer. It was summer 08. I want to say July.
Where was that Dead and Buried show at?
It was.
Siren as well?
I don't remember the name of the
Or the
venue,
Moose Lodge,
but it was
one of those.
upstairs.
It was the
It was
Moose
Siren.
Lodge.
It would have been up.
Siren
It was not. It was not a record store.
Moose Lodge was upstairs too.
Then it was Moose Lodge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not a record store, but it was definitely upstairs.
First time Cut Shirt played to his town, I played the fucking Cannibal Corpse shirt. Butcher to Birth shirt. We got the fucking horseshoe because of it.
Yeah.
That because we weren't good.
I thought you were about to say Cannibal Corpse show.
It was funny. 'cause,
I fucking wish.
See, that was my lost era.
the reason I remember
I had a 2-year-old at home.
The late aughts.
2008.
the reason I remember being upstairs is because that's when I really started putting on weight. And I was like, I'm not going up and down these stairs all night. I'm staying right here the entire night. And that's why I remember that show.
They make you carry a cab up.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that shit, dude.
That was the worst about playing the church.
He can get the
Carrying
8x10.
Yeah, carrying the shit up and down those stairs.
That's the one thing I don't miss of it. Like, it's cool. Like, I've had some really cool basement shows in my time that we've played.
Ugh, say less.
the
with that-
narrow fucking
with that
staircase.
said,
Staircase
yeah,
that,
fuck
the same-
you.
the
With that
staircase
said-
that everyone has.
Especially
Yes.
in Philly, that fucking like that. I'm gonna break my fucking neck walking. Walking.
Yeah, anybody listening to this, if you don't understand what we're talking about, next time you go down to the basement to do your laundry or whatever, imagine carrying a fucking cabinet down there.
drum set.
Drum set.
Conversely,
Fuck you.
conversely, if you understand that reference, you might need a fucking prostate exam at this point.
Just started 2 years ago.
Carrying the Ampeg 8x10 sideways
fuck,
because it's
dude.
so fucking
Yeah,
big.
there was always those
Scraping
shows
your
at
fingers.
The fridge.
at
You-
Funrama.
I loved Fun.
Remember the
Rama,
Red
though. Yeah,
Cheeks
Red Cheeks'
basement?
house.
Played there like a dozen times probably among a couple bands.
One of the funnest shows ever I saw there was a horror show, Punishment, 9 Will Die. Larry Ragone's band down in that basement, and it was so fucking fun. Every band played like shit,
Those shows were great.
but it was fucking fun, dude. That was just a good hang, dude. Is Red Cheeks alive?
yeah.
I need to get a hold of that guy.
Yeah.
Can you get me a hold of that guy?
What's that?
Can you get me a hold of
Yeah, I can.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, I talk to him still pretty regularly, and
I want to drag him onto this podcast.
he oh, that'd be incredible. he was on ours. He was great. I was like,
Fuck yeah, dude.
He's like, he was all nervous. He's like, I've never done a podcast. He was a fucking pro.
Dude.
He did the Nerve Agents one, and he had like everything prepared. He had like the flyers that he had and the tour itinerary from when he booked their tour, and yeah, he was excellent on there. Yeah, good dude. Those basement shows were so fun.
Yeah.
That's an endless well of like old show lore I'd love to listen to.
His YWCA shows were some of the first shows I ever went to.
They were some of the first like real I went to
They were
suburban
insane.
shows, like in the suburbs, and there'd be like real bands that would play. Like I saw like Rain on the Parade and stuff that I
Yeah.
liked. But the YWCA, I was thinking about it today because I drove by Catherine Street. I think it was on Catherine, like
I don't remember what street it
off
was
South, by South Street, and there was the first Kid Dynamite show. It's on YouTube. It was like Kid Dynamite, Judas Factor,
Floor Punch?
Floor Punch, Better Than 1,000. I feel like there was one more that I'm forgetting.
on. If I'm remembering the years correctly, the first time I ever saw Hatebreed was at the YWCA.
98 it would have been, yeah.
Sounds about right, yeah.
With who?
I want to say,
I feel like it was Madball, no?
I think there was one, this might be a completely different show, but there's one that was like, you mentioned Rain on the Parade. It was Rain on the Parade and Scarhead. And we were freaking out. I was like, yo, Rain on the Parade has that song where they're talking about how metal doesn't belong in hardcore. How's that going to go? Because we were young kids. We didn't fucking know any better. And the show was fine. But yeah, I think maybe Hatebreed played that one or it was a different one.
Because he only did a handful there, but they were all like, for lack of a better term, like legendary shows. Like ones where like they were like people still talk about them now. Like H2O, Vision.
The Philly house bands of the 90s.
It was H2O, Vision, Damnation AD, and In My Eyes. That was the first one I saw.
Damn, In My Eyes is a band I haven't thought about in a long time.
That was a good show.
Funny you mentioned them. But
Go on.
No, that's why I'm bringing the homework tonight. But he also he would do 5-band shows, and not a single band was a go to Wawa band. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Where every band was a band you have to. Every show I went to of his you had to watch every single band. There was no excuse to sit outside and talk to your friends. There was no excuse to go down the street and get something to eat. Not every band was you couldn't miss.
Because you know what it was? It's different now. Now everything's like a package. All these tours and look, I have no skin in the game. I don't book shows or whatever. But in the era of Robbie, he had to curate it and be like, oh, let me get. I mean, occasionally there would be a bigger band that would be on tour. Sick of It All or somebody. But even them, all those guys were right on the East Coast in the tri-state area.
Yeah.
So H2O would play all these shows because they didn't have to drive and they would get a good crowd in Philly. But now, you can't, I feel all the tours, they're like a package tour. It's and you have to fucking decode the flyer to see what symbol, who's playing on what date.
Bugs the fuck out of me.
Yes.
Yeah,
same.
but back then it was kind of you'd get H2O
Fucking Cypher.
would play a show here with, In My Eyes and Vision, and then they would play a show in New York with totally different bands.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, Rod, I'd love to pick his brain on this podcast, dude. He booked some great shit. He was one of the few dudes also that would bridge the gap between the more thuggy hardcore kids and the youth crew kids too.
Yeah.
He could walk. He was like a day walker. He could walk in both worlds.
Because he genuinely was just super stoked on it and wanted to just. I mean, when he did he was a big deal in this area, and when he was doing a record label and he asked Go Time to be his first release, that was
damn.
a
Dead by
huge
23.
deal.
Yeah.
No shit.
Because I was 9, and we were nobodies. None of us were cool, and he just heard our demo and was like, "You guys seem really excited about hardcore. Your demo's cool. I'll put out the record." And then,
damn.
yeah, and it was a huge. We got on so many good shows that we didn't deserve to be on.
DB2301.
Yes. Yeah, and he. Oh my God, he did the Gorilla Biscuits ripoff cover. He did so many versions of that 7-inch. You can probably find it in almost any used bin for under $2.
That
You can probably find a copy at Siren right now.
that Club HP show that I just mentioned, the Blacklisted thing, he's the one who reached out to me and was like, yo, you should put Go Time on that thing. Or One Up on that. I was like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because we agreed after we played. He asked Go Time to play in his basement with, it was Down to Nothing. And remember Dead Serious? The Work Records band.
Weren't they a Virginia band?
Yeah. And then I think there was one, The Disaster. I think they were
I remember the name. I just don't remember what
I think
they
they were in
sound
New
like.
York, Albany or something like that.
Yeah.
Huh.
And he asked Go Time to play, and I was like, we don't have a drummer. We were not doing anything. I was like, but I got this new band, a little side project, and we'd only been together a couple weeks, and we played. And after that show, he was like, yo, I want to do your record after one show. We didn't even have the demo. So again, he just did a lot of stuff that I'm grateful for.
Yeah. He's a good boy.
Yeah, and the shows were legendary. All those Nerve Agents
Yeah.
shows, and the I Hate You reunion with No Justice.
Oh, the first one.
Dude. And another funny, one of my favorite interactions with him was, speaking of Blacklisted, he was in the pre-Blacklisted band.
No Rights.
No Rights. And he gets up, I want to say it might have been at Funrama, but it might have been someplace else. And he gets up there with a bass around his neck. I'm like, do you even know what you're doing?
And his answer was probably,
Did you
no.
plug him in?
His answer was vaguely
Good answer.
with his shoulders up. I was like, dude. Yeah.
That No Rights, yeah, that was, because it was basically Blacklisted
With him.
with Robbie.
Yeah.
And they basically just kicked Robbie out and then changed the name.
Yeah.
because it was I'll never forget Tim Smith saying like, yo, you know that wild dude at shows, George? He's like, I want to start a band with him. Like he saw like he's like, that guy would be a good front man.
Dude, the people there's like a formula. The people who are going the craziest at shows, like all the best moshers make the best frontmen.
Because they're going to be passionate in what they're doing.
Yep.
And people like them, which helps. So people are psyched to check out their band.
Yep.
And when their band is good, it's much better. Like
Yeah.
like your Jesus pieces, your simulacras.
Yeah.
And the music has to deliver.
Of course.
If it's not good, you can only
Indubitably.
get so far. But like, yeah, I mean, I know like that's what Chaka was known for back in the day was mosh. And then when he, did Burn.
And even the ones like when the musically it's really doesn't hit with you, but then you go see that live, it makes more sense. It's like Jesus Piece is good, but it's just not really my cup of tea. But seeing them live,
It's undeniable.
is a different beast.
Oh, they
entirely.
fucking
Different beast entirely.
destroyed at that metal beat. Were you at the festival?
No, I decidedly just me leaving the house is a fucking rare occurrence. But I actually realized like I went to the Weekend Nachos show a couple fucking weeks ago.
At the church, right?
Yeah, at the church. And
God damn it.
are you offering me a beer? Or,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
He just
sure.
won't say it. I don't know why.
Because I don't want to fucking interrupt the fucking conversation.
It's the one
But
thing you
You've
won't
already
say
got
on
me.
the
You've already
mic.
got like I've got fucking undiagnosed God knows only what.
But yeah, they were incredible. at that
Nachos were good.
I came out of fucking stage dive retirement. And
On a Monday.
On a fucking Monday, at almost 36 as of next week, and I'm sitting there like I've never been a good stage diver. Let's preface that. With that said, it did hurt that every fucking video that I saw get posted on the internet was the last two of my fucking like my ass hit the ground in the first like 30-40 seconds of the set. And like I limped with like a broken ass back to the freaking merch table, like, oh, I'm too old to do this shit, and like maybe we just stand back here. And then I went, no, I'm already drunk. Fuck it, let's go. And then it's the last two fucking stage dive, and I just like my legs gave the fuck out, and I'm just like those are the ones that fucking just made it to the internet. I was like, oh my god, I haven't gone to the hardcore show at the fucking Unitarian since God only knows when, probably 16, 17. And that's what I had to show for it.
It's funny.
Fucking nothing but
Yeah.
embarrassment, which
Yeah.
is just
So
my
this is
my
all
life.
to say you didn't go to the Metal and Beer Fest.
Absolutely. I don't leave the fucking house. I like.
It's a long journey to get to now, isn't it, dude?
Like Jesus Piece, I think I love the records, but live is a whole other.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
They just completely owned. Like they were incredible, and then I happened to be in Colorado 2 weeks later, and saw they were playing. I dragged my friend there. I was like, dude, you got to see this. You got to see these guys. Like you got to see them live.
They are
Undeniable.
machine tight live too.
Undeniable.
Incredible drummer.
Yeah. Oh, he's really good.
Lewis has always been like that too.
Oh yeah.
Ever since their early bands, like him and Dave and like all them guys, all those Lehigh kids who've been in bands together forever. Even like when Crosscheck, my old band, was playing with them, he was still good.
Was that band Raw or whatever?
Yes, Raw was one, and there was like one or two others, but I don't remember their names right now.
Yeah. They're just all the players are just really good at what they do. But it's the kind of thing where like, but to me, that's how hardcore is. Like, that's why I don't really go to hardcore shows anymore. So it's hard for me to get into a newer band because I don't see them live.
And
Yeah.
in fact, the last time I played with them was at Siren. When I played with Raw, I played with them at Siren.
Was it the upstairs, the
Downstairs.
stage,
It was the newer one.
the one that's still there now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, like that's the thing is like it's all about the live. Like I think of all the bands from the early 2000s, some of them held up, like
For sure.
Carry
Yeah.
On, right? But then there's some records where you're like,
Damn,
I love that.
we listen to this shit over and
yeah,
over
like
again.
I love Desperate Measures, but I feel like
Ooh.
somebody like that just heard the records and didn't see them might just be like, I don't get it.
I booked.
I don't know. Maybe
I-
that's because of that's one of those enduring hardcore bands for me. Desperate Measures.
Yeah.
I like that. That hurts.
It's funny.
But it's
No,
true.
you're probably right, but I've got that nostalgia factor of like, shit, that was like a really good record for me in that time, and like,
It happens on this podcast all the time.
I booked an all-day thing at Harry Cat's in Aston, Pennsylvania, and it was like a double stage thing where I just had like a ton of bands playing, and Desperate Measures played it, but they were like the only quote unquote youth crew band on the show. It was mostly mosh shit, right? And when they played, they fucking killed, right? No one gave a fuck but me, grinning ear to ear, just fucking stoked. And
they
I was like,
have mosh parts too.
They
That's what I
do.
don't get. And
definitely have mosh.
oh my god!
but I booked them with a bunch of like basically what they call now beat down bands.
right.
And it kind of went over like a fart in church, but they were so fucking
Fart in church.
good.
We need a fart in church. Count.
Remember the-
I think it's 2 so far.
Remember the
Shit.
Posse Numbers?
yeah.
The Posse Numbers 2004 set of theirs. Were you at that Posse Numbers?
Yes.
That was they were
The last
so
one?
good. No,
No.
the one that was at the zoo. So
Yeah.
it's the second to last one. I think it's on the DVD, but they were great. Like
Yeah.
I mean, again, my thing is just like to me, I can hear those records and think of the live show.
Sure.
So it enhances it
Yeah,
more
yeah.
for me. But they're good songs. Like
Yeah.
Gene, I always thought was a great drummer, and Ryan was a great front man, and they were just so fun.
I've
But-
heard the same thing. I mean, to that point, like I've heard the same sort of thing even with newer bands. Ended. I'm late to the fucking game here. 'Cause
Yeah.
Me checking out new music, it just doesn't happen that often. But just talking.
It's hard to keep up.
Just talking to a buddy, David Rushman. From My America. No.
I don't know.
Okay.
Tom does.
I know. The last time
Yeah.
ironically, the last time I saw him was at a Weekend Nacho show at Metro in Baltimore.
Oh, I was gonna say, you mean like a week and a half ago, him and I. No, fucking. He's like, oh yeah, if you like them on record, like they're so much better live. So
Yes, I did see that. I
I always
them a
liked
lot.
Dave.
And I saw they played that High Viz show last year, and they were awesome.
There's actually
The Church.
there's actually bands I outright just don't like at all, but to see them live is a completely different story. Like case in point is American Nightmare. I was never into them. I never liked them ever. But if you went and saw them live, you were just like, oh, I get it.
yeah, I mean, I never really I'm gonna out myself here too. Like, I never really gave that much of a fuck about American Nightmare. But just, I think that first reunion that they did in Boston. I think in
You and Garrett
2011. Yeah, we
Was
went.
it that late? Well, I guess
Yeah, it was 2011.
I thought it was 8 for some reason. Whatever.
Nope. Nope. I had gone through a breakup at the time, and yeah.
It was end
had a
of
panic attack
2011.
2 seconds before their set.
It was 2 days, right?
Yeah.
Boston, somewhere else.
Here's the
Boston,
thing.
they did
Here's the
Boston
thing
and
with
California.
Here's the thing with American Nightmare, is you mentioned, if I'm doing the math right, you're born what, 1988, right?
Good
Yeah,
Lord.
I know math, right? You said
Oh,
36.
Will Hunting
Oh
over here.
fuck! I did forget about that.
Yeah, he said he was 36 because I was like, you're young.
Yeah.
So when
36?
American Nightmare was in their
Counted them
prime,
myself.
you were like 12, so you probably wouldn't have
Exactly.
been going to
Right.
the kill time.
Oh no!
'Cause that whole
the fucking
era,
like, especially being from Delaware, like my parents were like, had not my. It was like, you going to Philly? Hell no!
right?
You should. I got in so much trouble.
You need parents that don't give a fuck.
I got in so much trouble the time I borrowed my mom's car and drove to a show in Allentown.
You devil.
I
Did
got
she
in a
ever?
lot of
So
trouble.
how did she find out?
I could not lie.
I go one better. So I went to
What was the show?
Typo negative.
Oh, it's
Ew.
worth it.
worth it.
They were no.
Worth it.
It was not worth it.
Really?
They
Should
were
be.
bad.
Ugh.
Was it the chameleon? Was the chameleon? The
No, that was.
was the
I have
croc-
a chameleon story, and that's how
Chameleon
I got
blank.
fucking caught.
It was that's
Lancaster,
it's
right?
Lancaster.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I
was
got
at
fucking caught
Crocodile?
It
going.
was at the Croc Rock.
Ugh.
They were so bad. They were bad, and I got in trouble. I lost.
I
that
don't
day.
remember who else played. I just remember August Burns Red. I went with a buddy of mine.
Sounds like Lancaster.
It was Chameleon Club. It was 2006. Whatever that first album had come out, which I would still argue a great metalcore record, but
Sure.
not the
That's
time.
a double negative.
Fair. Not the time to die on that hill, but
True.
This was the last time I ever had a wallet in the back of my jeans. We're just stopping the story. Fucking, I could fuck with some cumbia.
Anthony Cumbia.
No, so my getting caught going to a show story.
Yeah.
Yeah, August
was
Burns Red.
fucking the last time I ever had my wallet in my back pocket. I like asshole to belly button during freaking August Burns Red, and I just like I felt something hit my ass, and like it didn't make me almost come. So like I knew something was wrong. So like, and I look around and this dude's like slinking back into the crowd, and I couldn't do anything. And next thing I know, it's like, oh fuck, I lost my wallet. I get home, I told my parents I think it was at the Grange or something like that.
Yeah.
And my dad looks up on the internet. He's like, well, as of 3 hours ago, the gas card that I gave you was used in Lancaster, and just looks at me and was like, I'm fucking cooked.
You should have said,
You
yo.
should have just said he stole it and went to Lancaster.
Exactly.
No. They fucking knew. They immediately knew. They knew it was not enough time to get from one to
Damn,
one. Like,
dude.
What age are you?
I was not even 18. I was like 17 at the point. Like my parents were so fucking afraid to let me go to a show in Philadelphia before a certain point.
That's
And
why I got in trouble. I wasn't past my driver's permit time yet. I took the car without an adult.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as a parent, I would have killed you.
Like
But it's funny because,
like I said, it wasn't worth it.
I think about the stuff that I did, and I'm like, my kid turns 18 in like 3 weeks, and I
Fuck.
can't imagine letting him do a quarter of what we did. I honestly think, my parents, we're of the generation too, where your parents just like sent you outside and you came home
When the street lights come on.
when the street lights, or when to
That was
get
my
dinner.
rule.
Yeah.
And I think they were just typical like that era of parents that were
Yeah.
just very like whatever.
Just
Don't come home in a cop car. You're fine. Like,
and they knew that I didn't drink or anything too, and that my friends didn't. So that also helped me. Where like
Yeah, it's a big bargaining chip.
they're just like, well, if at least he's we know he's not drunk driving.
Mhm.
So, and I didn't drive till I was like 20, so I would be getting They would let friends like pick me up and go to Philly. We would always say we were just going to Drexel. Be like, yeah, there's a show at Drexel University, but we go to the Stalag. Back then, it was like not a good area at all.
It's different.
I'd be like, yeah, we're going to Drexel, and then go down Baltimore Pike,
What part of the city was a Stalag in?
West Philly.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Hopefully
where
you're
was
close
Do you know
where's
where the
where's the
kills
boiler
are?
room? Because
Oh,
that
dude.
was a
That
fucking
place
war zone.
was
Boiler
a
bad.
dump. I used
No,
to
I
book
don't.
there with Joe Benson, and it was pretty
When that toilet
bad.
would leak, dude, that place was fucking nasty.
It's a funny thing, yeah. I think I've brought up here before is when we first started booking at Boiler Room, and when the show would let out, there's these Mexicans or Puerto Rican dudes that were like living in the area, and they would just eyeball everybody when they left the shows, and we're like, everybody was just fucking, suburban white kids are freaked out by that.
Oh yeah.
And then like by the third show we booked there, one of the Mexican dudes just came up and he's had a soccer ball in his hand. He's like, "Yo, you guys want to play soccer?"
Didn't
Or
Murrow
football?
play?
He might have.
I saw Merrow's band there.
Where was the boiler room at?
I mean, play soccer.
don't-
with
I
the-
actually
with
don't
the
I'm
guys.
terrible with
I don't
addresses.
It was like you go.
What was it in Philly?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
Philly
It was
proper.
like-
You wouldn't have gone. Trust me. It was all wigger shows and stuff like that.
You remember what?
Well, they did
exit
metal
was on
shows
there?
too, because I remember.
Like, yeah.
I remember some weirdo fucking metal dudes
Yeah.
that I knew that
After
played there.
after I stopped doing shit with Joe Benson there, like some of the metalheads came in, but
It was like a few blocks up after 3rd and Girard.
Okay.
the kids that were at the show started playing soccer with the Mexican dudes out front, and then everything was fine after. Everybody's like, "Oh, sick!" and because they would see all these kids come in, like, "Oh shit, we get to play soccer tonight. Let's fucking go!" And just like
I swore
It was
Murrow said
chill.
he played with them.
he might have.
I think the only time
A lot of kids from the show played with those guys after in the middle between bands and shit.
Sounds
There
dope.
was a good Bad Blood, Brain Dead letdown show there.
I did that one.
Hammerhead
Yeah.
did that. And then after that, I think Soylent Green played later that
Yeah, I didn't do that one.
I did
That
both
wasn't me.
shows.
The fucking sketchiest show I think Cut Short probably played was 7th and Diamond back in the mid 2000s, which is right off of Temple campus. Like you go under that train underpass, and you go, oh fuck. I think like 3/4 of the houses were boarded up on the block, and some random ass woman just strolled into the show just like mid pit, and we're just like,
That's what Stalag was like.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dennis, you went to Stalag
Yes.
before, right? I mean, it was a total shithole. Did
Yeah.
you?
Oh yeah.
Was that a little?
I was too young to
How
go
old
there.
Yeah,
are
I
you?
was absolutely too young to go to
37.
start. Yeah.
What? Didn't you go to Kill Time shows?
No, I started going to church shows. I didn't
Okay.
do any of the like the Kill Time or Funorama shows.
Okay.
I went to
too young to
later
get dropped off
shows
those.
at Boiler Room, but never Stalag. I was way too.
I
young
remember
for
one of the
Stalag.
craziest shows I saw at Stalag was Converge, When Forever Comes Crashing
Yeah.
record release.
Fuck yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
so anticipated that they sold tickets, which were just like
Yeah.
they printed out on like construction paper, and you bought them at Space Boy on South
Yeah.
Street.
They played
One of those
Delaware on that tour
places.
too.
And it was insane.
Boys
It
and
was
Girls Club?
Wait,
packed.
Converge played Delaware?
Girls Inc.
Girls Inc. That's what it was. Who was it? that was
Converge
booking
played
it?
Delaware.
Yeah, who was that? Who was that was booking out of Girls Inc.
Me
Okay.
and Chris Crust, who
I-
Chris Haug. He does that Dusty Fingers flea
No.
market thing. Yeah,
I actually
we
don't think I
both
know.
booked there.
Dennis, did you see like Cave In when they would be at Stalag?
That'd be a good WBW crossover.
Once, and they played with Dead Bodies Everywhere. Oh fuck, that band Daybreak played, and I forget who
saw them
else.
so many times there around Until Your Heart Stops, and it was
Yeah.
so good. But like the place had, it was a squat. It
was
had spray
gross.
paint,
Basically, was a fucking squad.
spray
It
paint
was
all over
gross.
the bathroom.
The boiler
was like-
room was not just the name.
Did you do Marauder
Where?
at Boiler Room?
Yes. We also did them at Club HP.
I only saw them once at the This Is Hardcore with Sheer Terror.
Oh, they.
Yeah.
This was
Not
the
the
drummer-
drummer.
the drummer-
Was that the year that they were like, "Do not sell
Yes.
crack to the drummer"?
Yo, that dude was in the
2010.
mosh pit. He had his fucking shirt off. He was like roided up and just fucking beating up everybody.
Stalag,
That
like
dude was nuts.
the surrounding areas didn't really freak me out as much as inside the goddamn venue did. Like I've talked
I
about it ad
remember
nauseum. Black boogers.
What?
You left the Stalag, and you had black boogers for 2 days.
Dust everywhere.
It.
I remember. I would
Mold.
go
I think it was
there-
way worse than dust, bro.
I would
fucking
go there
asbestos.
multiple times a week, like in the summertime, like summer before my senior year of high school, which again is insane because I'm picturing like my kids, and we would just go like because shows were like $4,
Oh yeah.
so we'd just go. Us, didn't matter who was playing, we'd go hang out,
Just go.
and like
Grange
it
was
was
like that.
just the fucking it was the filthiest place.
It was funny because Kill Time wasn't much better. Kill Time was was it exactly next door, Greg?
Yeah, I think so.
But for some reason, it was leaps and bounds
Yeah.
better.
It was.
It's
It was
a rough-
like comparing like a 7-Eleven microwave burrito to a Taco Bell burrito or something.
It's
Wow.
still gonna fuck your guts up, but
It's funny how they're really not so far apart, but yet they are.
yeah, because the kill time was at least like clean.
yeah. The guys who
Art
book Kill
gallery
Time,
or something.
the guys who book Kill Time would clean the toilets.
Once
You
a
know?
year.
I've never been to either venue, and yet
Oh, I saw
know
so-
exactly.
You know
what
exactly.
mean.
You can fucking picture it. You can smell it. Like, I mean, I like. So we were talking last couple days, but just about how much of a shithole the fucking Electric Factory is.
It's
but just-
like, act still.
Nah,
feel like they
it's nicer
fixed
now.
it up.
Dude, that was
And
ritzy.
fix- I mean, yeah, no, but I mean, even like thinking about like This Is Hardcore book there now, it's still you think about Starland Ballroom, or it was Starland, not Starlight, right?
yeah,
Starlight.
I confused them
Because
both.
one's
Starlight.
North Jersey and I can't remember.
That's
Starlight.
Starland.
Starland is Philly.
Starlight. Starlight was on
No, wait.
9th.
Starlight is Philly.
Yeah.
And Starland
okay,
is
yeah,
New Jersey.
yes.
Okay, Starlight. It was Starlight. Sorry.
Star-
Starland
mixed up,
still
though.
exists.
But anybody that ever went to This Is Hardcore in like the mid 2000s,
I
like
love
the
that
first those
movie.
first couple years, it's Starlight. Like, dude, you were walking in like an inch of piss at Starlight. Like, at least you don't have to fucking deal with that. As much as the Electric Factory sucks, at least you don't have to fucking deal with that.
Yeah.
I like
Jay
it.
It's
Money
like,
with,
I
Jay,
also-
Jay
I,
Money
like-
with the fucking blowjob there.
The stalls upstairs.
I didn't go. I didn't
do
go
you
to
know-
the actual
yeah.
show, but I got like 4 or 5 text messages with a picture of his stupid fucking feet.
I know that. I know this.
and
I know this.
and a pair of knees on top
I
of his
remember
shoes.
that.
Wait, what happened?
Jay Money got a blow.
Camel pants on the ground, dude.
Yeah.
fucking remember. I
Jay got
remember
blown
that, yeah.
in a stall in the bathroom, and somebody took pictures of like it's Jay's shoes, and you can tell because you can see his dumb ankle tattoos. And then there's just some.
I remember that. I remember it. Yeah.
And there's just kneecaps on the fronts of his shoes. You're like, Jesus
Legend,
Christ.
baby.
You know what else had a really like the other
God damn
like
it, dude.
like at least as far as like quote unquote reputable venues, like the shittiest bathrooms in Philly. This is why I don't like everybody was like, oh, I missed the Trocadero. It's like, do you fucking really?
You had to pee in a
did
bathtub.
did you ever have to actually
Right?
fucking go take a piss in that men's room at the fucking?
I'm trying to remember it.
I've
It,
waited
it
a
was always
7 years to get
8,000
in?
degrees.
Yes.
It reeked of sweaty fucking piss.
And it was right behind the
It
merch.
was merch. I said,
Yeah,
yeah, you left
which
at the
is-
merch
yeah.
table, and then I
Yep.
can't remember what it looks like inside.
Oh, okay, like it's literally like it's 8.
Man, I can smell it.
Yeah, it's 8
That's
fucking.
crazy.
It's 8 urinals like 3.5 inches apart, fucking just like in a room
Dude,
like a quarter the
It
size
used
of where
to
we're
be
recording
a
here.
bathtub in there.
Yeah,
when I first
the trough.
Yeah, the trough.
The first time I went
Ice or nah?
was
No.
I don't remember if there was ice.
That wasn't invented yet.
But I went. I saw Fugazi. There was my
Yeah.
first show ever, and I'm in 8th grade, and I go, and like I'm having to stand at this bathtub, my little fucking 8th grade dick, like, everything, like you
Nervous?
Yay.
know, nervous to pee because I'm like in this environment that
Yeah.
I've never been in before. Like had no
I-
idea.
I wouldn't be able to get a drop.
You look left, you look right.
Hey, fellas, what's going on?
Don't talk to me.
Yeah, and but I just remember the tub because that was before they had the barricades, so people would stage dive and stuff too.
Yeah, but
Fun times.
Stalag, I think I'm gonna die early. Well,
Oh, absolutely. Well,
normal reasons, but also at least 5 years because of Stalag.
the fact that anybody went to some of those old Philly fucking venues and never like, did anybody ever legitimately come out with hepatitis? Because, dude, some of those were fucking again, boiler room. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't
I'm gonna
even
say
in
yeah.
there. I wasn't even there at the fucking early days. Like, holy shit.
I mean, Boiler Room didn't last too long.
No,
I'll say maybe 2 years the most.
I think
Year
I
and a
maybe
half.
did 8 or 10 shows there. In that area.
I don't even remember who I fucking saw, like what Philly fucking metal band I saw there, but like,
Shout out
Cinderella.
to isn't that the venue that killed Efforts Made? When they didn't show up, the two twins didn't show up.
I did book them once and they didn't show.
Efforts
I think
made
the
should play
band
this.
showed except for the two twins.
That one kid, Josh, showed up.
Josh definitely showed up. Because there was another show that
I don't know
day.
if that was one of mine or something that Joe Benson had booked. I don't remember 100%. I definitely remember
on
booking Brain
Center-
Dead.
They got ripped on Centerfuge.
I definitely booked.
Well, I just remember the whole
Brain Dead
joke
there.
was always Efforts Made should play this.
yeah.
That was like the
I wasn't even on Centerfuse, and I still get that reference.
That and the poop fork.
Yeah.
Shout out Poop Forks, dude. God
don't know
damn,
what
dude.
that is, and
I don't know.
wanna know.
I
The
don't know.
one-
I don't know poop fork. I know poop scarf.
Poop Fork is one of the kids in.
Nobody
Efforts-
remembers poop scarf.
No, the twins. The twins.
One of the twins.
No, both twins.
Was it both? I think it was just
Both.
one of
It
them.
was both. On the T-shirt, it was both.
Took dumps so big that their parents had to come in with a fork and break up the turd to flush it.
well, I've heard that. My wife was telling me about this. That some people have like a poop knife.
Yeah,
Like she saw it on TikTok or something.
Oh my God.
It's like a knife for when you have to.
yeah. I didn't find out about that till about 4 or 5 years ago. I knew about Efforts Made Poop Fork for decades at
they
that
were-
point in time. I was like,
So they should.
wait,
be,
this
they
is
were
worldwide?
trailblazers. If you think about it.
They walked so others could run. Yeah.
Yeah.
To the bathroom and
I
drop
never
it.
understood why they were always. I always thought they were nice kids. I mean, they were younger kids. They were stoked on.
Yeah.
They were stoked on our band.
I love Josh. I love John.
Well,
Yeah, like I
with me, it
I
was-
thought the Efforts Made should play this jokes were funny.
yeah.
But I always thought they were nice guys.
Everybody made fun of him for the poop fork thing, and as like a lifelong fatty who also has huge dumps, I was just really impressed that they're tiny guys
Yeah.
could put out the product that I put out. I was just like more like, good job, boys.
Salute.
Good job. I don't even need a fork to put mine down.
The golden
Like, good
years.
for
That
you
was
guys.
Definitely the golden years of Centerfuge.
Ah, yeah.
I'm glad that that stuff's not archived though.
Oh,
I
It
know
is.
some people.
It is.
I will-
is.
I will never say a bad thing about Jim Keller
What was your
because of that.
username?
That's a dumbass thing. Is I used my real goddamn name.
So did I. I was Dennison buried.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
that's still
God
not, like-
damn it.
You're still
Yeah, I was
Dennis
gonna say
buried in
you're
my
still
phone.
Dennis.
God damn,
You're
dude.
Dennison buried in my fucking phone.
If you go to get
fuck
a
me.
job, they're not going to Google Dennison buried, but they're going to Google Greg Pollard, and if that
Oh
was
yeah,
still up,
you were.
You're not helping your calls right now.
You were one of the few people that actually had his full name just fucking
Like a
balls
moron.
out, dude.
All they're
Yeah.
gonna find is your podcast now.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter now, but I'm saying
I'm sure.
Centrifuge. I'm just thinking like of the dumb shit, like stuff that I'm sure if I saw it, I would get douche chills.
What was the
Well,
last-
like just like
that,
just
but-
like cringy shit or something.
yeah,
What was
nothing
the-
bad.
I was
of
in
the
prime
time, you know.
Edgewords days.
Yeah,
for
of
me
course.
too.
on your podcast? What was the last band you did?
Uh,
You didn't finish Rev.
we're-
I don't think you
we're
could ever
nev-
finish
We're
Rev.
never gonna finish it.
No, there's some bad years.
We did. In My Eyes is the next episode, the second LP.
I just like that Mark just deflected from a centrifuge conversation, and I appreciate Mark for it. Thank you, Mark.
Jim Keller, we love you, buddy.
Jim, whatever you need, buddy, I got you. Want me to hide a body? I'm your man, bud.
No,
Hit me up.
I'll
he
bring the
actually is a
lime.
really great dude. But
I haven't heard from him. I haven't seen him or heard anything from him
Once
since.
Centrifuge stopped snowing, that was it.
dude, that
That was the
that
end
was
for me.
always like Christmas Eve. I'd go to like my friend would always have a party, and I get home like 2 a.m, log into Centrifuge and see that
See the
snow.
snowflakes coming down.
Yeah, and I'd know
once that stopped, I'm like, oh, it's
Christmas
over.
is here,
It's
baby.
over.
My crowning achievement on centrifuge.net was I got the N word replaced with shenanigans. I was like, I just messaged him. I was like, dude, when everybody saw me type the N word, just make it say shenanigans. And he's like, dude, fucking done. And for like after that, if you try to type out the N word, it came up shenanigans.
Post
I
an
was-
E-Town song in there. It's a lot of shit.
No, I'm talking hard R, dude.
My
Remember,
finest
this was the
moment
aughts.
before they actually changed their name, I started the rumor that Little League got sued by the Little League. Of
That's not
America.
true.
I started it, and
I
then
was
I think
10
it
years old.
actually
I was
happened.
saying, I thought that actually happened.
Oh, so it did actually happen.
But after I made the joke,
You
wrote-
narc. Greg's a narc.
He wrote the prophecy.
yeah.
Oh, fuck,
Call
dude.
me Nostradamus.
Oh, yeah, but so you got In My Eyes coming up on the podcast?
Yeah, nothing to hide. The second one.
What's the one that just you can't get it together and it's really bugging you? What's the one Rev band that
Bro,
you just can't
At
get?
this point, because my co-hosts are always busy, I can't get anything together.
What's like your end of your era for Rev?
I mean, so the era we're in now.
In my eyes, it's probably what 2000.
Yeah. So the era we're in now is like when I was really invested in real time, but then it's gonna drop off quick because it's gonna be like Synths by Man,
Yeah, there's some.
Curl Up and Die, like stuff I
Yeah.
never listened to at all.
Those are the first Curl Up and Die record.
But-
Remember
I mean,
Crump and Die fucked.
They were the ones that shut down the venue at Drexel.
I booked them in Delaware.
Curl Up and Die.
Yeah,
With
they
18
broke-
Visions.
They, like,
Before my time, for sure.
Yeah.
they,
Again, I like it's just like my parents wouldn't
Yeah.
fucking let me go anywhere.
Yeah.
they,
Plus,
like,
I also just spent all my time playing video games, so it didn't matter anyway.
They won't let you go to Christ Our King Church.
What kind of band are they?
They're kind of like a
Screamo?
chaotic, like
That's what I
like
figured.
kind of like a early Converge, but like more
Yeah, like the Converge
less-
Botch
less
era.
metalish.
I had a couple people like be like, "Yo, I can't wait for you to get to Synths by Man."
I don't know.
I don't think I ever listened to Synth
Me
by Man.
neither.
I remember the name. I never checked them out.
Kiss It Goodbye's next.
I thought you had Kiss It Goodbye.
Yeah, well, they have the
We had two
song
7-inches,
7-inch.
right?
I thought you had them on the podcast already.
Twice, yeah. They have
Yeah.
a third. They have another 7-inch. So, and that was the one that like was supposed to be on Sub Pop. They like got offered Sub Pop, but then they're like, "Well, we broke up," and Sub Pop was basically like, "Well, we're not gonna put out the record."
Yeah.
So then Rev did it.
Didn't sign a contract, dummy.
Yeah. So, I mean, it sucks that Civ wouldn't come on like when we had the entire rest of Gorilla Biscuits.
What was his reason?
No
Just-
reason why.
Oh, ironic.
His eyes were too big.
No.
Oh, you that?
No, I mean, he like I mean, respect. He supposedly, like, you know, when we would record, like, on the weekends back then, he'd be like at like a lake house. He has like a lake house. And just be like, I don't want to talk about a 35-year-old record. I guess.
He'll do it on B&N. Funny.
Oh, that's fucked up,
Yeah.
dude. You
Dude,
start
I mean,
podcast beef?
He's done it on a lot of them.
We're
but-
gonna y'all are gonna fucking lose that.
Wait, what?
I don't care.
What podcast?
Being
Ian,
Ian with
Ian.
Jordan.
Ian Finance's podcast.
Yeah, he
Ziv was on there?
Yeah.
Oh
He
my
absolutely
God,
fucking
that's
was.
good
He
episode.
absolutely fucking was.
I reached out to him
Surprise.
for the Civ 7-inch.
I think they. Sorry to interrupt. They're also like in the same neighborhood in New York.
Yeah.
now, so
Yeah.
I get it. Kinda.
I reached out to him about the 7-inch, and he's basically like, thanks for the offer. I don't even remember recording that, so I wouldn't be much help. Like, that was it.
Well, I'm sure you can get a hold of like Charlie.
Well, we had Arthur, Charlie,
Arthur's the man.
Sammy,
Yeah.
and well, I guess that's everybody in Civ. We had all three of them, just not Civ.
Is there any-
Biscuits? We had Walter. We had everybody, but Civ.
So, what is there any like bands like complete like you just couldn't get to do it? Like any member of a certain band to do it.
No.
So fucking you've kind of done it. I mean, no one expects you to like. I mean, if you really have like the OCD of you got to complete the Rev catalog, but there's got to be like a Rev number where you're like, all right, I'm good after that.
I mean, we're gonna have.
2002.
I mean, I would keep going, but as you guys know, it's a lot of work doing a podcast, and then imagine
Scheduling.
wrangling together.
It's also
these-
a lot of shit you probably never listen to,
Yeah.
Yes, so I have to.
or any of you guys listen to.
Doing the actual homework is like what 25% of the effort,
Yeah.
It's easy when it's
if
like
that.
Inside Out, Quicksand.
Right.
It's harder when it's like.
But it's
Since
funny,
by
like,
Man, you're like,
we did the In
what
My
fuck
Eyes,
do I
like
do?
Javier, God love him, you know, one of my dear friends. We get on to do the intro, and he was like, Jason and I did that interview by ourselves without him because he was seeing Blur. They played some show in California, and he gets on the intro and he's like, "Yo, I finally listened to the In My Eyes record, and I played the wrong one." I was like, "You idiot." He's like, he didn't even listen to the record, like, because he doesn't care about that
Yeah.
stuff at all. But I mean, there's definitely ones coming up that I'm stoked to, like the Fast Break, just because we have contact with the singer that was also in Right Brigade.
Another
and,
good
like,
band.
He
Very underrated band.
Nobody had known where he was, and then he was in our Discord. Like
What,
he's a
like he like
patron.
fell off.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he just like, you know,
Came out.
Kind of went normie.
I don't know what. I heard he moved to Israel or something.
Nice.
This
Oh,
was
great timing.
Yeah, this was years ago. I don't know. We'll have to ask him. But all of a sudden, he just showed up in the Discord, and the other guy from Fast Break, Neil St. Clair, was on the first In My Eyes. He was even like, "You're in here." He's like hadn't spoken to him in years, and they like connected through there. But
He
like,
pulls up on a hang glider.
yeah, like stuff like
He's not,
that.
he's not like breaking food, is he?
What's that? I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Stuff like that I'm excited for, but the amount of work that goes into it is
It's
daunting.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys do a lot.
And then like Jason having to design the graphics, and then he does like the videos, like for the little reels.
So you're saying Javier doesn't like any of the like the 88 Youth Crew shit,
So
or,
he likes like Judge and Youth of Today and Gorilla Biscuits,
but not like the Second Coming
No.
era.
none of that stuff.
Oh, the bolds and
No, he likes
No,
Bold.
no, like I'm
But,
talking
like,
like
Nobody
the,
really likes Bold.
I love Bold,
I don't like bolds.
You
Yeah,
don't
he's
like
talking
it?
about
You're
like
looking at two of them.
dude.
but the
the
the revival.
Some of the best T-shirts ever.
Yeah.
True.
The speak
I
out
just
shirt?
like I remember when I first started really getting into hardcore in the 2000s and shit like that. Like I remember Bold being that fucking butt of every like youth crew hardcore fucking joke.
I kind of felt the same way.
Yeah, and it's
They were
and
fucking-
it's obviously no disrespect to anybody, you know, taste or not. I've got fucking terrible taste in music. and I know it. But I just remember them being the butt of every fucking joke.
Well, the truthers are like push it on you too, and then I listen to it with like spite already. I'm like, this is not good, man.
Even the
I can't-
7-inch though, the
I-
last one with the little like Van Halen guitar work. From,
I'm good.
Tom
I
Capone.
I don't mind
I like
bold.
Tom Capone, but
I don't mind bold.
Oh, I love.
They're not like the upper echelon of that genre, but I never understood the hate. I'm like, it's kind of on par with a lot of this shit.
Better than like Wide Awake.
I get
I'm not a
shit.
big wide awake guy either.
Overrated.
I get shit because my favorite
T-shirt band.
of the 88 Rev bands
Fine, but
was Side by Side.
I love side by side.
no, I
Side
don't
is
think you would
good.
get. I don't even think that's a hot take anymore. I think a lot of people.
No, I'm saying like I enjoy that over like Youth of Today, Gorilla Biscuits. People are like, "You're fucking nuts." I'm like,
Not
I'm
really.
just saying. But
I don't know about more than used to today, but I love side by side.
The Youth of Today is a band that even I like. We've got our fucking monthly metal night, metal hardcore night. Every time I pack Youth of Today, and they're just waiting for somebody to come out and be like, "Yeah, put it on."
You think-
At a fucking bar. Yeah, let's just listen to Youth of Today.
Well, to come back to what we were talking about earlier is Youth of Today was a band I was like, they were fine, but I didn't really give a shit until I saw them live. And it was, I want to say 2015, 2016 was the first time I saw them live. And it was, we played This Is Hardcore that year, and they were one of the Thursday bands. And I saw them, and I was just like,
Oh, yeah, they
now,
were great.
like now I fucking get it.
That was when Walter and Sammy.
Yeah.
It was the big
Yes,
reading
yes, yes.
lineup.
Yeah, they were good that year.
And I was just like, oh, now
I never saw
get
him
it.
after that because I was just like, nothing's gonna top that.
It
Me
was
either.
fucking
Why bother?
nuts.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
that was perfect. It was
As
great.
far as youth crew shit from that fucking era, honestly, like Warzone's one that missed me for a while. Like
I still don't like Warzone.
I gotta be honest, Warzone's actually grown on me so fucking much that I've gone out of my way in the last year or so to like.
Oh, yeah, they're
I didn't get it in the beginning, and I get it now.
Yeah,
They had-
but I didn't either. It's like it felt like
They had one record on Victory I enjoyed, but other than that,
Is that
I'm
the
good.
fucking like the weird like?
it was
The
called.
Revolutionary War.
Yeah, you
I
like
like
that
Sound of Revolution.
Yeah, you
was
like that one?
The one I like that one.
Nah, the
Oh,
first
that's
album.
weird.
First album.
That one missed me. That was the one I listened to first, and I was like, I don't get this.
Yeah.
You know who I wish?
So I picked up the Victory 3 comp, one with the Bulldogs playing
Yeah.
cards,
Yeah.
and that was on there, and I just never got done.
Yeah. The first thing I forgot for them, I forget what label used to do. It used to do like these old. Was it Another Planet? And they used to always like
Yep.
do.
They had that. I was in Sit and Spin today, and they had the Warzone. I should have bought it.
Do you remember like the
Two
cassette?
CDs on one.
Yeah, it was like a cassette, but it would always be 2 records.
Yes. They had the Warzone
Yeah.
there, and I was like, I should get this and leave, throw it in the car. And I didn't, and now I'm like, I should have.
And it had like I remember like one of the other ones I bought at the same time I bought Warzone was like
Chromags.
Leeway, Born to Expire, Desperate Measures, Chromags, Age of Quarrel, Best Wishes. And like the Warzone one, I was like,
The Mob, I think, was the other one.
yeah.
What were the 2 Warzone records?
First two.
The first two.
Don't Forget the Struggle and Open
Don't Forget
Heart.
the Streets.
Alright.
We used
No
to always have
Place.
the conversation of like, if there's one second tier of that like youth crew era that you could promote to first tier, who would it be?
That's a fucking discussion.
I have my clear answer.
Do you consider?
I think you got to start it because he's fucking
Brotherhood.
I was gonna say yeah.
Brotherhood
Damn.
should have been top tier.
It's a good shout. Damn, I forgot about Brotherhood. When was the last time I fucking?
do
thought
you
about
consider
Brotherhood?
Underdog part of that discussion?
Nah, not really.
Super Touch?
No, 'cause that's a whole
They're not
level.
youth crew.
Yeah, I'm saying
Super
like,
Touch
of
is like its
of like
own
the Wide
beast.
Awake, Unit Pride.
Is Super Touch not get considered youth crew?
I don't think so.
No. Some of that shit sounds
same
like
era.
Pearl Jam,
But then I'm thinking, like, to me, like some people.
and I like it.
people,
I love Super Touch.
10 era
I like
Pearl
Pearl
Jam,
Jam.
or
I like early Pearl Jam. I don't give
I
a
love
fuck.
Pearl Jam 10. It's-
Nothing wrong with it.
10 and fuck
Versus.
I stopped after the one that Vitology. That's when I stopped.
Yeah, same.
But they're like,
Now, honestly,
My
until
first two-
the
my
last,
fir-
like, 10 years, or maybe when the discography, like, Turning Point was not a top tier band.
I still don't get it.
Oh, I love them. So to me, I'm like, if they count
They're-
as, like,
they were it felt like in the 2000s they were like the I know about more about Youth Crew than you do, band. That where like
yeah,
if
the
anybody
flex.
wanted to sound cool, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing for the band because the band was always good, but it was like that's something that everybody.
It's tough
think-
because we're in the air, like, so they're like local, so it's not as.
I don't
to
count
me,
up-
they've always been like
Yeah.
the top.
They never felt like a local band, even though I know they're local.
Yeah.
For me, at least.
They were long since gone when I even started coming around. So
Same.
But I think they have more. I think they have more bad songs than good songs.
What?
I don't think.
Really?
I think so.
Do you like the later stuff more or the early stuff?
I love the later stuff.
Me too. I think everyone.
I think the
got
early
better.
stuff's more of like an early. It's like a Judge ripoff more.
Yeah, it's like a little like early Youth of Today. I mean, but the LP and that split with No Escape,
Same. And
That's like-
whatever the comp song was. So
Broken.
broken.
Yeah, that stuff. But like, yeah, I guess they like to a lot of people they were not.
But that's what I put on more. I'm not putting on.
the 7-inch or
7-inch,
demo. I remember
yeah.
that people when I played for a little bit.
And I love Turning Point.
Yeah, me too. When I played in Intention for a little bit with Zach Attack from Shark Attack, and those guys were always like, "Man, fuck the Turning Point LP, 7-inch and demo. That's it." And I'm like, "There's no way that you think this is the only good stuff."
Were you in the band with John? Was still in the band?
Yes, I actually saw him recently.
John Ho.
John Williams. He was
Yeah.
at Incantation.
Right. I
Oh fuck! I missed. I should have gone to that.
You should have because it was only
regret
like-
it.
Fucking. It was on a Thursday, and again,
Well,
my ass just doesn't leave the house. So.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I stayed the whole time. It was great. They had to move it to the black box because they sold, I think, like 30 tickets.
I mean, that's an Incantation headliner show.
And
Sadly.
Ringworm played, and they were awesome.
Of course.
I haven't seen them in a while.
I think Janice went to that one too.
Janice was. That's where we.
Did
No,
Ringworm draw the most?
it seemed like a few people may have left after
'Cause
Ringworm,
I feel like most people who love Ringworm aren't staying.
and then Incantation played until 12:45.
Which is also fucking stupid because I mean, like anybody that loves Ringworm should love Incantation.
and Incantation. Like,
yeah, but you also
they're-
know a lot of the Ringworm fans aren't fucking.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
And
they're
it's
not.
like
They're not digging deep.
No, absolutely not.
I don't think Incantation should ever play longer than a half hour.
okay.
I love
To that point,
band.
how many fucking bands
I
should
love
at this
them.
point? Because over
Not-
the years,
not
like,
many.
Hardcore, going to hardcore shows for 20 fucking years has
Spoiled us.
absolutely
It ruined my attention span.
my fucking attention span. Like I've sat like through like the first couple shows I went to like in the early 2000s is just like bigger bands and shit like that. Like I've seen Iron Maiden play for 2.5 hours. Like
Ooh.
that's a fucking fuck you. That's a band that you want to see for like 2 hours
Sure.
or so. Like it's
Well,
like
Yeah,
that's-
like when I saw
that's-
The Cure, it was
It's
like
like 2.5.
It's
3
like
hours
3.
almost.
right. It's like I could
They
sit.
could have kept playing too.
Right, I could sit through
There's
a
that.
fucking Cure, like I could sit through like the Cure hitting like especially like Pornography or fucking Faith era shit,
They played
and
it
sit through
all.
it every
Like
moment. of it.
Burn, baby.
But like,
Best Cure song.
That's the
It's
best
like-
night of my life.
No,
like,
I agree.
I dude, like if I see any like I mean even Obituary, I fucking love Obituary. You're playing more than 45 minutes, dude. I like. I
That's
would
why
leave,
that
dude. I would
Amon
leave.
Amarth show was great because they played short and Cannibal killed it, and they played 9 songs, so it's like under an hour.
I just like.
Mwah.
Thursday night, I don't want to be out past 12.
It's not. I mean, I gotta be
I
honest.
didn't
It's
get
not.
home
It's not
till
even.
almost 2.
It's not even
Not
about the night necessarily anymore. It's just
Fuck
about.
out.
It's like, dude, my attention span. It's fucking gone.
Do you think that's because you started with hardcore, then got into metal?
No, I was the opposite.
I did
for me.
the opposite.
No, I was the opposite.
I was
for
in the
me.
metal before.
I've
I was
always been the
hardcore.
metal. I've always been the metal kid into hardcore.
Same.
I did.
See, I
Yeah.
started with hardcore, and
Oh,
then from
same.
that got
With
to
that
metal.
were you into
said, with
before
that
hardcore?
said, because all of the metal shows were like generally the bigger bands, and I wasn't hitting the local shows and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
I was relying on like, okay, do my friends want to go see like the bigger bands and shit like that, and then you're sitting through an hour and a half set some fucking time.
Right, like you go to see Lamb of God or something, they're gonna play
45 minutes to
90
an hour.
minutes.
Right, but it's like, and then it's like, oh, okay, like I know people in hardcore, and so like, it's a cheap show, like I can actually afford, it's of that era kind of shit, and it's like, oh, I went and saw like 8 bands, like no, not 8 bands, it's not a fucking Bulldog promotion show.
And
South Jersey skate rink show.
It also ends at 2:00.
Yeah.
No, but especially with hardcore shows and stuff like that.
Shut up,
I know Punk Time's a thing, but at least you could still go to a show and see like 4 or 5 bands and still be out of there at a decent time.
4, 5,
It's
6.
like generally nobody overstayed their fucking welcome. Everybody had a little bit of self-awareness of like, we're not generally. It's like
Unless
you're
you're
not
from
fucking
Northeast
playing more
Pennsylvania.
than like 30 minutes, maybe 35, 40, depending on the fucking band.
No way, less than
No.
that.
Well, exactly. So, like, especially even at church shows.
Been
Like,
to many 7-band shows and been on home at like a regular time, and I was young, so fuck it.
Yeah, like I guess the thing is too, like the age-old proverb or whatever of like it's better to leave people wanting more than being like they played a little.
you just I've learned that, and especially like, with us playing shows, we just did we did our fucking quote unquote record release weekend and shit like that. I think we had maybe like a 45-minute set, and even then, when it like that first got pitched to me, playing it didn't feel bad because we just went song
You're the
to song.
headlining band too.
We were, but at the same time, it was like my first thought was like, dude, that's fucking overstaying the welcome. In reality, like I think it went well and everything like that, but still, like my first thought was just like back to hardcore shows. Like that's too fucking long.
Well, your
You guys could do a 40.
your physical body is not used to being on stage and commanding attention for that long
Yeah.
either.
My physical
It does
body's
feel
not.
funny.
Yeah, I mean, my physical body is not used to doing much of anything at this point. But
I mean, you don't even leave the house.
I leave the fucking house.
I mean, the metal shows that Cancer Breeze has played, like in our sets, normally just under 30 minutes.
Perfect.
And I'm just like, I'm fucking beat. Then again, I'm also out of shape, but people are like, oh, like you're done? We're like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Well,
done.
talk about American Nightmare when they were around in the early 2000s. They were famous for they would play like a 15-minute set.
Yeah. And it didn't even feel like 15 minutes. It felt like 2.
He wasn't a talker either.
No.
Yeah.
But it was like I think that
It
added
was
to like
go,
that
go,
added
go.
to the whole mystique.
Yeah.
Like
You gotta
know,
catch 'em.
like Jesus and Mary Chain in the early days would play for like 15 minutes, and then
Wow.
the brothers would get in a fight, and then they, walk off stage, and that would be it. But like that was American Nightmare. They came, they saw, they kicked its ass.
Damn,
like,
that's one of the first concerts I ever saw on my own was Jesus and Mary Chain.
I have a great
Where?
memory
Bob
of
Carpenter Center in Newark,
Newark.
Delaware, with Mazzy Star.
Jesus.
That's
holy
dope.
Shit.
Yeah, it was the first concert I saw where I didn't go with my dad. You know what I mean? It was fucking awesome.
I have a great memory of seeing them by myself
The
too. at
only,
the fucking
the only
Union
memory
Sh-
I really have of the show,
I was there.
it's fucking funny.
I know.
You'll like this. Mazzy Star,
Okay.
when they played, the lights were hitting the singer while they were playing. She was holding a maraca and just playing. But the way the shadow cast against the backdrop or whatever, it looked like she was kind of like beating a dick. And me, I was probably, I think, 15, maybe
then
16.
You started beating your dick.
So me and my friends
Don't
were,
do this to Hope, man. Come
me
on,
and my
leave her
friends
alone.
were just like, and that's what I remember from Mazzy Star's set. Jesus Mary Chain, I just remember like how loud the bass was. It was like
what year would this have been?
I'm assuming Mazzy Star headlined.
93
or 4, right?
5 or maybe 1994 or 5.
Mazzy Star headlines.
Yes, it was Mazzy Star, Jesus Mary Chain, and a local band called Core. That was kind of like, it's just dirty like space rock. They kind of stunk, but yeah. What was your story?
Yeah, I was just gonna
I
say I'm
forget.
bummed I never got to see Mazzy Star.
It doesn't matter.
I haven't
Jesus
seen them
Mary Chain
since.
at Union Transfer.
Yeah, they were promoting that record with the alphabet soup on the cover.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good record.
It's a good record.
It is a good record.
Did you see Mazzy Star ever?
I saw Mazzy Star at Union Transfer, and unfortunately the set was cut short because
Somebody like
the sound guy or
passed out
something.
or something,
No,
right?
something happened with the sound guy, and they were arguing with him,
Ugh.
and then they were like, "We're done."
Of all venues to happen at, what the fuck?
yeah,
I don't know
like,
if it was
Yeah,
the sound-
really.
I don't know-
I've never been to Union Transfer and went, oh, the sound guy kind of fucking sucks tonight.
No,
Yeah.
they were
Every time at the
No,
Trocadero,
it's not the truck.
Yeah, exactly.
They
Remember
were-
the fucking like. That's why I say like I
Did you-
don't
Freddie
like
Maddox?
I don't
Didn't
like
Freddie-
Trocadero
No,
fucking
Rick the
revisionism.
Life.
Did you do My Bloody Valentine at Electric Factory?
No,
and
I should have.
he yelled at the sound guy between every song. It was
no.
fucking insane.
Greg is-
Literally every song he yelled.
Greg has brought this up at the Trocadero. Rick to Life tried to fight the sound guy for the same shit for that shit.
That's all. That's both on par with the Trocadero and with Rick to Life. So
yeah.
Yeah.
More
Oi.
In that dude's defense, it was the truck's fault. Like they were just.
I think the
fucking
only
up.
legitimately like great thing I've ever seen at the Troc was John Carpenter. Everything, almost everything else
that's
has
pretty
been.
sick.
It was fucking awesome.
I saw a lot of stuff.
I saw great stuff at the
good shit
Trop.
there.
I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of hits and a lot of misses.
I've seen
because of the
I've
sound.
seen so many fucking misses, and unfortunately, it's probably revisionism in the opposite direction. But like,
You were probably going there less living down here.
no, of course, but like I remember, it was probably 2001, 2003. Fucking Lacuna Coil, I think I saw there was decent, but like even then, it's like remembering back, it's like sound kind of fucking sucked. And that was always the thing. And then I started getting like photo passes. I was really into photography in like the mid 2000s and like getting free passes and shit like that. Security was always dog shit. Sound was almost always dog shit. Lighting was dog shit. Bathroom we've already touched on. It's like
Yeah.
it's like I don't have good memories
I
of
have
this. I don't have good memories of the
I
Trocadero.
don't miss it at all.
I
No,
got
it's
tons.
like
saw
I missed
Sunny
the
Day
bands
there.
I saw.
Yeah.
no, for sure. I mean,
But I don't
like
miss
so
the
many
Trop.
good fucking bands.
I missed the
I'll take-
validating the parking you could get. in
I
that-
don't even miss. I was gonna say I don't even miss the location.
I'll take Union Transfer and Underground
Every day.
Arts.
Oh yeah, Union Transfer.
Union Transfer.
Union.
Yeah.
I've said it before. Union Transfer is the best venue in the country.
Trocadero had
number one.
of my top 5 shows of all times that I ever saw, and it was the Rollins band Helmet and Sausage, which was
who?
the Les Claypool band.
Yes, Les Claypool.
Jesus Christ, I'm-
And it was fucking awesome.
Oh man, that. One of my top shows was Helmet Melvin's Today Is the Day.
Yes.
Wow.
That was still to this day one of the best shows I ever saw. And also, I wouldn't see Helmet for a long because I was like, they're never gonna top that. And I saw them like last month for the
Yeah.
first time since then, and they're really good.
Is his vocals shot or no?
Yeah, but he
That's
kind of
what I thought
doesn't.
I heard.
He
I was
doesn't.
always told he can't sing anymore.
He doesn't go hard with the screaming anymore.
Yeah,
He
like-
doesn't do the James Hetfield where he does like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
His cleans are fine, but like the harshes, he just doesn't do it anymore.
but
what year was that for today's day? Fucking fantastic.
97. So it was Temple of the Morning
Yeah,
Star
yeah,
had
yeah.
just come
Oh
out.
god.
When I said Converge played Girls Inc. in Delaware, Today Is the Day on the Temple of the Morning Star tour was part of that show.
Yep.
I like
Christ.
and yeah, that shit that like unfortunately like missed me. If that would have been 97, 98, I'd have been 10 at
Yeah,
most.
I was gonna
So,
say
like,
the Helmet,
living around the corner too, which is the worst fucking part of
I
it. I
would've
could
been
have walked to
6.
that fucking show.
Accidentally.
Helmet was 97. It was Aftertaste tour.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was still John Stanier drumming, and the bass player
Henry
Bogdan,
Yeah.
and then on guitar they had Chris Trainer from Orange 9
Yeah.
mm.
He had just joined.
And Melvin's it was, I guess like
I think it was Crover and
and then the cowboy hat dude.
Joe Preston. Joe
No,
Preston.
Mark Dutron.
Mark Dutron. Yes.
So it was like Stoner. It was like the end of the Atlantic Records era.
Yeah.
So Stag, and they were awesome too.
Mm-hmm.
But them I've seen a bunch
Yeah.
since then, and they still.
It was. If you were a drummer, it was. That show was boner
it really
fucking
was.
central.
Yes.
It was insane.
Rocket Pits while you
But another great Today Is the Day appearance that I saw at Trocadero
Next, I'm going to P2.
was the relapse contamination thing they used to do.
Yes.
And put that over by Mark. And the right after when they finished, Steve Austin from Today's the Day tossed a PRS guitar out into the crowd. And I remember even back then, because my dad's a guitar guy, I was just like, everybody else was like, he's crazy. I was like, yes, he's crazy. That's a very expensive guitar. Why would he throw that out there like that?
Back then, that's $1,000 guitar.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw a Bongzilla too.
Dude, they were really good as well.
God damn.
Today's the day. I
Never-
saw them at Stalag too. I think a little
Yeah.
after that.
They played there quite a bit.
There's a documentary about that.
I've never seen them do a weak set. Even if it's songs you aren't super familiar with, they're always like just machine tight and just like so fucking good.
This is Helmet.
No, Today Is the
Today's
Day.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Helmet, I mean, my favorite band of all time, but I've seen some bad sets. But dude, Today Is the Day. And he had a different lineup every time I saw them play.
Yeah, because he had sometimes some of the Mastodon guys were in the band.
Yes, for a good long while. Brand Daller
Brand Daller,
and
drummer.
Bill Kelleher. Yeah, they were in there
Player
for a
drummer.
while.
That guy's an incredible drummer.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
It's the definition of solid.
Was there another dude in like New York hardcore that played in Helmet?
Yeah.
Rob Echeverria from Straight Ahead.
Yes.
And rest in peace.
Yeah, see,
And then he,
I read that.
And then he joined Biohazard.
Yeah, he quit Helmet to do Biohazard.
What a dumb move.
Right?
Is that with Evan, or was Evan out by then?
No,
Evan was still in.
It was
Fucking file under bands that I never gave a shit about.
It was
Holy
right
fuck.
after Mataleo, that record.
yes.
Is when that dude
Montaleo
joined.
they did as a trio.
Same.
Yes.
And then you guys seen Biohazard?
I saw him.
Not in years.
No, fucking didn't they play? Didn't they play the
They
Metal
played
Beer?
the Metal Fest.
Dude,
recently.
like, Dose was fucking talking about it. He's like, apparently it was tight, but
Yeah, so
like,
were the
just
fucking Twins. They said it was the best hardcore set they've ever seen of any band.
there are bands that just like
No,
absolutely.
but
fucking,
it was really good.
They must have just.
But
been
what's
psyched.
funny is they touted it as like the Urban Discipline set. So I'm thinking they're gonna do like the whole album,
Yeah.
which, like, I actually think I like the one after it more.
Yep, same. State of the World Address.
In
that's
more
a
recent
tough
time,
decision, fuck.
and they actually just did a mix of those, so it was better than them doing the whole album. But they sounded great. But the
Yeah.
crowd, there was a good amount of people there. I'm not gonna say it was empty, but the next night, like, because it was a Saturday,
It was Fillmore, right?
was way more packed.
I
Like
mean, that lineup was way better.
Deicide set was.
That lineup was. Way
I
better.
actually, I regret. So originally we were supposed to be playing fucking Chicago, so I did not buy tickets to it. And my buddy flew. That's in Lamp and Murmur. Black
They were
Metal.
awesome.
I love that band.
They were awesome.
There's only so much I can say on record, but the dude behind that project is one of the sweetest fucking human beings I've ever met in my life. The dudes that play live for them are some of the sweetest fucking human beings I've ever met in my life. My wife, who does not listen to metal, went to the fucking Baltimore show with me, and everybody fucking talked to her. I had like actual like conversations and not just like, oh, you heard of this fucking band kind of shit. And it's like sweetest fucking dudes. Every one of them fucking sweet. Love them. But like, there is a huge regret. It's like, especially once we found out, like, it was like, oh yeah, that show's probably fucking canceled. Like, I should have bought tickets to that fucking that.
Deicide
Like,
was
I
great.
like Deicide is one of my favorite death metal bands of all time.
The set was
just-
perfect.
I like those first two. There's honestly 3 albums are fucking perfect. Just so
They were-
goddamn mean
They
and just
sounded
so
great.
underrated.
That drummer is phenomenal.
Yeah.
As well, Steve Ashheim. Or
Uh,
whatever.
One of the most underrated fucking
Absolutely.
drummers of all time is like and it's
Definitely
like,
underrated.
You know who was going nuts
What
for
else
Lamp
was
of
he
Murmur?
from?
Was previous guest Brent. He was there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
Dude was going,
like.
he was
Oh,
so
yeah.
So
into
I
it.
had never met his girlfriend. Like she was at the Baltimore show for Lamp too, and
like
like
nachos. So.
yeah, I know. I didn't realize it was her because I'm fucking stupid. We were at the bar beforehand anyway, and like he comes up and like starts talking to her, and I was like, and I was like, I had to apologize. I was like, I'm really fucking sorry. I didn't know. Like, and she's just laughing at me because I'm a fucking moron. But
Every band that I saw there, I think I only missed one. I missed the first band the first day, Witching, because they played at like
Witching's cool.
4:30. Yeah,
Witching's really
I
good.
wanted to see them.
I actually don't think I've listened.
A
to
friend of mine was
band.
telling me how good they were, but like it was at like 5:00 on Friday, and even though I was off that day because I
Get
knew I wanted to get there early,
traffic.
I hit traffic. I didn't get there till the second band, but I watched every band that played, and I didn't see a bad set.
You know, I realized that we got off the rails like an hour and a half ago on trying to get into stories. Believe you had
matter.
a news article.
It doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't matter anymore.
We're out of time for those.
We're off the rails. here.
I did want to pivot a little earlier, but there was a it's the Moose Lodge show in Doylestown reminded me since we're talking about old stuff. What was the last show you guys went to that you had to print directions out to?
Oh,
Because
God.
The Moose Lodge was mine. That's the last show I went to without before GPS or before TomTom or anything.
Wow.
2006. There was a show in Sayreville. It would have been one of those metal festivals up there,
Yeah.
Where,
we
like,
played
a-
Sayreville a lot.
and I don't remember what the fucking name of the festival would have been.
Oh my God, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
I've played it.
It would have been 2006. It would have been like 2006. It wasn't Sounds of the Underground. It wasn't that.
Oh, this is I played a bunch of like hardcore fests, like
It
which is
was-
basically all day.
It was some shit.
with
In
no
it was something
headliner?
in Sayreville in a fucking parking lot. And I don't remember what it is.
That wasn't Sound of Underground.
Honestly, I feel like I was
I don't
printing them
think
out for a
it was-
long
I was at that
time.
one.
Or writing them down. Either one.
Yeah.
No, because I don't
it's
think it was
either-
Sounds of the Underground because I remember Sounds of the... I missed the first Sounds of the Ground. I think Opath played and the sound was dog shit. I went to, I think, the second one where Through the Eyes of the Dead played in D.C. It was them. It was Converge doing, I think, probably a mainly Jane Doe set at that.
Nice.
As I Lay Dying, pre-murder, Murder for Hire. So, yeah, that would have been...
I went down that
would've-
rabbit hole again recently, just on YouTube.
Oh,
Like,
because they're just like back.
yeah, like
Nothing happened, guys. He paid his time. Okay.
I love that he blamed it on roid rage too.
Get the fuck out.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
Roids will make you.
Yeah, it said, like-
I don't know about
They
that.
will make
I don't
you
know- I
hire
don't-
a guy.
I don't think they'll make you hire.
They will make you hire a guy.
And I watched. It was like that punk rock MBA guy,
Oh, I've seen some of
who-
his stuff.
That guy.
Finn McKenty.
Yeah.
McKenty, and he pulls like the news articles, and the best part of all of it is the way he got caught. He was talking to an undercover officer,
Which
But
you
he-
always are.
but
Yeah.
he never mentioned killing, so they couldn't do anything. They said after the conversation's almost over, as he starts walking away, he turns around. He's basically he's like, just so you know, I want her to be dead. Like, and that was like what fuck.
The funny something really funny that came out in the last couple of years on Facebook was fucking that dude Tim was it
Tim
Tim
Lambesis.
Lambesis?
Tim
Yeah,
Lambesis,
Tim
yeah.
Lambesis got engaged again, and all the comments were like, "Run, bitch, she gonna kill you."
That's so good.
To answer your initial question, it's funny. Is I can't name his name because I actually work for this guy, but he was a guy used to go to shows back in the day, and he was smart when the rest of us were dumb as fuck. Is when he would have the printout. I was always the guy who printed out directions, and then I would bring him into the. Since I don't drive, I brought him in the car, handed him to who I was driving, and never thought of him again. This guy, he had a binder that
Oh,
had like directions to all
venues.
like a lot of venues. Some that are even just like one-offs. So he had like this fucking binders full of papers that had MapQuest directions, or just like crudely written, like when you used to have to call the person on the flyer to get directions.
And they'd have to tell you.
Yeah, he kept a binder, and it was we clowned him for it, yeah. But at the end of the day, we're like, yeah, you got those directions to Joey's Dick Hut and fuck face town. You know what I
I've
mean?
gotten lost back then going to a show and never made it to the show.
I've got
Pennsylvania was fucking brutal.
I remember there was
I was late as fuck. I was
too.
late as fuck to a
Couple short
Bethlehem
shows I
show.
did.
Yeah.
There was a First Step show like in like 2007 or something that was in like I guess kind of like the New Hope area,
That's weird.
and I
Oh, yeah.
drove around, couldn't find it, and then drove home.
That's happened a few times.
the championship was probably on my list.
When Lemoyne?
Lemoyne?
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
the last time I printed them out.
Talk about the middle of fucking.
Dude, well, the first-
You know what? That's a good shout too, because fucking the Floor Punch reunion up at the champion. Was it the championship? One of the first few.
They did Middlesex in Jersey.
Nah, it was like Wilkes-Barre area.
Yeah, no, I know the one you're talking about. I think it was.
That's not the champ.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Then I don't think I actually went to the champ then.
there is the champ and there's the championship.
Yeah,
Well, championship. The champ's in Trenton, right?
No,
The
there's
Yeah.
championship is in
Harrisburg
Trenton.
one. It had like a little record.
Well, there's the
store.
Trenton one. Yeah,
That's-
that was the championship.
That's championship. The
was
champ
Lemoyne.
I
was
saw
in
the
Lemoyne.
Cold World Ice Grills record release there. It was awesome.
but I remember, yeah, like the first time I actually started going to the Wilkes-Barre area, like we got lost numerous times.
Yeah, that area, fuck.
But this
I mean,
was,
that northeast extension is might as well be a fucking wormhole.
but once you figured out where
Has it
Metro,
been 5 hours or one? I don't.
once
know.
you figure out where Metro was and where home base was,
oh shit,
we
we,
were
we,
cool.
we hit 2 hours worth of
We're
traffic.
good.
Should we be there yet?
Yeah. Once you figure out those two venues, we were cool. We were good. We're like, all right, we don't need this anymore. But, dude,
Home base.
I didn't.
Oh, man.
I didn't dip my toe into Wilkes-Barre too much. I went to Redwood Art Space shows.
I don't even know
Fucking
what that
Is
is.
that where like title fight and stuff around that time? Yeah.
Yep. Cold World Blacklist.
Stick
uh,
together.
What a show you
Fancy.
you probably went to me and Garrett both requested off for the same day when we worked at Wawa together.
Aw.
It was the JDK benefit show
Yep.
that Bad Seed played, and we were both just standing there at work, just fucking so cross
Because neither of you guys could
we
get
couldn't-
off.
because we weren't off work. But it was like Cold World played, but George sang.
That had to have been 2010.
I think it must have been 11 or 12.
Okay,
it was
that-
12.
that-
It
Where
was
was,
12.
Okay.
where was Dan
11 or
at?
12.
Huh?
Where was Dan?
Dan.
From Cold World.
Probably in
I
UK.
don't know.
He lived in the UK.
He lived in London. At
Is
the
that
time.
when he was
lived
living
there
in
even
Belgium
then?
and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's been
Are
there
we playing any games on this?
I did bring a game actually.
What we got?
Did you?
Just one.
Ooh.
For old time's sake, by listener request,
We haven't
This-
done this in a while.
Let's get on
this-
track.
this is a game called Is It Euro?
Yes.
We haven't done this in quite a bit. What this game is all of us here have been in bands, and you come across a lot of really, really terrible band names if you put your time in playing like DIY music. And a lot of the really awful, completely, I don't understand how this is a thing. Bands come from our neighbors over the Atlantic in Europe. So
Neighbors over the Atlantic.
this band, these
mates.
this list is Tom's going to bring us a band name,
I got some
and
good
we
ones
have to
today.
determine whether they are or are not from Europe. And if they determine they are from Europe, and we can narrow it down to which country, it's a bonus point. If we're determined it's not from Europe, and we can narrow it down to country, also a bonus point. Also, we have the genres for all this, which actually does help. And for people in with me right now, there's a map right there. So this is
Was
called.
that there last time when I beat your ass?
I don't remember the map.
It was probably smaller.
We had a smaller one. Yeah, it was a tiny one.
Patreon.
You did dominate.
Patreon helped me get.
Bill
a big one.
is a fucking killer at this. So yeah, this is It Euro.
I got 10 bands today.
He's got 10 bands. We shortened the list.
Yeah, I don't want to be here for another 2
Yeah.
hours, like some other times. I got a good list today, though. Let's start with giant jellyfish,
Oh, that's scary.
Genre.
stoner/doom,
Not Euro.
I'm going not Euro.
I got 2 knocks.
I'll go not Euro.
I'll
Three
be
nuts.
the odd man out. I'll say Euro.
I shouldn't have done that. They're not.
I'm gonna, for an extra point, say Australia.
Damn it. Yeah, I'm Australia too, just because it's called giant jellyfish.
Got that good old barrier reef, man.
Shout out to the box jellyfish, dude.
I'll go Japan.
Somebody pee on my leg.
That's not a bad fucking shout either.
It's true.
Japan's what saved me last time.
Japan like that, dog. Ever since World War II, they just come through.
Greg?
Oh, I can still guess.
Yeah, dude.
what area? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go wild. I'll say they're from Spain.
Brazil.
Okay.
Also, Spain's in Europe.
Yeah, I was say what the fuck.
Yeah, there is.
Oh yeah.
Greg, you are a silly little goose, dude.
Whoops.
He meant Spain, Brazil.
Yeah.
I said Joe Montana.
It's a small farming village that not a lot of people know about.
Not on MapQuest.
Oh,
It's
my
where
God.
Paula from Sepultura came from.
Ton of bricks.
Tongue of bricks.
Not. Oh, that's Euro.
ton or
of
ton
bricks.
or tongue?
Ton.
Oh, I think they said tongue. I was like, motherfucker, that's great. Ton of bricks.
It's not taken yet. So
Right?
Genre.
Euro.
heavy metal.
Oh,
Ton of
oh
bricks.
shit! That might change my answer.
Ton of
That feels like a
bricks.
Euro fucking beatdown, man.
I'm going not
doesn't-
Euro. I'm
doesn't
going
it?
not Euro.
I'm actually going Euro.
I'll stay Euro too.
Fuck it, not.
They're not.
Canada, baby.
California.
That's the other sleeper wild card because so many bad bands from California.
Yeah. Mostly in the thrash genre.
I don't know. They have a lot of just the bad ones.
Ton of Bricks also sounds like a New York band.
It's true.
New York.
But, then would be
But it's heavy metal.
but then they would call themselves Ton of Bricks
They're
NYC.
playing at Lucky. They're playing at Lucky 13.
JM.
Yeah. Ton of Bricks JM. Episode title.
I was writing it.
Ton of Bricks JM is super good.
I know.
X Ton of Bricks XAD.
We won the rights to the name, sorta.
You said not Euro.
Yeah, they're not.
Spain.
New York, Canada.
I'm gonna do U.S.
Yeah.
Philippines.
Ooh.
Yo, they do be sneaking in
They do.
crazy bands sometimes. Philippines. Did you say New York?
I said Canada.
You said Canada. Did you say you said New York?
No, I said
Somebody-
California.
Oh, that's right. They are from Joliet, Illinois.
So we got the country at least. That's a bonus point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Piranha dog.
Sick.
Fuck.
Damn, dude, you trying to pet it and it just fucking eat you?
Genre.
Motherfucker, that's good.
Progressive / stoner metal.
Ah,
What is, and what are they
That's
called
that's
again?
not Euro.
piranha dog.
So the piranha's
hey,
a dog,
Dad.
not the dog's a piranha.
Sick fucking name. Then he had to throw progressive in and just ruin things.
Well,
Dennis hit you with a course.
that could just be
Wait,
misgenred by somebody.
progressive what?
Progressive,
Stoner metal.
which is weird. It's like you just smoke weed and fucking let it go, dude.
I mean, that could just be a misgendering by somebody who doesn't know how to
Misgendering.
classify
It's
them.
genre.
How dare you call me progressive stoner sludge?
I'm going not Euro.
Yeah, not Euro.
Yeah, I'm in that boat.
I'm gonna go Euro.
Shouldn't have done that. They're not.
I'm awful.
But I like it because he's playing the odds, dude. He's playing the odds.
Come to Brazil.
I'll go Russia.
Russia.
It seems like they have
Russia
piranha
is
dogs.
Asia.
Dog.
What's the band again?
Piranha dog.
I'm
Such a
gonna
good
say
name.
South Africa.
It's fucking not.
It
It's
is.
fucking not.
You just don't get piranha dog, dog.
My brother in Christ, if anybody knows bad band names, it's me.
Yo, that's why you don't know piranha dog because it's a great name.
Wait, where are you saying?
He said Brazil.
No, I said come to Brazil, but I must vote for
Delaware?
South Africa.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
South Africa. Delaware.
Do we have to nail country or a continent?
Country.
What about if you do? Can you just do U.S. or can you have to say state?
You gotta say we live here.
You know what? I'm gonna say
say-
I'm gonna say Colombia.
You can guess. the state.
Africa and Australia, we kind of let it slide on just being the continent.
And Canada,
Yeah, well, Canada, it's North America.
Australia too, by the way.
Well,
I just said Australia, you dickhead. But
Rewind.
hey, Australia too.
oh yeah, don't forget Australia.
Oh, you that?
Stop it! You're making me lose track. What I'm talking.
Spain.
Piranha dog is from Mexico.
Mexico.
Oh,
South
that's
Africa.
good. That's a good guess.
Mexico, South Africa,
Russia.
Russia.
What did I say? Colombia.
Okay, no one is ever gonna get this. They're from Great Falls, Montana.
Oh wow.
Montana has music?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Ever been to Billings?
No.
Not many
That's where
people.
Jeff Ament from Pearl Jam was from. He played in like hardcore bands in Montana.
Did he play in Piranha Dog? Too?
There's
Might
no
have.
there's
I bet
no
you know
hardcore
somebody.
bands in Montana. Shut up,
Back
Greg.
then, no, but back in the '80s.
He played in that band Temple of the Piranha Dog.
Actually,
Yeah. Mark.
Well done. Well done.
Excellent.
I can't imagine being in hardcore bands when he used to wear a fucking dread bag on his head and ponchos. Ugh.
This one's a bit of a tongue twister.
Oh.
My mind's mine.
My mind's mine.
My mind.
My
my
mind, MINDS, then MINE.
Yeah.
It's almost like the Roky Erickson song, "Mind, Mind, Mind."
Good song though.
Fantastic fucking
That-
song.
genre.
That band has to be straight edge because there's no way you can say that inebriated on stage.
How
That
sick,
would be a nightmare to
How
slur
sick-
Right?
through.
Genre.
Grindcore.
I hate them.
how sick would be the band if it was called My Mime's Mime?
I'm gonna say Euro. I'm saying Euro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'm going Euro.
I'll go Euro too.
Greg, you
know
want to
what
play the
I'm-
odds
You know
with me,
what I'm
dog?
doing? I'm playing the odds. I'm saying not Euro.
All right, fuck that.
Should have done that.
I'll be a boy. Fucking, I'll go. Yeah, not Euro, dude.
They are Euros.
We sync together.
I'm
together.
going Germany.
Spain.
If it's Spain, I'm gonna be pissed.
You don't
Would be
wanna-
the first fucking time I've sniped
It'll be the
something like
first
that.
time you see Greg angry.
You don't want to see me pissed.
Fuck that.
I will say France.
Poland.
Netherlands.
Oh, none of us are close.
Well, somebody said Germany. Germany's close.
Yeah, Germany's close.
Scan-
Germany had Netherlands at some point.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, boys.
It's all fair in World War II, you know.
It's all It's all fair in the Axis.
Scaring myself.
Tell me there's no G on scaring.
There is not. There's an apostrophe though.
Damn,
That sounds
dude.
like, that sounds like a
That's
very-
not Euro, but
They're-
genre.
They're so daring that they dropped the G, but they're not so daring that they didn't forget about punctuation.
Punctuation.
Honestly, the dropping the G is changing my mind right now.
I'm going straight not Euro, but what genre is it?
They are groove metal, metalcore.
Yuck.
Can we
That
get-
might make it.
called what again?
That might make it
Scaring
Euro.
myself.
Are we allowed to ask? Are we allowed to ask a year?
I wish I had that much time, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
Years.
We do
active,
have day jobs.
I'm gonna say not Euro.
I'm going not year.
I'm going not Euro.
Did everybody say that?
Bill hasn't chimed
Bill-
in.
Bill didn't
I
decide.
did. I started with not Euro, but hearing the what do you say groove metal?
Yeah.
It's either fucking Texas or
Groove
it's
metal,
fucking Euro.
metalcore.
But occasionally comes in, groove metal in Germany.
I'm saying not. I'll go not Euro.
Wait, do we feel like there's groove metal in Mexico
Not that I know of.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Where's
'cause
Il Nino
or
from?
Brazil? Brazil has some.
Is it Euro? Okay,
It doesn't matter because they are Euro.
Fuck. Well,
Italy.
Italy?
Germany.
you know my answer.
I'm saying Italy.
What was the name again?
Scaring myself.
Just scaring myself, dude.
I don't know your answer.
It's Germany.
Is that a good hardcore band name or no?
No.
Let's
What is?
go.
Mushmouth.
Let's go Belgium.
Damn, Bill fucking nailed it. They are from Belgium.
Dude, he's got the t-shirt. You know
He's
he
got
does.
it as
Check his...
He was listening to it when he rolled up.
Yo, he's talking about getting a new back tattoo. It's covering his scaring myself tattoo he already has there.
No, he's adding
Even
to it.
better,
He's
it's a
adding
fucking
to it.
tramp stamp.
Nice.
I got a tramp stamp.
Yeah, I got a tramp.
Do you?
Yeah.
I knew a guy that had an Earth Crisis tramp stamp.
Nice. Dude.
Hard.
I know.
Larry knows him too if he's listening.
I know a guy with a 311 tramp stamp.
I know something even worse.
No, my
Here's a late.
Ridge from Life
Here's a
Question.
late episode shout out to Larry.
Dude, here is even better. Nice, dude. There's even better. There's a former guest of this podcast who will be coming back who has his own name as a tramp stamp.
At Mike Marrow.
The no meat athlete himself, John Wren,
Wow.
has Wren across his
Wow.
butt crack. Shout out to you, buddy.
Does he show that off in the?
No.
you got to see it peeking out when he rides his bike.
Yeah.
When his bib rides up.
That's
a
why
little.
he's got that full fucking shirt when he does his little races. It's covering. He doesn't care about his body. He cares about fucking that tramp stamp. Sweet boy.
Shout out to
fucking-
girls who get tramp stamps because they're fucking. It's not a fun tattoo to get.
Nah, not.
That's why John Wren did it, because he's so badass. He wanted to go for the one that hurts the most, bro.
It did not feel good.
All right, we're halfway done. Hatchet fucked.
Fuck yeah.
I'm going.
Any weird spelling?
I'm going not Euro.
Genre.
Brutal death metal.
Euro.
Yeah.
I'm saying not Euro.
The knots get take
Damn
it.
Detroit, baby.
Canada.
That just smelled of Eastern Bloc.
Canada.
Wow.
Brutal death metal. I'm gonna say they're from Colombia.
I'm going Michigan.
Indonesia.
Damn. That's a good one.
Indonesia fucks with brutal death metal a lot.
It's true they do. Mark was closest. They're from Colorado.
The Indonesia of the United States.
That is what they say.
Yeah, I mean that's on their license.
Yeah, that's shout out to Bobes over here. For holding down Colorado.
True.
Yo,
Oh shit! I didn't even.
You didn't notice the Bobes?
the
No, I'm not observant at all.
the Bober throw pillow, the Throwbert. Yo, girl,
dude-
respond to my DMs.
Dude, fucking anytime you
Dennis,
guys
is there a hole in that? What?
Maybe
Not yet.
there is a hole in it. Some of the stitching came undone. I don't know how.
It's the weirdest thing.
3 inches of hard ham just going straight into the Bobes pillow.
Thanks for giving me 3. I appreciate that. And also hard and not semi-hard. I appreciate it. You're a good guy, man. Making me feel good about myself. So Hatchet fucked. We determined they are
Colorado.
not
Colorado, baby.
fuck, dude.
The Indonesia.
List that because I kind of want to hear it.
How many we through?
We're more than halfway through now. We got 4 more.
Okay, can we get a score update?
No,
No, pussy.
Okay.
I'm gonna ruin the surprise. Blood fart.
Why do I feel like I
Give me a
That's not
genre.
Euro.
Give me a genre now.
grindcore?
Death metal.
That's not your
Blood fart. You like blood fart, don't you?
What's that?
You like blood fart?
Paul Blart.
Paul Blart Fart.
Yeah, Paul Blart. It's just a shortened form of blood fart.
Blood fart mall
Blood
cop.
fart.
That was the real name of the movie before that
God,
happened.
I want to see their logo. If it's
Yo,
one of those
for
like,
sure.
I hope its butt cheeks was just like fucking little droplets coming out of the hole.
Can we phone a friend on this one?
Who are you gonna phone? Paul Bloodfart?
Do you actually have service?
No.
No,
I
there's no
didn't think
service
so.
here. This is a dead zone.
This is where you come to die.
This is where we film.
my family thinks I'm dead.
We film snuff films here when everyone else is here.
So
Blood fart. We haven't.
Blood
blood
fart.
fart.
Man, it's
spelled-
been a
Definitely.
long.
Yeah,
Dennis,
you-
it's been a long time since I've been a good
Euro
snuff
or
film.
not?
I know, right? It's like riding a bike. You never forget how to do it.
spelled just like no weird
Standard.
spelling, no umlauts. So
What was the
going-
genre again? I'm sorry.
Death metal.
That's a Florida band, right? Blood Fart.
I'm gonna go
I
Euro
already
on this.
said not Euro, so I'm sticking not Euro.
I'm gonna stick to not Euro.
I'm going
not
Euro.
I'm going not Euro.
Dennis gets it. They are Euros.
Poland.
Look at
You
that.
played with them, didn't you?
He wishes.
Where in Europe?
He did a split with him.
Shut up, Greg. Narc. It was on Back to Basics.
I wish
Shit,
you could say
no, you get a
Eastern
shit
Bloc,
one.
and that would probably fucking. You know what? I'll go wild card. I'll do Belarus.
You said they are Euro. I'm gonna say
Blood Fart?
Uh-huh.
Not,
Yo, what country do they fart in?
I'm gonna say
It's,
Italy.
Italy.
I'm looking at Italy too, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Belgium again.
You sons of bitches.
You know, I was thinking it, but
Didn't want to be too on the nose.
Yeah.
Don't want to. You want to throw him off the trail a little. Southern badass.
well, that's fucking not Euro. That's obviously
No, that'll fuck, dude. There's been southern metal,
Can we just guess below the equator?
and they've been from fucking Europe. It's fucking insane.
Southern
Can we get a
band.
genre?
And it's not.
Like Southern Sludge, and it was like I think it was
Rock.
like Ireland or some shit.
The UK.
What was the genre on this?
They're Southern heavy metal / rock.
I'm saying go
going-
south if you want to, but sometimes it will. You
I'm
will be
going
fooled.
not Euro.
I'm probably losing this one anyway, so I'm going to say not Euro.
I'll say Euro just because I know I'm gonna.
Fucking
This
Christ.
way you guys get the points.
Fuck it, Euro.
They are Euro.
See, they fucking get you. Those those sneaky ass Euros, dude.
Southern badass.
And
So
they
those
are from-
badasses.
They are
Alright.
from Sicily.
That one we had, it wasn't even English speaking.
I'll go Spain.
I'm going to go UK.
Portugal,
Little bit of Brexit here.
Portugal.
France.
Sons of bitches.
That was close.
Dude, the south
London,
of France
see
is like
France.
mad nice. It's
See-
like what?
Man, what?
Mad nice.
These Southern,
Nice.
It's,
Nice, also in a city in France.
Oh, south of
that's,
France.
that's Nice.
Yeah, it's known as the
Your
Indonesia
niece.
of Europe.
What is it? What is it with like the fucking hit and miss Delco fucking accent in Northern Delaware?
I don't know.
You and a couple other people I know that just like real
Yeah.
hard, dude.
You people.
It's the I know,
Use
right?
people.
Quit acting like you're not fucking one of
What's
us,
with
asshole.
accents?
I don't say water, motherfucker.
I
Wait,
do.
what do you say?
Water.
Water.
It's spelled with an A. It's water.
Yeah. It's a mix of
What do you have? Water ice or water ice?
it's a mix of the
Water
I
ice.
say water ice.
it's a mix of the
What'd
Philadelphia
Water
accent
ice.
and the Baltimore accent.
Oh yeah, no,
weird.
fuck it, yeah.
I say
it's
water
absolutely.
ice.
You go in the other two counties of Delaware, it does not exist. It goes full
depends on where I
honky
get it
tonk.
from.
How do you say eggs? My fucking
Eggs.
my wife says
Eggs.
eggs, like
Why?
AYYGS. Like
Eggs.
she's like
I don't know, eggs.
What do you-
Euro.
what do you
She's
lay-
Euro.
What do you lay your head on in bed?
Pillow.
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 Some people say pillow, right?
I say
Hello.
Pillow.
Drives
say-
me nuts.
I
Say,
say-
eggs. Say eggs again.
eggs.
Eggs.
Eggs and bacon.
It might have a little bit of an I in it.
Little, yeah, not as
Eagles?
much as her. Like hers is bad sometimes. So
She say Eagles.
Pillow, I don't add the
Eagles.
W.
Eagles. Go Eagles.
They're trying
no,
too hard.
no.
What's the product that Crayola makes?
Crayon.
Crowns.
Crayon.
Crowns.
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 No, it's not that.
I know it's not, but that's how I was brought
I've been-
up saying it.
I've been
Crowns.
saying
So fix it.
I've been saying crowns, man.
No. I don't say that
Now,
word.
Mark, I'm not gonna call you Delco trash, but
I don't-
Dennis, you're not. Dennis, you're not beating the fucking allegations.
but it's also like
I'm Gloucester trash. So.
it's also like
bad.
it's not a word I say on a regular basis, so why change?
fair.
Because it's correct.
You don't say you don't
I
say,
know.
You don't say water on a regular basis.
No. I'm a water guy. It's strange.
I'm also a water guy. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got two more bands.
All right, let's go.
next band's called Water Ice.
It's called Bohemian Grove
Oh, sick, dude. They know the truth.
Prague.
Metalcore.
Not your.
Oh, god damn it. I was stoked on them until you said metalcore.
Yeah. Bohemian
That's a
Grove.
pretty encompassing genre.
Damn,
though.
dude,
You
they're
don't know.
fucking praying to Moloch.
I'll go not Euro.
If you don't pray to a big fucking
I'm gonna
owl,
go
you're not
Euro.
cool.
Euro.
Bohemian Grove, I'm going.
I'm gonna go not Euro.
I'm going not Euro.
Not Euro and Euro.
No,
Euro.
I'm not.
You're not. So 3 knots and 1 euro.
Euro.
The knots take it.
What the fuck does Europe know about Bohemian Grove, dude?
I'm going New Jersey.
What do they know about Skull and Bones, dude? I'll go fucking our nation's capital, fucking Washington, D.C.
I'm gonna say Portland, Oregon.
Ooh.
DC, Portland,
Jersey.
What's the genre?
Jersey,
Don't
metalcore.
matter.
Metalcore.
That's right. My bad. I should have gone one of the Carolinas. God.
You got
Bohemian Grove.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's say Florida. I'm losing this one anyway. Like I said.
Columbus, Ohio.
Huh.
nothing Bohemian about.
Home of the shittiest chili on earth.
Skyline chili.
Fucking
Oh,
hell.
on the spaghetti.
Boo.
Forget about it on the spaghetti. So my
Watery.
dude, my wife's fucking company is like quote unquote based out of Columbus. Like the company's owner like sent out a bunch of like a care package. It was like, oh, here's a bunch of Ohio stuff. And one was Skyline chili. We made fucking like we tried to do chili dogs with it, scooped it straight the fuck back off. The worst fucking shit I've
It is.
ever had in my
It's a
life.
watery mess, dude.
I will
It's not
It's fucking
good.
disgusting.
I will sooner get chili from Waffle House than Columbus, Ohio.
Oh yeah.
Has anybody else anybody else ever eaten Waffle House and had to shit before the meal was over? It's
Yeah.
about the same fucking it's about the same thing with Skyline chili. It's fucking
When
disgusting.
we were on tour, this was 20 years ago, because I haven't eaten meat in like almost 20 years. But at the time I did, and we went to Skyline because the band we toured with was from Cincinnati. And they were like, oh man, and it's like served on spaghetti. It was like the weirdest fucking thing ever.
Dude,
Sounds
give
like
me
nightmares.
give me an okay fucking like give me like a dog shit like white trash bolognese like I grew up on.
Fuck it, I'll take fucking sloppy joes.
with
A
ground
goulash.
beef. And, yeah, it's like give me
Goulash.
give me
Give me a
ground
goulash,
beef
dude.
and tomato sauce over fucking like
Give me
over,
some
like,
manwich.
yeah, that too.
Straight
Like,
up.
oh god.
Oh man, I've used the manwich with some Impossible, make a little
Fuck
big
yeah.
ass sloppy Joe.
Young boy, I was fucking up the manwich, dude.
We know.
Fair enough.
All right, last one. Tokyo Yankees.
1000% not Euro.
Power metal.
Heavy/speed metal.
Tokyo Yankees sounds like it sounds like a trick though.
Oh, I don't like that one bit.
I'm gonna say they're from not Euro.
I'll go Euro.
Not Euro, and I will actually stick with Japan. Like I know I know it should be.
I'm going not Euro.
I know it should like be something to throw you off, but I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna say they're actually from Japan.
They are not Euro.
Nah, fuck
I'm going
me.
to say they're from Vermont.
That's like if
I was
the-
thinking New England.
Yeah.
it keeps making me think of that Clerks thing. Fuck your
Tokyo
Yankee Blue
Yankees.
Jeans.
Huh?
Tokyo Yankees. I'll go
Japan,
Brazil.
Vermont, Brazil.
That's just bad enough of a name for it to actually be Japanese, though. I'm gonna stick with
Fine.
Japan.
Fuck it. I have no idea. The United Arab Emirates.
No, Bill. They are from Japan. But Mark wins with 7 points.
Damn, dude.
Mark.
Dennis and Bill tied for second,
And I'm the,
and you got 4 points. Not bad.
not bad.
Played the odds, dude. You gotta do that. That's how I always lose.
Tokyo Yankees.
We only
definitely. I
listed
thought it was
one
be-
band. We only listing Hatchet Fucked.
You can list whoever you want, dude.
When's
You're
the next listening episode?
You're the bell of the ball.
I haven't decided yet.
We haven't done one.
We're
in a
actually
while.
due for one.
Yeah,
now
we
that you
are.
mention it,
I'd be into doing one.
I do have an open house this weekend. So
Speaking of, everyone should check out the band Several Cocks from Mexico.
Not Euro.
I'm listing Piranha Dog, by the way.
Okay, go for it. The record's Muerta Lente, and it fucking rules. Several Cocks from good old Mexico. It took me forever to track that shit down, but I finally found it, and
Stop
I am
thinking.
so stoked.
Does anybody remember what's the avocados from Mexico? What's that jingle? 'Cause that
Whoa,
sounds
I don't-
exactly what we were trying to do.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Have you guys made a contact with any of the bands from this game yet?
Only fucking Bonginator.
There was
Were
one.
they actually any good?
There was one I
Recorded,
actually
yes.
knew, personally. I don't remember who it was, but it was a shitty metalcore band from Pennsylvania.
They're like, dude, we played together. How did you not know?
That's exactly how I fucking knew him. and not once,
Played
but
Erie- yeah, we played
multiple
Erie PA
times.
together.
Dude, Erie rules. I fucking love Erie so goddamn much.
Erie PAs, it sounds like you're playing a show with like 12 bands.
We fucking
Yeah,
we
but
blew
it
a
was
fucking
fun.
tire just outside of Erie. So
And it sounds like you're only playing there in the dead of winter. Like I picture it's only
Well-
like January is the only time they do.
Here's the thing.
everybody comes out
perpetually
during Lake
winter.
Effect.
Here's the thing for Erie. You can go there, say it's August, the first week of August, right? You go to Erie. As soon as you cross over the city like limits into Erie, Pennsylvania, it becomes winter. It's insane. Everything goes gray. It gets cold. Oh, dude.
Shockwave intro
Dude, there's
just
something
goes
about
on.
upstate New York and like that Western Pennsylvania shit that's just degrees of gray anyway.
It is kind of all the same.
But it's so
Yeah.
depressing, like that the shows are good because people have nothing
Something
else to live
do.
for.
Yeah.
And dude, those Shocktobers that like the Shockwaves like one show a year they would do were fucking insanely fun, dude.
That is actually something I always wanted to do, go see Shockwave, but
I've
Same.
never heard one person say that there was a bad Erie show ever.
Erie fucking actually the last time I played Erie was with Iron Price and it wasn't very good. But did I have fun? Fucking ain't right I did.
Erie, huh?
I don't know if I've ever been there.
Erie,
But-
it's
But
depressing.
I've heard that it's the Indonesia of Pennsylvania.
The first time I played there was great. We rolled up, it was Dead and Buried and X Looking Forward X.
Dead and Buried's made for Erie. PA.
You ain't
was
shitting.
was that Matt Bennett era looking for?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
We roll into town and we had stopped at this place called Phantom Fireworks in Breezewood, Pennsylvania,
Oh, I know the
and
billboard.
stocked up, right?
Exit 1.
We get up there and somebody had been posting on a message board about how we're gonna go there with tons of fireworks and have fun. And this dude, EMS, Eric, he's in that band Brothers Keeper, he's at the show and we rolling down. He's like, "Are you guys looking forward?" And I'm with him. They're like, "Yeah, we're looking forward." He's like, "I heard you guys like fireworks and blowing shit up." They're like, "Yeah." He's like, "Cool," because I have this gigantic pumpkin and goes into the back of this like this van and just pulls out a gigantic pumpkin, and we threw every piece of fireworks we had into this pumpkin.
God.
Did not move the fucking pumpkin.
Wow.
It was that fucking big. All the explosives we threw in there, nothing.
Nothing.
What was it made of?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin?
Just organic pumpkin flesh.
I mean, what is
I don't know. It could be cast iron or something. Fuck me, right?
cast iron pumpkin? Like, what the
Band
fuck?
name? Not your own.
Psych.
Speaking of fireworks, one of the most disappointing experiences of my life, south of the border.
It's
Yo,
stinks.
stinks.
Oh god,
It
it's so fucking
stinks.
bad.
It's
Horse
booty.
trap.
Like, dude, we were trying to go in and get like quarter sticks of fucking. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't
There's-
ask me why we thought we could go in. And
Most you get is a sparkler or a snake.
We got no.
There's a
You got
fucking-
like
They still
even
make
bootleg.
snakes.
There's
You got even bootleg M80s. Like you couldn't even like we were. I was looking for quarter sticks. Like
Just
no, you
something.
couldn't even get fucking like legit M80s.
I need to ask somebody from Magnitude or something. There's a fucking fireworks store right over the line from North Carolina to South Carolina. Not on 95, but the other main road, 95, with like the shittiest mini golf looking setup.
That's where you gotta go, the
You've ever
dicey
seen.
places.
Best fireworks ever.
We went to this is in Ohio actually. We were looking for fireworks and we pull off to this weird, it was called a mall. But it was like 4 stores like next to each other.
Hell yeah.
And we pull up this place and we were looking for fireworks and we went to this place because one of the other places in there was a place that had it was like a beef jerky extravaganza type place. So of course Travis was stoked. So we go in this beef jerky place.
way.
'Cause we like get jerky from all kinds of different crazy animals. But in the parking lot was like this weird thing where they had pit bulls pulling like heavy objects with chains in their mouths. Like pallets with just a bunch of shit on it. And then a pit bull would pull it
Like
across the
chariots?
parking lot
For what reason?
for funsies. We'll pull it
As
across
they
the
do.
parking lot with like a chain, like the chain from the pallet to the dog's mouth. And that was like the competition they were having.
They're parolees.
And we're like, dude, this is fucking gnarly. As we're eating ostrich jerky.
Supposed it.
Yeah. Shows stunk on that tour, but goddamn, that was fun.
It's probably possum.
It's just
Yeah.
all one kind of jerky with different labels on it.
Dude,
This is possum.
Travis got a stick from each fucking animal.
Why wouldn't he?
Because he's a fucking nutball.
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
West Virginia dirtbag.
That's all I
Yeah.
had for this whole episode.
Want to get into homework?
I do.
So we all get home to our loved ones. And by loved ones, I mean myself.
By yourself, you mean dinner?
Shit.
Yes.
I wish. It's
yes,
too late for
sir.
me to eat. It's past my eating time.
Where
Gremlin?
where was
No,
that?
I go and started fasting. I don't eat after 5.
What was the area in Pennsylvania?
Where Phantom Fireworks was?
No. We were just talking.
Erie?
Erie. What about Mouthy and Nosy?
Go to your room. Go to your
Bedtime.
Go to your fucking room.
Womp, womp, womp.
Homework's over. This is the last episode. This is the last episode. All right.
Wait.
Every week, Tom and I assign each other a music,
Erection?
piece of music, and a piece of comedy
Got him.
for each of us to report back on the next episode. Normally, we ask guests to chime in, but luckily last week our guests bailed on us last minute, so it was just me and Tommy.
I was
And-
wondering why it was shorter. It was shorter than.
Yeah,
It happened that way.
just me and Bay.
Pass me a Coors Light.
Yeah, buddy. Just me and Bay hanging out, joshing, frolicking. And you want to get into what I brought you or what you brought me?
Also, hey, Larry, if you made it this far.
I don't understand why he wouldn't like the satisfying sound of a
Get your
can opener. The exaggerated mouth close to really button up the.
I mean,
end is
really, the
best
funniest part is I brought them organically without, like,
It's not a bit at all.
no.
Oh, it's
And
not,
It's like, oh, yeah, my fat ass is just, like, I ate half a salad for fucking dinner. Like, oh, but just bring protein.
Yeah, we like snacks.
Speaking of Travis from Iron Price, we had him on a month or 2 ago.
Yeah.
And the first thing he does when he gets there, he cracks open like Wawa and starts eating. And Larry's like, nah, dude, 10 seconds in, I was fucking done, dude. I couldn't do it. And I was like, really? It's like that?
What was he eating?
Everything.
A hoagie?
Yeah, we call him trash guts for a reason.
Wait, was he eating was he eating a hoagie?
He was eating
Ho-
a meal.
Yes.
Oh, I can't do it.
Hoagie,
Yeah,
soup,
so-
chips.
I respect Larry.
I don't
for
want to
that.
get too off the rails, but when we did an interview with a certain somebody
Civ?
about a certain legendary record to me, that we did mention the band.
It was bold.
No, it wasn't bold. Close.
Inside Out?
Somebody was eating potato chips
Oh,
the whole time, and like all you can just hear is like the crunching. Of
How
potato
much?
chips.
How brutal would that be? Like you finally get like the one guest, like your fucking like your unicorn that you just could never get, and then you finally get him on on your podcast, and you're like, I finally got him, and there's like, oh, what's up, Greg? How you doing? Oh.
Yeah, you guys fucking finally get Bobes on, and you just hear, like,
You guys
the entire
mind if-
time.
You guys mind if I snack? You're like, oh,
she eats a bowl of Skyline chili, ironically.
she could do
No,
whatever.
It's just like, it's just bad hand job noises the entire time.
The twirl.
I would start giving myself a good hand job listening to it.
All right, let's go to homework, baby.
Yeah, I prepped. I'm
Yeah,
up. I did it all.
Homework is brought to you this week by Pickles Premium Pickles. For all your pickles needs, go check them out. And Parlay Vintage. Tommy, what do you want to do, me or you?
I'll start.
Go ahead, buddy.
Because you assigned me a special that I actually had already seen.
No.
That's Gary Veter. It Could Be Worse.
Mm-hmm.
I actually watched it as it premiered on YouTube because Sam Rill posted about
That's
it.
you
And I was like,
fancy.
fuck yeah.
Do love Sam Rill.
He's great.
Aside from being a Knicks fan, yeah.
I saw him not too long ago. He's good.
But it was a rewatch for me. I love my son, but I would also love $50,000.
Yes.
It was like, and then he was like, "You're gonna get so much material from your baby." And every morning when he wakes up, I'm like, "What do you got for me?" And all these lines are from the literal first 3 minutes of the special, and I could continue, but I would probably end up just writing the entire thing, just quoting it. And there might not be a better joke for joke, like mid-level comedian right now. As far as comics who haven't been like put over yet, he's
Yeah.
probably the funniest one.
Yeah.
I got to see him with Sam at Helium one time, and this is a 10 out of 10.
And his delivery makes it good, too.
I love
Yes.
when,
Real dry
when he
delivery.
talked about if his wife gave birth to a black baby.
He would have
How
to be psyched about
yeah,
it
he would have to be psyched about it.
because
Yeah.
it was right in the middle of like the summer of 2020.
Oh,
fucking-
he's so good.
Yeah, no.
Underrated as fuck.
Also, he was talking about performing at like the a church, right?
I think that's where
Yeah.
the It Could Be Worse came from.
yeah.
That bit.
Yeah.
No, she said somebody, and he's
Oh,
like,
it could be hot
and he's like,
outside.
it could be really hot out. Someone having cancer. It
Yeah.
could be worse. Could be really hot out.
He has just the right amount of deadpan to his delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a fucking 10 from me.
Yeah, YouTube.
What's that on?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Unfortunately, did not get a chance to do either the stand-ups, but thankfully I'm very well versed in the two
Yeah.
and three music. John's coming up, so
So yeah, Gary Veter, It Could Be Worse. It's on YouTube. Go check it out. It's only 45 minutes.
I'm gonna watch it when I get home.
Yeah.
So.
It was
It's
good.
so good.
When did that come out?
Like a week ago.
Alright.
Yeah.
Check it out.
It premiered.
I think it was like
live
2 days old when I.
It premiered
bought it.
live on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Hell yeah.
What did I give you again?
You want me to do your comedy or you want to do the music I brought you?
You got Rachel,
Let's
right?
do volley.
Yeah, you gave me Rachel Feinstein's Big
Big
Guy.
guy.
Throbbing with AIDS. Brought out the inner edgelord of me. I like that. Days are long, years are short. I killed my first wife. That was great. And my favorite line, Rhoda has the largest underwear you've ever seen in your life. It's a great special. Thing is, like, a lot of it is material I've heard on her other stuff. Like, there's actually stuff from her other Netflix thing she did. I don't remember if it was the stand-ups or one of the other, the 20s, the 15 minutes or the 20 minutes things that they had on there. But it's like a lot of it is stuff from that and stuff that I actually heard from her like years ago. Like the Here I Sit All Covered in Sin. Like, she's been doing that line
That was really funny.
for a
though,
long.
but
It is
I had
great.
never,
It's a
like,
great joke.
She
And
has
the-
been building up to this.
Yeah.
special, so.
the impressions of her husband.
Yeah.
Like just making fun of
I-
firefighters.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the like firefighter jokes in the beginning, and then like 30 minutes in, I'm like, all right, I need something.
You get
else.
the point, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that-
then-
like,
then
I-
we should- we should have like the mom stuff too. I was like, I'm not like this isn't connecting with me. Just like the like going to the parks and like
I-
pushing the kids on the.
Can't
sleigh.
relate to the mom stuff, huh?
I liked all of it, but
With the kid stuff.
like the
Either.
every
See, that's
other.
what I liked about both because I could relate, like, so the
Yeah.
stuff they were talking about, and like, I forget which one of them talked about how they're just always there. Like, I think it was her.
It was her.
She wakes up and like
The kids just
kid's
staring
just
at your
there.
face.
Yeah.
Like that's like what
2
it's
inches
like
from your
when they're
face.
young.
I definitely did that to my parents.
Yeah,
You
not
know-
anymore, but
Like all the
happens.
stuff was funny, but like the constant every other joke had her doing an impression of her husband.
She's got a great flow though. I'll say that.
Yeah,
semi-famous Jewish jokester was also
that was very good.
that was very
Yeah,
Not everything hit, but like she's got it down.
Yeah.
She had a great flow. She was
Yeah.
entertaining, but
yeah.
She's
it was good. I gave it a 7 out of 10.
It's still good.
Yeah,
I would say 7.
Order the music.
Yeah.
me first or you first?
I don't care.
Let's get the piece of shit out of the way.
Oh, which one?
The very obvious piece of
I
shit.
brought two records.
What
right?
did you bring?
You didn't send me 2 records.
There were
There were
three.
3 total.
There were three, and one's a very obvious piece of shit.
It's not the one I gave.
What
Tom?
did you give, Tom?
I'll do Tom's first. Soul Swallower, Devoured. Is that the one you're talking about, Bill?
No, it's fucking. I actually. So I have no fucking service. I wrote a couple notes on these,
Yeah.
but the thing, like, I have no shortage of at least like 10 to 15 thing shirts in my in both my drawer and my
Your dresser or whatever.
yeah,
It is
and
a
like
tired design.
so Soul Swallower like immediately hits with me for that reason in hindsight alone. But with that said, like you've got Brennan from Rival Mob. It's that is a
You had
fucking
three
that is
quarters of Rival Mob, 3/4 of
yeah,
Mind
that
Eraser.
is an absolute ass beater. Always has been. Like I said, I almost wore a Thing shirt just for that fucking reason.
He might be
As a
my
show.
favorite hardcore vocalist of all time.
Definitely the best commentary when he plays live.
Rival,
Yo, for
I mean,
sure.
to that point, Rival
Like,
Mob is also one of probably my favorite hardcore band of like the 2010 era. So
What's cool when I listened to it is I didn't know that it was those guys, and I was like, "This is awesome." And then I
heard the
asked
voice.
someone else, and then
Yeah.
I could. So the main stuff of his I listened to is Magic Circle and Summerland.
Which
so
are both amazing.
the
as
voice,
well.
yeah, but the voice didn't.
You
it
guys-
didn't
It's definitely
register.
the most like overlooked of that
Yeah,
whole
the
cruise,
side-
that
yeah,
whole
yeah,
cruise
yeah,
band
absolutely.
because they did so.
But
many
then
good
when I
bands.
saw
I
it
just-
was just Dance
I-
for Justin and him, I was like, that
I
tracks.
remember. I
NCC
remember that
guitar.
coming out to
Yeah.
like very little fanfare in 2011. It was hard as shit. Still as hard as shit.
They also-
Still love it.
That also came out like 5 years after the 7-inch.
6.
So they were like,
out of
it was
nowhere.
kind of, it did come out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and that they had the Rival Mob going at the time. They had Mind Eraser going at the time.
Rival Mob was like at their peak at that time.
Definitely overlooked.
Yeah.
I think it's still hard as fuck.
I really
It's hard as
enjoyed
shit.
it.
It's
Easily
fantastic.
my
I don't know if I
favorite-
like it as much as the
of the
7-inch, but
homeworks.
it's fucking amazing.
Easily my favorite of what I.
Especially for that era, 2011. I thought was a pretty bad era of hardcore.
It was touch and go for a while.
And I wasn't really dialed in then either, so I didn't know a lot.
I think
of
that's a bad era, and I think they just stand out so.
Absolutely.
That was like prime fucking khaki shorts, 5-panel hat, fucking bullshit.
Are you calling
hardcore.
yourself out?
No, I did not participate in that shit.
Tom would
Khaki
never wear a
shorts.
hat.
I hated Stick Together. I hated bands
Same.
like that.
Whoa,
I never
like
got.
Stick Together.
I never got to stick together, but
No
I'm not
thanks.
gonna hate on them. But I never got into them.
I like their other bands
Well-
way more.
I didn't know shit about who was in this band or anything like that.
I also heard you are a Rival Mob hater.
I do not like them.
Oof.
I found out about Soul Swallower from something we brought up on this podcast for Toxic Breed.
That's
And,
great.
uh,
That's a great message board.
Yeah.
They gave me so much.
So I have some
Back in
pretty
the day.
angry and dirty hardcore that sounds like it was recorded at the floor of the sea. Highlights are the slower parts and the solos. The low points are the completely inaudible low end and the shitty production. I like dirty production, but I want to
didn't
hear
think it-
every instrument.
I didn't think it was that dirty.
I want to
I
hear
don't think
every
so.
instrument.
Pretty
Solid.
I didn't have any qualms.
Yeah.
I didn't hear bass at all.
I also listen to black metal, so fuck me.
It's true. You love treble.
Yeah,
No,
I love dirty shit. I don't.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
think that-
yes and no, but like I mean, with Krieg, like I absolutely play like
Honestly, I'm not even saying it because you're here, but Krieg's one of the bands that aren't like a treble monster.
no, because I mean,
They
especially
respect
like
the other guys who
no,
play
that's
instruments in the
absolutely
band.
because
Yeah.
I fucking play with like through a rat through like a jacked amp. There's a reason
Yeah.
for it.
good.
So
Mark, I know for a fact you know this band. Do you, Bill, or Greg? Do you know about Stone Dagger?
no,
Yeah, it was the Magic Circle.
I don't even know about Magic Circle. I know that Summerland's band. And I
Oh.
think they suck.
Magic
No
Circle's way better
way.
than Summerlands.
Summerlands are great, but Magic
Summerland's
Circle.
awesome.
Oh, dude, they're all different to me.
Summerlands was actually the first guest homework we ever got assigned.
John Lowe gave it to us.
He gave us two-
that checks out.
Dream
He
Killer?
gave us two shit
So good.
records.
Gave
Give
you
us
what? Gave
What
you
else
what?
did he give?
Chubby, in the Gang.
Chubby in the Gang.
Are you?
Oh, they're
you don't.
cool,
You
too.
hate Chubby?
Yeah, that shit
I don't
sucks.
One bit.
I love Chubby.
But Summerlands, I just saw them in New York a couple months ago,
I would see them any day of the week. They're
and
awesome.
unfortunately, the bass player passed
Yeah,
away.
R.I.P.
What the
I'd rather
fuck?
see
Rad.
Fall Lands,
Yeah,
am I
that-
right?
Awful.
I'd rather see Fall Lands, you know what I'm saying? Springland. Hit it. There you go.
It was his turn. That's a good
I know, right?
used to have that sound. Well, I'll,
So where do
I'll-
you feel? What's your and
Price
what
is
do you,
Wrong
what do you feel
Field.
about Soul Swallower? Are you in them or no?
I don't remember.
good.
Like,
Are you?
I know who they are. I don't know who's in it, but I remember the band, and I know I actually have them on my computer
Did you,
somewhere.
Did you listen to it?
But it's like
Sounds
I don't remember. It's not memorable, is what I'm saying right now, and I don't. I'll go listen to it again to Soul Swallower, but I don't. I can't remember off the top of my head, so it's like,
That's fair. That's how you feel.
yeah. If it's on my computer, I know I liked it, or else I wouldn't have saved it.
When both of you guys leave today, you need to listen to the Stone Dagger tape on YouTube. It's only 2 songs, but it's right up your alley. So,
So
I'm telling
is CC in it? Is it like is
I'm
his
pretty sure it's
Magic
a,
Circle?
I'm pretty sure it's a 3.
you. Yeah.
That's a terrible band name.
What?
Are you joking?
Magic Circle.
I'm talking about Stone Dagger, bro.
That's pretty bad too. That's a Rich Strom name if I ever heard one.
I mean, Magic Circle is a
You might like
fine
Magic
Calm
choice.
down, Cancer Priest,
You would like.
and
You would like.
That
Magic,
was actually my mom came up with Cancer Priest.
You would like Magic Circle
Calm
over
down,
any of
Denberry.
those other bands.
Yeah, Magic Circle's like a little bit.
That
doomy.
also my mom.
It's like that Black.
He's
Sabbath.
not listening.
Weird,
right
right?
now.
I think that Dio, Black,
Black
Sabbath,
Sabbath,
worship.
Candlemass,
I love Candlemass and
You
Black
You would like
Sabbath.
Magic Circle.
Saint
man.
Vitus.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I went to the Pinch one time in DC by myself. Saw him. It's
I
great.
trust anything,
like that
anything those
venue.
dudes do.
It's
I pretty
awesome.
much
Yep.
trust.
Yeah, man.
And I fucked up because I've never seen him, but I did see Summerland.
I only got to see him once.
do the dog shit death metal band next.
oh,
So I don't need
Epidemectomy?
epidemectomy.
Yeah, I didn't check. I honestly didn't listen on the
I figured this was a Dennis pick.
comment
on the name. I didn't have time to listen.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry,
It's-
Dennis.
I listened to the whole thing.
It is.
I like
we'll,
the cover
we'll,
art.
we'll let Greg go first.
I thought the cover art was interesting. It was like slam, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the vocals, the way they were recorded, hurt my ears. Like in the headphones, like they did these like,
They were something. to
and
get
like
through.
it was way too long. I thought.
It did last a while.
But-
I was running errands the day I listened to it, and it lasted the entire trip.
Yeah, like, but it was. I mean, it's two people, which I thought was cool. Like, you know, two guys playing the stuff because I did a little research. I thought there were some cool parts, but like I said, again, the way the vocals were mixed, like, for whatever reason, just sonically just bothered me.
They did a lot of different styles too.
But I didn't think it was terrible.
I didn't think so either. I said the drums sounded a little small for this level of heavy.
I agree.
And the first song sounded like two songs mashed together, and then the outro that was like tacked on at the very end sounded like even
Oh, the first song?
even another song started. But I hear classy uses of the 808, which I don't mind.
I don't know what that means.
The fucking bass drop sound, the boom.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind it when it's done tastefully.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. But
I did hear Brenda from Scary Movie. Lord, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah, there was a lot of samples.
There's a lot of samples.
I do wish, because I saw the, you know, with the album cover and all, I was hoping that Spotify had the lyrics, because I was like, I'd love to see what these lyrics are.
And
I could.
For what is this?
Ep.89.
yeah, and I said, who knew a dated George W. sample would work a little bit? The song on it is okay too, and I thought it went by. It felt like it went by quick, maybe because I was busy. I didn't even realize how much time was passed, but it was kind of congruous too. Like it was a lot of. The same.
Ooh, big word, Tommy. I like
Congruent.
I give it a six,
Congruency.
6.5.
I gotta be dead honest, and I hate to be the hater.
Go for it, dude.
It's just the hater's ball.
Hate. Pig squeals should have died in the 2000s,
Disagree.
and they fucking didn't. And that was like, the music was really cool, but the pig squeals just like I got very awful Wake in the Cadaver vibes,
I get you.
and
Best
I
dudes
just
in the
like.
world.
Shout out Harry.
I'm sure
Best
they are.
dudes.
Like, hey man, like nothing again.
Yeah.
Like again.
Musically,
the-
yeah,
like-
I get it.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, I don't
dude,
like
dude, the fucking pig squeals. Like I was immediately out. And I say that as
Fine.
like again, I've got 3 decades on listening to just the grossest, dumbest shit on earth. Like I can listen to Mortician, at least for
Hey.
Whoa!
hey.
I'll take slander on any band, but you bring up the Mighty Mort.
Not gross.
No, I'm the same
Not-
way, dude. My foot's out the door as soon as I hear it.
No, but like I can listen to Mortician. I like Impetigo. Like I just bought it's 2024. I just bought an Impetigo hat. Like I can listen to gross shit.
You should.
But you got your limits.
The pig squills. I maintain the pig squills belonged pre 2009. And if
You
still
mean the pig squeal, like the guitar?
no,
Or do
no,
you-
the vocals.
The vocals.
Pig, like
Yeah, it's dog shit.
Like
it's
Chris Barnes, like when he...
Yes.
Like,
100%.
Chris Barnes in the '90s, not Chris Barnes now.
6 feet blunder.
Paul
When
Blender.
I tell you where I found Ep.89 from, you'll fucking won't believe me.
Wow, that YouTube channel you talk about.
No,
From
Really?
can I,
No.
can,
Something
I,
else.
can I guess you? Wait, can I guess?
go for it.
Sounds like a not Harry, but
Nope. You will never guess this.
Evan Williams.
Nope.
That one would be that would be spot on.
That's
your
my
dad.
World's greatest Jew.
Rob Warden.
Dave. Wow.
Got it in one. Dave Janis.
I mean, he's the one.
It was...
Wait, that's a Janice fan?
Uh-huh.
I'm shocked.
Wild.
The-
I know, right?
The vocals were so over the top with the pig squeals, and I think you were out of the room, but I was saying the way they were recorded hurt my ears.
It was just it's too high in the mix.
yeah,
There's
like
nothing. If it did maybe pig squeals and like something to even it out,
It was way up there.
maybe.
It was a little too high in the mix, but like, again, for a 2-person project, I thought I go with your Tom's rating. I think
6.5.
Yeah,
It's good. It's good.
I'd probably go more like a 5.5, 6.
He loaned me a mag called Artifacts of Brutality. It's like a fanzine, but it's really well done. And I was like, all the bands I never heard of, I went on SoulSeek and downloaded the record so I can listen to it later. He's like, "Yo, check out Ep.89."
Shout out to SoulSeek in 2024.
Still use it. It's fucking great.
The best way to bootleg music. I've got
And
damn
what-
near 500 records. So
So what
like,
you can't find. But yeah, Dave's like, "Yo, check out Ep.89 first." I'm like,
What
"All
year
right."
did this come out?
2022.
Yeah.
Alright, says no.
Yeah. That's when the Mag came out too, though. So, in their defense, what else did I?
You also brought me
One of my favorite records of all time.
really Cherubs, Heroin Man.
One of my favorite bands of all time. Again, shout out to
Knife hits.
Knife Hits and Mike
Yeah.
McGinnis. Yeah.
Are they from around here or something?
No, Austin,
No.
Texas. One of the best noise bands of all time.
I was late on them.
I was a little late on them
I was as
myself,
well.
but with that said, like especially like Heroin Man is fucking fantastic.
They're from like the 90s or some shit.
Yeah, their first record back
fucking good,
to
man.
Infinity. Their first record back in the early 2010s was just also a fucking masterpiece.
They're one of those bands that like they didn't exist from a point and onward. They had breaks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where they weren't a band and then they
stuff on
were.
Relapse. It looked like because I saw the cover and before, I was like, oh, is this on AmRep? Like it just looked like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it wasn't. It was on. I don't know what.
they do have something on
It was
Relapse.
on, like,
I
the
forget what
bubble.
else.
It's definitely
Surfers guys
it's definitely
label.
Amprap fucking
Trans
worship.
Syndicate or whatever it's called.
I like. They honestly don't have to say anything more about that. That's a 10 out of 10 record for
Yeah.
me.
See,
Fucking
I
love
wanted
it.
to like it more than I did. I felt like it was kind of a slog to get through.
Oh,
Really? Fair enough.
I could.
The one sober
I would have
person,
caught you liking this.
one of the sober people in the
I thought the album cover was pretty awesome. You know,
Yeah.
it's down the bathtub, and it did seem like something where maybe if I was giving it more of my full attention and not just working while listening, like I didn't think it was bad.
I gotta say it's one of those like I gotta be in a slightly more nihilistic I hate myself fucking mood to listen to it and like really enjoy it, but you know when it hits it fucking hits.
Great band.
I said the hardest thing about this was the phone left off the hook all throughout
I
song
think
one.
that first
Fucking
song was what.
fucking love it.
I do too.
I kind of love it too.
I shouldn't love it again.
It's a vibe. It's a fucking vibe,
You
dude.
kind of do
It
it.
doesn't even match the tempo.
the bop it is also a good shout too because they got
Right?
the bop it, twist it,
It.
and go right on the beat like two like. It's fantastic.
Musically, this is a recipe for something I would hate, but I'm enjoying this record as I write this review 2 songs in. Now we got the 90s rave / lifeguard whistle going on. I don't know who he is, but shout out to Mr. Goy.
What year did this
and-
record come out?
90
94 it said.
something like that.
Yeah.
That long ago?
And I actually enjoyed this record all the way through. 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I like it.
I am seriously shocked that you enjoyed this.
I normally am repelled
Yeah.
by shit that sounds like that, and I did not hate it at
Yeah.
all. I liked it a lot.
Cherubs is easily one of what like cream of the crop on that genre.
That's
Which
definitely
again,
the be-
again, like you know, like filled with so much dog shit that you could probably fucking miss. But like,
Not kidding.
Yeah, I was so
So many bands that sound like that sound like they're purposely not trying at all. And that record was awesome.
yes, absolutely.
So I said solid 7 out of 10.
Nice. I'm glad you enjoyed it. When we do this homework segment, we also ask the guests of the podcast to bring something to the table to recommend us. The only caveat being no fluffing up your friends' bands. Just something that you stumbled across organically. Genre, year of release does not fucking matter. Just something you stumbled across that you think other people should fucking know about.
You know, like I know I'm really on the fucking Lord of the Rings shit right now, and I know it's kind of a fucking it's becoming a joke at this point. 1 of 9. I saw them open for Lamp of Murmur. They're fucking
Who is this?
1 of 9. The Nazgul shit. Yeah.
I got
again,
the reference. I just don't know the band.
newer fucking newer black metal band from I think North Carolina. Fantastic live. Love the LP.
Somebody was just talking about this band because they're like a cousin band to like those Raw Hex guys or something like that.
I don't know about that. But
Raw Hex is pretty good too.
10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 record to check out.
Check it
What's the name of the
what is
record?
10 out of 10 or 1 of 9?
I don't have. I don't.
I see you, Mark. That was pretty good. Give him his flowers, dude. That was pretty funny.
Yes, absolutely.
I
I have no fucking signal here. I will get you guys the.
Is
the
it how
album
recent is it?
It's the only album they have out, so it's not gonna be
Okay.
hard to find.
Easy
But
We'll figure it out.
yeah,
Who
one
put
of
it
them.
out? Do you know?
No, I don't.
I'll check it out.
It's fantastic.
Anything else you got, Bill?
Just that one.
Or just that one? One is fine, but if you want to do two, it's fine too.
I can send you guys some shit after the fact, just to
Go
you
for
know whether you guys review it or not. You know, I've always got a
We
lot.
will.
I've always got a lot of stuff.
The honorable mention.
cooking.
I love hearing the reviews.
You know what? Fuck it. Def Leppard, fucking High and Dry. Let's go.
Yo, that is my very first favorite band.
That is one of the riffiest albums of all time. That gets zero credit, and like I know that not Pyromania. I know that Hysteria came out.
Yeah.
Like everybody was like, "Oh, this
Hysteria
band kind of
stinks.
sucks dick." It's got its place, but no, dude. High and Dry riff from fucking second one to the end of the goddamn
they were
album.
part of the new wave of British heavy metal stuff. Back
They
then.
should have been.
And
They fucking should have been, and they got lumped in with fucking hair metal.
Yep.
And honestly, the first
I mean, there's
three.
a pretty good interview with them recently where they kind of discuss where they like started getting into like the synths and the drum machines. And
Well, and I mean, especially Homeboy losing his fucking arm.
Yeah,
Hell, but
he
like, I
had
mean,
to.
but like,
High and Dry was pre him losing his arm.
Those first,
Yes.
well, like,
And so was Pyromania, right?
yes,
Yes.
Pyromania is the third album. Fucking High and Dry is the second.
Honestly,
and on Through the Night, I, you know, if you told me that you didn't like On Through the Night,
It's kind of just a straight up rock record.
it is. But like, if you told me you didn't like On Through the Night because of the production, I'd be like, yeah, okay, get it. The other two, fucking
But
perfect albums.
even Hysteria is undeniable. Like
It has its moments. If you,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you can play any of them songs out
Skip-
loud,
skip-
and somebody knows it.
Skip, Pour Some Sugar on Me.
yeah.
The rest of that album is pretty fucking okay.
Yeah.
they
That's
try. They
rocking.
definitely they try something. Because I was reading an interview where they're like, yeah, we saw like New Order was happening. We saw like Men at Work, and they were like, we're gonna try this drum machine and see what happens.
And again, it didn't hurt that.
Yeah, the drummer got in the accident, but
But the one after that, was
But it
the
definitely,
one I
like-
bought as a kid because it was like new and I was like 10 or 11.
It's like me buying fucking
Adrenalized.
buying like the one of the last Emperor fucking albums. Like, oh, I love
Yeah.
this band's great. It's like,
Adrenalized, not very good.
Not at all. You know how
very good.
everybody talks about like when they were a kid, they had that one VHS tape that they would watch constantly, whether it be like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or whatever, right? Mine was Def Leppard's Hysteria. The story like was basically like a documentary about.
did VH1 put that out?
I don't remember. It's been
I remember-
so.
I
fu-
remember
Dude,
wa- I remember
honestly,
wa-
I
I
remember I watched the shit out of that behind the
watched-
music though.
I
watched that
seriously
movie.
think Hysteria was pre
It was
VH1
pre-
even existed.
That I remember.
shit.
I remember
Yeah.
watching that a lot.
I
Was it MTV
dude,
or something?
I was no, it was on. I had it only on
Definitely
VHS.
definitely wasn't
And dude,
MTV.
I was maybe 10. So what's that? 1941. Yeah, dude, it's old. But I wore that fucking VHS out.
Speaking of VHS shit, like this might only be you of the era. Do you remember the Tink?
yeah, Tink.
What?
R.I.P.
We talked about the Tank.
R.I.P.
Were you
Wait,
RIP?
Best
the,
dude.
Channel
Best.
28.
the DJ guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the big
Cable
big old
access.
dude.
Vid
fucking-
Dream.
What? Yes.
Oh, I remember
Vid
Tank.
Dream.
Okay, damn. I'm actually a little
Tink,
surprised.
is Tink still alive or is he gone?
No,
that dude died. Yeah,
He died maybe about 15 years
I
ago.
remember
No,
fucking
You
not
remember the Tank,
15.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm
within
positive.
the last
You don't
15. I
remember
know
the Tink?
that.
No.
Oh yeah, but it
I'll
could
have
be
to
within the
look it up.
last
Tink
10.
When I had
Tink-
perception.
Tink was this dude.
He was like an
Honestly-
Elvira type girl, right? Like he was like
Yeah.
Elvira of like
Look,
music.
Honestly, he looked like me mixed with Santa Claus,
That's also what reminded me of.
and he
this
couldn't.
entire-
Thanks, buddy. And
He walked with a cane.
not always, but he
played-
did later.
Yeah,
in
he
his
played,
later
he
years.
played cool as shit.
He got really fat and like unhealthy, but
That's how
he-
I got into fucking Mayhem and Deicide. Like,
yeah,
way
he used
back
to
in
do
the
this
day.
cable access show. It was called Tink's Vid Dreams,
Channel 28.
where he would run videos, but it was the ones you didn't really see on MTV or VH1, and it
That's
was
probably
like,
where I listened to
Never.
Ministry first too, not even realizing.
probably-
dude,
This is some wild
he
shit,
found
man.
like, dude, it was metal, industrial, hardcore, punk.
I remember
kinds of shit you didn't even know they had videos.
I remember the fucking video for Fall of Seraphs by Mayhem. It was a live fucking show. I don't even know what it's from. I don't even know if it was a one-off.
Well, his shit wasn't just music videos. He did live shit too.
And that's why there was Deicide. There was yeah, I don't even remember what the goddamn.
Do you
song
know
was.
that one obituary video that everybody fucking is nuts about?
Yeah, the stage dive.
Turned
video.
Inside Out. Yeah. That was on MTV.
I saw it with him first. People were like, "Yo, this is so sick." I'm like, "Yeah, I saw it on Vid Dreams when I was
Damn,
fucking
RIP.
13." Yeah, dude.
Honestly.
And here's the thing: when I was booking shows, and even when Chuck took over booking in Delaware, Tink would come out. I love Chuck.
Where was Tink based out of?
Here,
Wilmington.
Oh, he was Delaware.
he's a Delaware boy. All the shows that Chuck would book, I would book, or even other promoters in the area, Tink would come out. He'd find his chair, sit there, and just and post up.
I have distinct memory within the last 10 years of seeing him at Mojo shows.
Oh yeah, and he is sweet as pie, dude. What a fucking great guy. Dude.
In fact, I would turn to my friends and be like, "Yo, Tink is here."
I definitely saw him at a truck show once. I was like, yo.
Oh, he went to a lot of truck and electric
he
factory
fucking
shows.
there were so many
Yo.
videos that he recorded live videos that he recorded from the balcony,
Yeah.
stage left or stage right, right there with the trucks.
Dead and Buried made an episode of Vid Dream.
No shit.
Yeah.
Peak.
It was so fucking cool. It was us at, I think, St. Elizabeth's, and we were
Is this stuff on
in
YouTube?
Delaware.
There's
I
gotta
don't
there's
know.
There's probably Tink stuff on YouTube.
I
Gotta
don't
be.
know.
Hope so.
I don't know.
There's
But we
gotta
made it on watching an episode because he told us, he's like, I'm gonna put it on tonight, and we're just like, yeah.
We gotta talk off
Yeah, we
this
will.
about getting the Tink fucking immortalized forever. Or just see if we could find that back footage. I would
That
love
would
to.
be
I would
fucking
love
great.
to fucking do that.
He had,
And
to,
he had
he
to-
had,
I
to,
would
he had to
love
been
to
on
fucking do
YouTube early on.
What do you call himself?
They could very well be in boxes somewhere.
What the
on
fuck?
tape.
I will absolutely take.
You'll
He
digitize them?
called himself the Minister of Sinister. That was his thing. And dude, he did the goofy this is Tink's Vid Dreams on the Minister of Sinister, but
It was
He
peak
was-
cable access shit,
Yeah.
but also
just pure-hearted love of the
I'm gonna have to
game.
look them up.
Pure-hearted love of just music. That guy
I
fucking
was so
ruled.
young. I was so young
Yeah.
watching videos of bands. I was like, I couldn't believe I was watching
Well,
on my TV.
I'm
Yeah.
when he would film us, I was still young, and he would talk to kids my age and younger or whatever. He didn't talk to you like a goddamn child or anything like that. He never cool guyed you. He never was like, oh, I used to do this, blah, blah. He's like, I really like what you're doing. I like this one song you guys do. He was just a genuinely great guy and a great fan of music. Fuck yeah, Tink, dude. God damn it.
Long live the Tink, baby.
Long live the Tink. Mark, what have you been jamming lately, bud?
I'll go something easy. I'll do the Fortress Britain of that band Stingray.
This was my record of the year last year.
They're coming over and playing the Photo Club, I believe, next month.
Did we do this one?
We did. We got it from.
I liked it.
We got it from Dan.
Oh, in that case, we did that.
Dan and Lennon.
Did you do the 7-inch yet? All right, let's do the 7-inch.
What's it called?
Feeding Time.
Nice.
Came
Oh,
out,
yeah,
came out like
Lennon
2 years.
brought it.
Came out like 2 years before the LP. But
The LP was my record of the year
the
last
7-inch is really good.
Where
too,
they from?
They're
Brit-
from Britain.
unrelated. Shout out to the Chisel. Oh God, what a
Yeah,
fantastic fucking band!
I bummed I missed them last time they came around.
I have missed them both times they came
I also
around,
heard
so.
it's like really hard for a UK band to tour right now. So
Especially when they're fucking terrible.
Oof.
I feel like they play here like every 10
Nah,
minutes.
I heard the way you have to get your visa is gonna be like.
Well,
pretty-
it's also
pretty much
getting harder.
impossible.
It's about to get harder right now because they're about to raise fees and shit like that. So
Oh.
get ready to not see your favorite fucking
They
Euro.
they should
Darn.
get their MasterCard instead. Am I right?
And
Hey.
for comedy,
Oh, you're talking
I'm
about
not gonna
Bud
do a
Chisel.
stand up, but the tire show was.
I watched it twice.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that.
I loved it.
We've only watched the first two episodes.
watched it
It
twice.
is if you like Shane Gillis.
If you like,
and
if you like
Gillian-
Delco,
It was so much
if you
fun.
like Delco, at all.
If you like Shane Gillis and
20
you like Gillian Reeves, it's basically
Is this
Gillian.
taking place in Delco too? Or?
Yes, it's Valley
Yeah.
Forge. It's like Valley Forge. I don't know.
22
it's
Okay,
it's
so
it's a fictional tire shop in Westchester.
Okay.
22
Is it
minutes.
West-
It's like
okay.
so easy to watch.
No, it's Valley Forge. He's right.
No, the chain is called Valley Forge because in one of the episodes he refers to
Belmont,
the
too.
Belmont store and their store, the Westchester store.
Oh, okay. I missed.
I'm gonna watch it.
I don't know if you talked about it yet, but
It's
It was,
absurd.
It was great.
It's really
easy,
good.
Easy watch.
I've only
fun.
got through 2 episodes. It was fucking fantastic.
6 episodes, 20 minutes.
And
Boom.
the
Best.
Yeah.
gratuitous use of the word "wop" is also just something
I love the
that just
wops.
interests me. So
Hits me right here.
It got
Right in the heart.
renewed too, so there'll be
Yeah. Hell
yeah.
more seasons.
Netflix saw the first episode and renewed it immediately,
Greg, what have you been jamming, bud?
according to them.
The new pallbearer.
no shit.
We
We
just
did
did
it
it.
last week.
What
Did
they
you
put
do it
out?
last week?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Alex brought that
What
one.
they
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
they, what they put out on LP?
Mind
Yeah.
Burns Alive. It's
Yeah.
excellent.
I'll check it out.
It's like so, but I won't do that if you did it last week.
Fucking poor Greg, dude. 'Cause he
I know. I had that in Gate Creeper because I was being paid off by Nuclear Blast. No,
Well, I haven't
Shout out to
listened to-
Nuclear Blast for the Cavalier
what's Jordan
conspiracy.
from
shill.
Red paying you?
I'm not shouting out any. There's no. Well, I did like, but I'm not gonna. Okay, so one we were talking about that Decibel Fest, the one that just happened. The new Terminal Nation. I really
Ooh.
like that. It's Echoes of the Devil's Den on $20 spin.
That
I should
label,
have gotten that label. Just puts out.
They don't miss.
Yeah.
They don't. Yeah, they don't.
So-
What's it called?
Echoes of the Devil's Den.
They've missed.
The last one I've listened to them was that one was a Holocene Extinction.
Yeah. This has like Todd Jones from Nails is on a song, Dwid's on a song. I forget who else, but they had really good merch that I wish I got at the. They had a shirt that said "Fat Dudes with Fatter Riffs,"
Fuck yeah.
and they only sold it in 2XL and above.
Fuck yes.
Fucking so much
Love it.
respect for
And
that.
I
dude.
felt
Awesome.
I felt so represented.
I felt
like,
seen.
between them and Crowbar that night. I was
Yeah.
like, these
What
are my
the,
people.
what the fuck was that demo that Andrew brought us, where the guy said you got to be too something to do something?
Fuck.
I forget what they were called. God damn it.
Something of heart of something.
Heart of Stone?
I don't remember.
No.
They're from New York, but
Yeah.
There's like it's
And they're like the
They're
shit like
kids.
thing in front was like, you gotta be too what was it? Too something to do something. And I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
fucking rules.
It stunk, but like the fucking sentiment was great. I appreciated that.
but it's a really solid. There's some anti-cop lyrics.
They got a lot of
Nice.
anti-cop jams.
Yeah, a lot of anti-cop lyrics.
It's funny enough. I actually had to change my shirt before I came tonight.
You're wearing a policeman's uniform?
No, thank God. No, for the second time in a row, I almost wore the Thrill House
Nice.
fucking Black Flag Police Story rip.
I haven't seen that.
It's a Luger in fucking Clancy's mouth.
Nice,
It, just,
dude.
it says "Make me come, Clancy," and I had to walk my dog before I fucking came here. I take him outside, and there's like 3 women on a fucking porch across the street, and I'm just like,
I don't want.
I shouldn't be in fucking public with this on.
I just would have done like the Daisy Duke, like tie it up in the front. It's like, whatever, let him fucking deal.
I do have one. I have one more.
Hit it up, dude.
Because the box set of it arrived today. So I usually, when I come on here, I try to do new stuff. But this is old. One of my all-time favorite bands from Toronto, Canada. Well, Halifax originally.
No
Nova
warning.
Scotia. Sloan. Their first album is called Smeared. They were like signed, on DGC during the whole, Nirvana era. First record's kind of like got shoegazy. Like it sounded dated at the time, but now it sounds like what all these other bands
Yes.
are trying to do. None of their other records really sound like this one, even though I love it. They ended up, kind of streamlining and being like more like power pop type stuff. Same 4 guys the entire time. 13 albums. They're working on a 14th. All 4 write and sing, and all 4 are all. It's like if the Beatles had like 2 Lennon and 2 McCartney, or
so they're twice as bad.
You don't like the
Bro.
Beatles?
I like the Beatles.
So
I like the Beatles.
But what's cool too with
Imagine a gun with no bullets.
what's
I do love the Beatles, but
I also love
Yeah.
the Beatles.
What's cool with Sloan too is
But
they
fuck
had
John Lennon.
connections to hardcore. They did an EP a few years ago where they covered like Minor Threat, 7 Seconds, Gray Matter, Circle. I think Circle. Maybe not Circle Jerks. But like a bunch of just like punk hardcore bands.
I do remember them being part of like the.
DGC Rarities.
Yes,
on there.
that's where I found them. I found them in That Dog
Yeah. I
in the
love
same.
that.
But like, yeah, Nirvana hit and like Seattle, like every band in Seattle got signed like instantly.
And then they
Yeah.
thought that for a little bit they thought that Halifax was going to be like
Yeah.
new Seattle, like them. And there's a band Eric's Trip.
Yeah.
Eric Strip's good.
Yeah, they are good. But Sloan, I don't know. I just
I don't
like as
know-
far
I
as
don't know
bands
Sloan.
playing today, they're probably my favorite.
Yeah.
I would put them in. They've nudged their way into my like top 5 all time.
I can't believe you don't know Sloan actually, Mark, with all the shit that you like.
Yeah,
Uh,
Mark, this is up your
Yo,
alley, bud.
Smeared
Yeah.
is like real
Nah, nah.
grungy, like like I
It's
said,
on the band
shoegazy.
with the dudes all in the fucking wading like water and shit. Or,
You're thinking of Slint.
so I am thinking of Slint.
Yeah.
Slint's
Yeah.
great.
Also,
Slint's also great.
Slint
yeah.
is also fantastic.
Wait till you hear about Slant.
Wah, 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 wah.
But,
Slang?
Yeah, so they're 'cause
Slang are both good too.
They just released a
Slang?
deluxe box set of that first album.
Wait till you hear my band, Sloan. Sorry. Hit it?
He took it.
Slang.
Yeah. Hey, you miss 100% of the fucking swings you don't take, am I right? Tommy, what do you got for me?
Let's
Dead and
see.
buried.
First,
Hey, man.
now he's trying.
We had a good EP.
Thank you very much.
We had a good EP.
No one remembers
I
my
have,
name.
I have an episode of
No
a
one
podcast
remembers
for
my
you.
face.
Just give me the podcast.
Lemon Party.
Okay.
Specifically,
Also the greatest meme of all time.
Yes.
Also, the greatest website of all
is
time.
episode 79 with Mike Racine is the one that I would show you first.
Okay.
There's also episode 17 is with McCusker. That's a good one I also heard. But I've followed the show ever since I checked it out. And
That's the one with
With
Tim
Ben A-
Dillon's old producer, right?
Ben Avery
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and two other guys. They're not comics. They're just funny guys, and I will say they go for the joke. Like
What do you mean?
I'll just let you listen to it. And
All right, fair
find
enough.
out.
Let me go in blind. You got anything from me musically?
Musically, I have a girl record for you.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Just a single girl.
Are you just asking for a 10 out of 10 right away?
It's probably going to be an 11,
All right, cool.
but the singer is Caroline Polachek.
Caroline.
Saw her.
Can you spell it,
Oh, here we go.
please?
Caroline, like
Here
I
we
got
go.
that
Polish name bingo.
it's actually it's less than you
P-O-L.
think. Polachek.
Well, that's simple for a
That's
Pollock.
that's not terrible.
Exactly.
Carol Pollock, am I right? What's the name of the album,
The
bud?
album is called Desire. I Want to Turn Into You.
That's just a mouthful. Desire, I want to turn into you.
Mm-hmm.
Is she Euro? What is that?
I don't think so. I don't know,
Yeah, that's.
but
just
she's
works
been
out.
around and
Sounds
like
Canadian to me.
it's fucking
I'm going not Euro.
it's
Yeah.
fucking awesome. I
Well-
can't believe it's not on your radar either.
Hey, man. Not everything gets through me,
She's
buddy.
blocked them.
There you go.
Not everything.
Finally.
Well, the restraining order.
It happens.
I was gonna say not everything makes it to the spank bank. So
Yeah.
Not yet.
Well, we brought him up on this episode numerous times, but this is what I'm bringing you this week is the band is In My Eyes. And the album's called The Difference Between.
fantastic record.
Yeah.
I like Nothing to Hide more.
Horrible alive though.
I've heard that.
Did not.
I enjoyed them the 2 times I've seen them.
Yeah, they were always fun.
I saw him 3
Wasn't that
times.
dude really into like underage girls too?
Mhm.
I thought that was Fast Break.
No, that was
And Bane,
that was-
but yeah.
That was
Champion.
Pete.
Champion was a little different level.
That champion was more of like an abuser
And brand new.
than underage.
Yeah.
Well,
Dude.
we all know Joey. We all know Joe Megginson's brand new story. So
Yeah, and Joe Magginson's all. No, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say Joe Magginson's also a person you should have. No, I love
no,
Joey.
actually not.
When's Joe coming on the
He's
on
an
the
angel
podcast?
on earth.
Joe?
When's Joe coming on the podcast?
When he stops being a Punisher to talk to.
He told me he wants to come on, so.
Fuck it, I'll let Joe come on.
Dude, Joe and Justin Krause, they want to come on.
I love Justin.
Joe and Justin.
I
Krause
don't know
would be-
Justin Krause.
I love Justin.
Justin is
He's got stories, bro.
All right, I'm down.
Justin's a great dude. I would also just be there for comedic relief, but with the two of them.
That's fine with me
Absolutely come back.
too. Comedy wise, this is on YouTube. It's a guy named Kevin Banner, and the album is called Heavy Favorite. It's a quick one. It's a 30-minute one.
Any relation to David Banner?
Who's that?
He's a rapper.
Oh,
Heavy what?
Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner, the motherfucking Hulk.
Heavy what?
Favorite.
Favorite.
Canadian guy, and when I say Canadian, I mean painfully Canadian.
Great. So this will be unfunny, is what you're saying.
No, I'm talking like the Canada is
Oh, that's
impossible to hide. No, Irish. I was like, oh, they fucked their sister and beat. Well, that's also counts for Italians. We really got a lot in common with those dead guys.
Yeah, leave the
Yeah.
Italian, leave the Italians. I mean, at least the IRA is cool.
It's true, but at least,
Up the fucking
but at least the Italians have decent food.
Right, but they also
The
invented
mix ain't got
fascism.
shit.
So they also invented fascism.
Oh, that's true. They weren't Axis power.
Yeah, I
Up
mean,
the raw, baby.
again, they did also hang fucking Mussolini from a gas station. So yeah,
It's true. That's why, like, yo, you guys were in Axis power. We're like, yeah, dude, but lasagna. Like,
Who else
all right, go on.
Who else loves lasagna?
You
I know
know who,
something.
baby boy.
Garfy baby.
You know who, baby boy.
You guys guessing the new Garf movie?
I'll wait till it comes on streaming
Yeah,
because
What?
here's the
You
thing.
of all people?
Fucking just
you
lack.
fucking
You want to
poser.
talk about
Wait,
lack of
wait,
commitment? You
wait.
want to talk about a
Jesus
lack?
Christ.
He didn't even see Lyle Lyle Crocodile.
I did see La La Crocodile
When?
about
fucking
6 months ago.
You want to
Poser.
talk about a lack of commitment to the bit?
No,
This is
no.
disrespectful.
I understand what you're saying, but let me show it to you from my end of the thing.
No.
A guy who looks like me walks up to the box office and says, "Give me one
You don't
for
go.
Garfield."
You don't go to
I'll
the
give you
box
my
office no more.
I'll give you my nephew.
That's
Pause.
an even worse look, Mark.
You order
Pause.
online.
Oh, you that?
If I walk up, like, "Give me one for
God,
Garfield,"
You could have.
dude, you understand how many watches I'll be put on instantly? Look, when you look like I
You're not
do,
there.
Are you
you're-
ready? Just put
when
your
you're my age and you look like I do, you gotta approach what movies you
No,
see in the
no.
theaters. You really gotta look at
Use
it.
the Chris Pratt excuse.
Your
and then
arms
they're-
hurt?
Okay.
Put the
It's
Garfield-
not like you're going to see fucking My Little Pony or something like that. Which is, I mean, inherently you're on every.
Hey,
goddamn
that was a
list.
Fathom event, and it's $20. No thanks.
Yeah, I just couldn't afford My Little Pony, dude.
Paint yourself orange and go. But,
Who can afford that much orange paint? I work as a painter. Do you know how much that shit costs? Jeez. And Joe Brandon's America? But yeah, I just can't. I can't go see movies like that by myself. And there's no friend of mine that's going to be a dog enough to be like, yeah, I'll go see Garfield or La La
I'll
Crocodile
go
with
with
you.
There's one right there.
What's
great,
What's the
so-
next? What's the next showing? It's 9:58. You
They
think you're gonna
probably
fucking
got-
showing it?
They probably
gotta
got
be
one
movies,
at 10:10.
I don't think movies like that run the late shows.
They
do
they have a certain
They do.
runtime for people like you.
But could you imagine being, the 10:30 showing of like Garfield?
Well, that fucking
the one little kid that does show up, they're like, dude, you're just. It's like that whole like rapey. She's like, kid, if you're at the 10:30 showing of Garfield, you're fucking asking
Nah,
for
you
it.
gotta go to the 11 a.m. Nobody there.
Kids are not.
Or some single moms with their kids, maybe
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think you get in
Single
there
mom.
on some
You get-
Pee Wee. I think you get to get in there on some Pee Wee Herman time.
You'll be fine. We want the review.
I'll get in on some Pee Wee Herman time. Pee Wee was just fucking chilling, dude. He was just maxing and relaxing.
It's widely
Victim of circumstance.
Exactly. They
It's-
they fucking
it's
ruined it.
widely accepted that he was in the right place at the wrong time.
The only motherfucker that can, when someone says like, "Oh, cancel culture," shut up, you're a dork. But if P was like, "Oh, I was a victim of cancel culture," I'm like,
Yes, you
Yeah,
sure-
dude, you
You
were.
were in a
That
jerk
was-
off theater doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
in a jerk
That
off
was
theater.
also
TCOB, taking care of goddamn business.
That was pre-cancel culture.
Yeah. He was the only person that would ever be able to have that excuse of cancel culture and shit like that. It's just Pee Wee.
That word-
Everybody else, you probably deserve what you had
Cancel
coming.
culture didn't even exist then.
Cancel culture
started it.
He
fucking
definitely
rules.
had to really like claw his way back from that.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He did
Yeah,
it.
the movie.
And
He did it.
And
That was
Blow,
like-
Blow.
Yeah. Yeah. And Blue's like, oh, the jerker can actually fucking act a little bit. Oh.
He could always act.
Dude. Anyway, that's all I got for this week. Tom, you got anything?
Hit the music.
Hit that intro music so we can all go home.
Jangan Jangan